bring out giant steins of soda
The bucket.
and just putting those down, like, hook you guys up.
That's
He was like
sick.
the cool waiter, you know, he's
Yeah.
like, got you guys.
I wish you would just flip over your football helmets and drink out of those.
Right?
With a straw. That's what I'm picturing.
Giant orange Gatorade.
Oh, we have our own cups.
Yeah, we're actually good.
Get in the helmet, fill this with fries on your way back.
So Red Robin, that's my first pick.
Sure.
First pick. My second pick. Oh, God, do I want to go head or heart? Head or heart? Head or heart?
Always heart. Ian, you're all heart.
Tony Roma's a place for ribs. That's what
I've never been to a Tony
it's
Roma's.
so good. They're not in Oregon anymore.
I want to
Or
go.
California.
I went to
I've
one in
seen.
Omaha, Nebraska.
Oh, that's probably why, because that's where I spend my time.
They used to be more spread out, and they seem to have contracted a little bit, like the sea anemone when passed by a predator. And they're just
They're gathering their forces.
they're gathering their forces, hopefully to expand and get just like I don't know good ribs from Adam. I have no idea. I'm sure like if I went to like Memphis,
You
with
would
some
know.
Tony Roma's, they'd
Yeah.
be like that's not a rib or whatever. So where I was growing up, you could get again endless ribs. There's a theme here. You could get endless ribs. They had these platters that you might as well have been endless ribs because they would come with like half a chicken and like God, I'm fat. So many ribs and like a giant sausage and
Pork ribs?
Pork ribs, I think. Yeah, pork ribs
You're
for
an
sure.
excellent Jew.
The value was there. There's actually in the Torah it says
That is true.
it's an immense value you're allowed to eat pork, and it was the prices were
And
so
you're helping
low.
out your Italian friends.
Yeah, exactly. My friend Tony Roma.
boy.
It was just so good. There's not a whole lot else to say about it, other than I remember the last time I ever went. There used to be one in Portland near the convention center, and also right by a paintball place. It was for my birthday, and I went and ate so many ribs, and they were spicy ribs. And I was my dad, I think I was with, took like a picture of me, like hey birthday picture, and I saw the picture. And it was my face covered in rib sauce, my lips cherry red from how spicy they were. Me just with a full meat bloat, just
So happy.
and I was just like, well, I can't go back. I can't go back for a
I
while.
feel like there's a side we're missing the story on. Like you were just housing ribs. There's not
Housing
like a
ribs.
bread situation or a potato.
It comes with it, but I would never even fuck with it.
You
It
don't
would get in the way of
you
me
don't even
eating more
look at
ribs.
it.
Yeah. We miss you, Tony Roma's. I hope it comes back.
For sure.
It's probably still around.
It is, but it's around in like the South
Yeah.
and stuff like that.
I mean-
the places that need it are like L.A., the West Coast, places that aren't known for their smoked meats. So
I'm
you
gonna
can
go.
fool them.
I do see it on the road sometimes, but on the road I kind of stick to like the chains I'm familiar with.
Yeah.
I'm gonna
Oh, no.
branch out next time.
Please branch
Yeah,
out.
do. That's crazy to
I'm
me.
gonna visit a Tony Roma's.
There's a couple chain restaurants that I've never been to that I'm hoping get picked so I can talk about how to do the business. So let's see if Sean picks one. It is time for your second pick.
Hey, it ain't gonna be one you've never been to. It's gonna be Applebee's.
Ah,
Going
the
to
bees.
Oh, the bees.
Bees in the trap.
The bees in the trap. Bees in the trap. I went to prom at prom dinner at Applebee's.
Well,
The dance was not also at Apple.
The dance was
wish.
at the El Riyad Shrine Mosque, I believe.
It was at a mosque?
Yeah.
Your prom was at a mosque in
They-
Sioux Falls?
They called a mosque. Yeah.
We all have a lot to learn.
good thing nobody put a pipe bomb in it that day.
Were you able to have it there because there were no Muslims to use the mosque in Sioux Falls?
They could just be calling it that. I mean, that's what they call it, but it just looked like
It was just shaped like a mosque.
just looked like
It
a
was
banquet hall to me. I mean, it's just
A Mexican
downtown.
guy worked there, so they were like, must be the mosque.
It was, yeah. That's where we had prom.
Why Applebee's?
I love Applebee's. It's a good deal. I just have good memories of Applebee's. Is my thing too. We used to go hang out at Applebee's in Minneapolis all the time after we skated, and we used to sit there and get drunk, treat it like a bar.
Yeah.
I like it because you can kind of treat it like a bar.
They have good cocktails
in a
too.
clutch. If you're like,
Yes,
we're in Golden Valley, Minnesota.
absolutely.
Where's a bar? And they're like, well, there's Applebee's. So you just go handle yourself at Applebee's. Also a very good deal. And
It is
good
a good
food.
deal.
Another one of those places where people are like, oh, I don't want to go to Applebee's. Do you really not want to go to Applebee's? Or are you
Yeah,
just
you
saying
do.
that?
It is unfairly impugned.
I feel like most of what we're going to say is people hate on for no reason.
I've never heard a crossword about Tony Romo, but yeah, I haven't been at Applebee's.
That's because no one's been.
No one's been. Well, we keep it a secret.
You cleared out all the ribs in 2001.
I like Applebee's is always coming at me with new shit too. They're always coming out with new like menu options, which is a nice nice thing.
Oh yeah, and they'll throw out some healthy menu options. They
Yeah.
always got like a good salad
They do have a
idea, like
They
a
have a good
Chinese
crispy
chicken.
Yes.
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 And
Those little crisps on top.
Those crisps are those like the noodly crisp things.
Delicious.
They're so and it's really like it really is healthy.
Yes.
Like it'd be
Especially
like 400 calories.
yeah, an on the road thing where you're just like, I've had all the fast food already.
You do have to think about that when it's like Saturday, you
Yeah.
know, and you're on the road and you're like, I can't.
Yeah,
I can't
Applebee's
eat more cheese.
they'll
Yeah.
even give you like a side of steamed broccoli or whatever.
Yeah.
I mean, they're gonna be shocked when you order it,
Yeah.
They are.
but
They're
then
gonna
you
go
have
to
to
the grocery
go.
store to buy broccoli.
I'm a comedian.
Yeah.
Yeah. I haven't had a green thing in 3 weeks.
Yeah. Other than I guess there was that Irish beer on St. Patrick's. But yeah, Applebee's is good for that.
And I haven't been, and there aren't any. Our friend Jacob, I was
Jacob
driving back.
Christopher?
Jacob Siroff.
Oh,
That's the
Jacob
gentleman's
Syrup.
name.
Your friend.
Yeah, sorry.
Yeah.
My friend Jacob was saying that he and his lady go to Applebee's for like a date night every now and again because the closest one's like 30 miles away or
Yeah.
something in LA. Like you just can't find one.
So it feels special.
Yeah, it's like a treat for him, and I was like, okay. I mean, that sounds fun.
Yeah, get out of town a little bit.
Yeah.
I wonder if I could take the old lady to Applebee's. What that whole night would be like.
I mean, you make a night. Wherever you end up, it's where it's like by Six Flags or something.
Oh,
like
it's
up
in
north.
Anaheim?
I mean,
That makes sense.
yeah, somewhere.
Or,
And
oh no, Six Flags went. Oh, up at Magic Mountain.
yeah, maybe.
Oh yeah. That's not too far.
That does make sense. Yeah.
Yeah.
On
It'll
the
be
other
an
side of
hour
the
getting
grapevine.
back, though.
Sure.
I have my boyfriend's best friend works at Applebee's, and he recently went on a date.
I don't work at Applebee's. I think I'm way better friends with him than I am. No.
That would be a big reveal.
Yeah.
And he went on a first date and took the lady to his own Applebee's where he works, even though he doesn't get a discount. Which is my only knock on Applebee's right now. No employee discount.
That's crazy.
Really
It
stingy.
should be free. If you bring a date there, they should just be like.
Nah, he works there. Took a date there on his off night. No
He
discount.
just wanted to bring a date and pay full price, but have everybody be like, "Hey, what's up, dude?
Hey,
We work
it's
together.
you,
How
we
you doing?"
know you.
It's like just like a
Ah.
really sad version of that scene from Goodfellas
Yeah.
where they let him in through the kitchen.
They don't let him in. He just walks in through the kitchen. They're like, "Hey, man."
Yeah.
He had to do
Nobody
dishes.
recognized them as his new kitchen staff because the turnover rate is so high.
What are you doing back here? I work here. Oh,
They
okay.
made
Well,
him
go ahead.
get his own sauces
Yeah,
all
yeah.
night.
When he goes and sits down at the table, there's not like a comedian. It's just a couple fighting at the bar. You know that they sit next to.
I did a show at an Applebee. Did you
I
guys
did
ever do
too.
those?
That one in the Lloyd Center Applebee show.
I forgot about. I did
No.
one in Gresham, but
Oh.
yeah, I mean, they were for this dude in Portland, John Green.
I'm jealous now.
Used to
though.
book stand-up shows that he wouldn't tell anybody anybody eating that there was going to be a stand-up show.
The worst.
You would just do it in the bar at an Applebee's. Oh my gosh, I forgot about that. I wiped it from my memory.
Those were horrible.
That was one of the worst shows I've ever done in my life. Broad daylight.
Broad daylight, right?
Nobody's
The
expecting
show was
it.
like at 6.
Children.
Who wanted it? Is what I need to know.
Nobody.
Because it's not like Applebee's.
Maybe one of the managers at Applebee's, like the day manager at
They
Applebee's.
decided they need entertainment. Put on
Yeah.
a TV.
I
That's
know.
what people want.
Right? That's all people want is to talk to the
Not
person
Judge
that they're with.
Judy.
What a fucking, we can say this is cool. What a headache. What a nightmare it would be if you went out. You work all goddamn week. You're taking your wife to Applebee's for some riblets or whatever.
Seriously.
And then you're there, and then we're up there telling our like fucking fuck jokes or whatever.
Always. How many times have you just ended up apologizing in situations?
So many
I do it
I'm so sorry
constantly.
when I stand up. I'm so sorry.
And
I
like
need this $10.
the comic before would like talk, wow, you guys aren't listening. I'd get up and be like, I don't expect you to listen. I wouldn't listen. I'm sorry, I'm wrecking your night. I'll do 10 minutes on the dot, and I'll get out of here.
Sports Center is muted, but you have to listen to me. What kind of world is this?
Yeah.
Those guys are professionals.
Such a bad idea.
That is a bad idea. Now, a good idea, Amy, would be to get your second pick. And I'm so excited to find out what it is.
Okay. Near and dear to my heart, for more reasons than just the food, Cracker Barrel.
The Cracker Barrel.
Sure.
The whole thing. I was gonna go more specific, but now I know we're taking whole restaurants.
Well,
so,
what would that specific thing be? Because I've never been to a Cracker Barrel.
well, the specific thing is really the kitsch and the gift shop. So Cracker Barrel, it's like a southern breakfast place. It's modeled after that. So there's like a gift shop,
Yeah.
and there's all these like things that would be in your grandmother's house all over the place, like
cozies.
fake flowers and cozies, yeah, and little piggy banks and shit like that.
Are they Cracker Barrel branded, or are they just like that's where you go to buy a wooden flower?
I think that they're all pretty much the same. You
Yeah.
can buy them, but they're also scattered around the restaurant. you really feel like you're eating at home.
Yeah.
They have like a porch with rocking chairs that you can sit on.
Yeah.
Really?
Oh,
Really
yeah.
fun. You can go like digest a little bit even on the porch.
It
and
looks
just,
like, it's in an old mining town. Like there's a wooden porch
It's
and
the one business that's still open.
yeah.
Where are is that Southern chain for the most part?
Mostly southern. Yeah, I mean they're kind of everywhere, but yeah, mostly in the south. You get a good you get a breakfast that comes out so fast you're almost alarmed.
Really?
Like it might as well be fast food because if you get like 2 eggs and bacon and a biscuit, it probably takes 30 seconds
Like
to
they're
arrive at.
constantly just making and throwing away omelets in the kitchen.
Yeah.
So they're ready when you want it.
It comes so fast.
They make cheese, right? I've seen their cheese in grocery stores, the Cracker Barrel.
Oh yeah, like a little block of just cheddar
Yeah.
cheese. Oh yeah, they have a whole line of products. And part of the reason I love it is Dolly Parton, my favorite.
Your fave.
2 albums ago, she just released it through Cracker Barrel.
What?
And nothing else.
You can just buy your album at the
She
Cracker
didn't even
Barrel?
sell it online.
Just physical copies at the Cracker
Yes.
Barrel.
It's a very limited
That's
release.
so fucking cool.
Yeah.
Why do we? I mean, no shade on Beyonce. I love Beyonce, but she dropped that Secret album, and everyone was like, "Amazing! What a cool way to distribute an album." Cracker Barrel. That's the real news.
Yeah.
Yeah. What if
that's
Beyonce
crazy.
had just released that album at like TGI Fridays?
Right.
And nowhere else. Wouldn't you go to TGI Fridays? Because you want to go already.
Yeah.
Everyone
So
who's
then-
gonna get that, for the most part, that Dolly Parton album was gonna be in a Cracker Barrel.
Oh, exactly.
True story.
Anyway.
Yeah. I was like, oh, guess I have to go to Cracker Barrel.
Might as well get some mashed potatoes while I'm there.
Whoops! I forgot to buy it that time. I guess I'm going in tomorrow.
Oh yeah, the mashed potatoes and gravy. You know, they dig out that little hole in the mashed potatoes
That's
with
what
the
I like
gravy
about
in the
that.
middle.
Mm-hmm.
I love that.
Little gravy lake in there
It's
for you
just an
too.
extra touch that feels so nice.
It does feel so nice because they just dip the ladle and then pour it
Yeah,
in there.
it doesn't take long.
It's a more practical version of the sourdough clam chowder bowl.
Yeah.
Because that's a lot, if we're
And-
being honest. But
It
like
is.
it's just a tiny little divot. with the
It's
gravy.
thoughtful because I don't know who the people are in the world that don't want gravy on everything, but I know that they probably exist.
They're liars.
So it keeps your gravy contained
It does.
to accommodate those fucking losers.
Yeah. Those fucking
So I can take things and dip it into the gravy and have it actually get into the gravy, not have to smear it around.
That is a
Right
good
into the
call.
gravy.
Well, with
Yeah.
that, I do like having a reservoir so I can
Yeah.
soak up like in the bread better, but I
Uh-huh.
also like it on everything.
I do too. It's crazy to me when people get like Thanksgiving dinner and don't just when they're like, well,
Not
just gravy on
everything.
this, and I'm like, what are you fucking gravy on
Cranberries, I
everything?
don't care.
100%. Put the gravy in the cranberries. What am
Yeah.
I? Whether you're
Put the gravy
diluting my pure cranberry experience? They don't have to
in-
put everything on the plate.
Put it in your wine.
Yeah.
I don't care.
Yeah, the cranberry, that's the healthy part of this meal. So
Yeah, the cranberry's lucky it's on the plate. I honestly don't even know who invited it to dinner. I don't want to go off on a big tangent, but fuck cranberries.
Oh.
And fuck their place at the Thanksgiving table.
Who are you talking to?
I don't get
need
it.
them.
I don't get it for a second.
No,
Not even the
close.
canned cranberry sauce.
Those I like more.
Oh,
I
okay,
like the
yeah,
shape
yeah.
And the fact that I make a food when it comes out, I
Yeah.
like that noise. And if I'm not there for that noise,
Very
And
sexual
you can
noise.
see the can, you can see the outline of the can on it, and you're like,
I love that. I love that. It's like when you take off pants that are too tight. You know, and you kind of got like the seam line on your
Yeah.
leg. You're like, oh,
just
good
some
night.
human
Yeah.
cranberries.
Why didn't Andy Warhol ever paint just that standing cranberry
Yeah.
tower?
Why didn't
Who cares about Campbell's
Yeah.
soup?
I feel Jeff Koons could make like a ultra realistic cranberry thing, and I would buy it. Well, I wouldn't because I don't have $42 million, but I'd go look at it. Excellent pick. Now, Amy, this is a serpentine draft, which means you also have the first pick of the third round.
Oh, okay. This is big news. Man, I went so specific with my picks, but I'm just gonna keep. I'm gonna keep Johnny Rockets.
Johnny Rockets.
Which I started from a very small item, which is the jukebox at the table.
Oh yeah, I like that.
Play your own song. You choose. It's just for your table. It's a nickel.
Yep.
Everyone else can fuck off.
You can fuck right off.
I want to listen to Frankie Valli. I don't care if you listen to the Beatles at your table.
Go ahead.
Yeah,
Go,
why not?
Beatles and a Johnny Rockets doesn't quite fit unless it's that early album. So what are they doing over at that other table anyway? You're on the
Taking
right
it
track
from-
with the Frankie Valli.
That's true. The early Beatles, they do early Beatles in
Yeah,
those
yeah.
machines.
I love Johnny Rockets. I love the patty melt in a Johnny Rockets.
Oh, so tasty.
Yeah.
I love, the outfits, the branding.
It's great.
I like a place that still forces a teenager to wear something embarrassing.
Yes. Yes.
Part of the job.
Yeah,
That's part of the job.
you should have to.
Like Brad Campbell in fucking Fast Times when he's throwing all his pirate every kid who works at a restaurant.
Yes,
Yes.
it makes you stronger. It makes you a good adult that appreciates the service
Your
industry.
Johnny Rockets, your hot dogs on a stick, right?
Orange Julius.
Orange Julius's.
That's awesome.
That guy who has to clean my pool. You know?
Also named Orange Julius.
Orange. Johnny Rockets. I feel like you have something to say about Johnny Rockets. Have you never been?
Never heard of it until.
You've never heard of
Are
it?
you serious?
Mhm.
There's one on Melrose,
Yeah.
or it was.
There's one
No,
in the
right.
Burbank Mall.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe okay. Is it the hot dog on a stick place?
No,
Oh,
that's
then
called hot dog on a stick.
it is really.
Yeah.
Johnny Rockets will often occupy the same spot as Red Robin on the outside of the mall,
Yeah.
where it's like you see JCPenney, Sears, and then a glowing Johnny Rockets
Yeah.
sign or Red Robin.
Nothing's like coming to. Maybe if I saw it, I would be like, oh yeah, totally. But not right as
It's
of right
like
now.
it's like a Jackrabbit Slims kind of cheeseburgery 50s kitschy
Yeah.
type place.
I'm getting the vibe.
Also, good burgers.
Good burgers, good milkshakes, affordable.
Sure.
Yeah,
Very cheap.
and they dress all cute.
They do.
Yeah.
I mean, who can hate on that? I'm in.
It's a note where you go to the sock hop and then take your girl out to eat.
Yeah.
I know Sean's always sock hopping.
You're always sock hopping.
It is. I could afford shoes growing up in my mom's apartment, as you love to hate on so much.
I just think
We
it's
didn't grow up in
funny.
a house.
Oh,
I
you
mean,
live in an apartment?
For the most part, yeah.
I didn't know that.
See?
Yeah,
Amy,
it's fun.
I was saying something like, yeah, remember when you like woke up in your apartment? And she's like, no, Sean, we grew up in houses.
Yeah.
I
I did not.
appreciated it because I like to have friends that were even poorer than me. Because we had a house, but it's barely a house.
No, it
And
was
there's too many people in it, but like,
Prairie
yeah.
Winds.
he just
Charleston
dropped it
Courts.
out of nowhere one day. Just like, so I was like, me and my mom were at the apartment, and I was like, excuse me, did you go to college together? You can't just slip that in there.
Yeah, I
And
live in a cul-de-sac. I can't relate to that at all.
Well, it's specifically because you're from Sioux Falls too.
Yeah.
Like that's next level poverty. If you're from New York City, like Manhattan apartment, fine.
Yeah.
But-
Sioux Falls apartment.
You could have gotten a
probably, like,
freestanding structure.
I don't know what rent was, but I bet it was like $300 a month.
Love
I mean,
Chisholm. It's cheap.
They all have really good names too, like the complex names. He remembers all of them.
Prairie Winds, Charleston Courts.
That's
yeah,
nice.
Country Meadows.
Prairie Winds.
Oh yeah.
I got beat into a gang at Country Meadows.
Something about Prairie Winds is either $200 a month or $200,000 a month. You
Prairie
know what I
Winds
mean?
sounds like
Yeah.
a fifth of like the cheapest whiskey you can buy. I get a fifth of Prairie Winds.
Oh yeah.
They found the bottle of Prairie Winds
The
still.
prairie winds were
I mean,
just
I'm-
like cheap beer farts coming from your neighbors.
Johnny Rockets, amazing pick. Sean Jordan, when you were living in the Prairie Winds,
You're right.
what were some of the casual dining restaurants you pined for?
This
What's your
is
third pick?
my third pick is going to be Pizza Hut.
Whoa, that's interesting.
That is
because
interesting.
they
It's a
deliver.
gray area.
Oh,
I'll
we-
allow it. I'll
We
allow it, but it's
we
a gray
went
area.
to sit down at Pizza Hut and got the buffet constantly.
I remember the first time I realized you could do that. My
Yeah.
mind was blown. It wasn't until high school that I knew it was a sit down.
Not everyone is a sit down place.
Well,
More so than Domino's. I
we
think,
didn't have.
'cause it is a hut.
True.
I remember when we got like Pizza Hut delivery, and that's when I was
Pizza
like,
Igloo.
because we never got it delivered. We always went and sat down. My mom and stepdad would go on their dates.
Except that stink eye.
Stink Eye.
Yeah.
They would go on date. He looks pissed constantly, so we called him Stink Eye from a very young age. And they would go on dates and like drag. I would go with and play Pac-Man in like the little corner booth, and it was fantastic. And I learned what 3-bean salad was at Pizza Hut.
Oh.
That's where you had your first 3 beans salad?
It's my only 3-bean salad.
They
Did
have
I
that in
ever
the
have?
round table buffet too. It's a weird thing. It's a weird thing to eat.
I hear they're working on adding a 4th bean.
Well,
You heard this?
They better pump the fucking brakes.
Big.
What's that 4th bean gonna be? I don't need.
Trump's America's
From
crazy.
America, man.
No,
Yeah.
no, my
They're getting rid
president.
of all these regulations. and
My
it's a
president
4th bean
doesn't
on
throw
it.
It's a jelly bean.
Popcorn flavored jelly bean.
It wouldn't be the worst.
We still like whenever I'm back and there's like a birthday or something, or my grandpa wants to go eat, we always at Pizza Hut. Always.
Really?
Always go sit at Pizza Hut.
Yeah, you're blowing my mind because I definitely would. I didn't think of any pizza restaurants. That's just like a different category in
Me
my
too.
head.
Me too.
It
He's
was
an
like
innovator.
almost my first pick was Pizza Hut.
Shout out to the crust that is stuffed.
Oh,
I love
dude.
that thing.
For days.
I love it.
Yeah.
Still to this day, I love it.
We'd have to be
And I
some sort
love
of-
all their
some sort of-
delivery.
Fictional cheese that doesn't exist anywhere but inside the crust of a
Sure.
pizza. I
The only knock on their delivery is they don't have the pizza tracker.
They don't. I love the pizza tracker.
But it's cheaper and better pizza.
Even if the pizza tracker's lying to me, I don't care. Fine, whatever.
Oh, you're on the beach.
Yeah.
You got time.
Yes, yeah.
You're in a dance club or whatever.
I
Ordering
saw
a pizza in the dance club.
someone pull a pizza out of the hot and ready car the other day at your house.
Oh, it's
pizzas,
so
and they
great.
pulled it right out, and I was like, "That's what it's like."
I just
Smoke
had
was
that
coming
for
out,
the first time.
like the fly just
It's
got
a
out of there or
car with
something.
an oven in it.
It was tight. But yeah, Pizza Hut. There it is.
What's your go-to move? Now, you don't need mushrooms.
For pizza,
Yeah.
it really any meat. My go-to move lately has been sausage and green pepper.
I hate green.
Interesting. No
a lot
peps.
of people, a lot of people.
Love green pepper.
Yeah.
In our house, you've been bringing green pepper in?
No. I don't get delivery to
The
to
problem
the
with
house.
green pepper on like a chain pizza is it's just always a little overcooked. Like if I'm gonna have the pepper there, give me like some crunch and some nutrients out of it.
I
By
like
the
the green
time
pepper
What about it?
cooked to the point where it no longer exists.
Oh, see, no.
Pizza Hut, amazing pick.
I feel like I bummed you guys. They didn't want to bum you out.
You didn't bum us
No,
out.
I'm truly shocked and
You're-
amazed
you're
at
an
your
innovator.
innovation.
I'm a real trashy innovator.
A innovator.
But it's true. I mean, a pizza place with a salad bar, like that is family.
Well, it is.
You know, you're
Yeah.
sharing everything.
You are. You're reaching over. All right, mate.
Yep,
Let's get
excuse
that.
me.
And
Yep,
there's no
take it.
anything that's like unlimited. See, because I'm the youngest child
Yes.
of fat people, and I didn't get food unless it was unlimited. You know, like I need to be able to control my own items,
Yeah.
or I won't get any of anything.
Yeah.
I would starve
Central Milk.
because everybody got to it first.
Right.
So yeah, like a Pizza Hut salad bar is like I have my own thing. And, I mean, not that someone wouldn't put their fucking hand in it and take some anyway,
Right.
but like
You got whatever was
that's
left
just
over.
regular bullying.
Amazing pick with Pizza Hut.
Thanks, buddy.
It's time for my third pick, and I'm going to go with P.F. Chang's.
Whoa,
figured.
never
China
been.
Bistro.
Yeah, I've never
Not
been
only
in.
have I been, I've worked at two different ones.
Sure.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, I worked at the first time I lived in Los Angeles when I was just doing the ground mics. I worked at the P.F. Chang's in Torrance at the Del Amo Fashion Center,
And where did you live?
South Central,
Far from Torrance, right?
far from Torrance.
Yeah.
It took an hour to get there, but that's where I found
Worth
the
it.
job. That was right by USC. And then I worked at the one that is no longer there in the Pearl District in downtown Portland, Oregon.
Sure.
This is what I respect about P.F. Chang's. Never been to one, can't speak to the food. But
Yeah.
they do squat in like fancier
Yeah.
malls. Like they've
Yeah.
cornered that market of like,
Mhm.
we have these regal horses.
Yes. So
And
we
they
belong.
can't go in a strip mall.
No, I'm not gonna. You put me next to a crate and barrel. Don't put me there at all.
You
That's where
can't
they're-
build a pyramid in the middle of a strip mall.
Right.
It needs to go in a fancy mall.
Giant concrete horses, terracotta soldiers.
Yeah.
Paul
Torches.
Torches. Everything.
I would
Yeah.
venture to say that North Dakota, South Dakota, and Montana do not have a P.F. Chang's anywhere in the state lines.
Yeah.
That's
Is that
how
true?
nice I would bet dollars to donuts.
Yeah,
that
that's probably true. It's probably got to be so expensive to put it up too. You got to make sure people are gonna come.
Plus,
Maybe.
those simple people would be terrified of the giant horses.
Well, that's what I was gonna say. It's not very welcoming.
No, it's
Scrap.
it's because you have to be a brave person to saunter in there.
I'm surprised they don't put a moat in front of each one.
There should be a guy with a crossbow wearing a samurai outfit just clocking you with it as soon as
No!
I
and
think
you're
I'm
rewarded for your bravery.
I must be those simple people. I just always assume I can't go in there.
The
I've
horses.
never been to one.
Them horses. Lettuce cups are delicious. They have
Mm.
they have good seafood there. The whole it's all delicious.
I imagine they'd have a good peanut sauce.
They have a great peanut sauce if you want to get one. They also, and I had to do this, they'll mix sauce for you at the table out of vinegar, oil, and chili sauce. So you're like, I like it spicier. You know, we'll mix
Really?
up that sauce for you right at the
Mm.
table. It's great. It's a great date
That's
spot.
classy.
Yeah.
Not like cheap like an Applebee's though.
No, you're looking at
They're expensive.
between $14 and $21.
Maybe that's why I haven't been, because I would just go to a real restaurant.
It is a real restaurant.
It's
but it
hella real.
happens to
I
be
mean,
a casual dining chain.
It's like a nice.
It's sweat
like-
and soup.
If Nelly combined those two albums and just made one decent album, that's what P.F. Chang's is.
Yeah. Paul. Shout out to Paul Fleming. Shout out to whatever Chang's first name was. We had to learn all that. When you work there, they make you learn the history of the restaurant, like anyone would ever ask. They're like, sometimes people ask about the art. You had to like learn about the art in each bunch of them. You have to learn about the giant
It's
horses.
Paul Fleming and someone else
and
with the
Michael
last name of
Chang or
Chang.
something like that.
I didn't
Yeah,
know
it
that.
started in Phoenix. Which is a huge,
Smith works. Our friend Sean worked at the one in Phoenix.
yeah, they worked the flagship one.
I mean, good on them because there's probably no good Chinese food in Phoenix, and they were just like, well, we don't have any
We're gonna
Chinese
do it.
people,
True.
but we found the recipes
Right.
and we made it.
Right when Google popped up, they were like, we can look up Chinese food restaurants
Yeah.
recipes. Let's open
And
a
it was a
restaurant.
big hit.
Also, let me say, having worked in amazingly clean kitchens, and all the ingredients are very fresh.
Okay,
Which I
I'm
was
sold.
surprised by. Like, I would walk in, and they're like, there's all these like half cabbages and everything. It's like pretty legit.
I'm
so,
gonna go. And it does look like a good date place. Like they got those big fire pits on the patio
Yeah.
and stuff where you can
totally.
have a romantic time.
And go have some cocktails, which they also have good cocktails. Now, before my next pick, let's take a word from our sponsor. Today's episode of All Fantasy Everything is also brought to you by Squarespace. Make your next move with Squarespace. It's a new year. It's all about setting new goals, starting businesses, changing careers, maybe even launching a creative project. Squarespace gives you a powerful and beautiful online platform to make your next move. To make your next move, you're gonna need to make a website, and that could be anything. And it's it could be a store. Maybe you're making like a web comic. Maybe it's a website for scathing takedowns of corrupt politicians. Whatever it is you want to do, you can use Squarespace to get that. Maybe you want to make an All Fantasy Everything fan site where it's just like audio clips of me breathing in really heavy while we're talking about delicious food. Maybe that's what you want to do. Whatever you want to do, you can use Squarespace to do it. They have a beautiful award-winning designer templates. It's so easy. They're all in one platform. There's nothing to install or patch or upgrade. And if you do somehow run into some trouble, Squarespace has award-winning 24/7 customer service. They help you set up a unique domain. And it's flexible, again, for any kind of website. You're a musician, you're a business person, if you're a farmer and you just want to post pictures of gigantic pumpkins that people aren't going to believe, you can do that too. So start your free trial today at squarespace.com and enter offer code ALLFANTASY to get 10% off your first purchase. Again, go to squarespace.com and enter promo code ALLFANTASY for 10% off your first purchase. And then you use that 10%, to buy like some paint to paint your gigantic pumpkin. Maybe like a fun face on there. Maybe you paint it to look like Jeremy Renner. All right, again, squarespace.com, promo code ALLFANTASY. Back to the episode. And we're back with more All Fantasy Everything. It is time for my fourth and possibly final pick. On account of I have to go to the DMV.
Right, I hear you.
With my possibly final pick, I am going to take an international pick.
God damn it.
Is it gonna be
International
something?
house pick.
Oh, okay.
International
All right.
House of omelets, maybe?
Pancakes.
God
It's gonna
damn
be.
it, dude.
The IHOP, my friends.
That's
It's
not
the
where I was
next
going.
on the list. It was
I
the
hop,
next.
you hop, we all hop at some point in our lives, ladies and gentlemen. I love the International House of Pancakes. I don't even fuck with pancakes that much. I'm more of a let's get a plate to the table kind of guy. As far as pancakes go.
That's not a thing
Ian got
that
pancakes
exists.
for the table the other night. We went to a diner.
Yes.
I've never seen this happen
You
in my
can do
life. He got pancakes for the table. They were like little mini pancakes, and it was the best call.
What kind of insane person wants a whole plate of pancakes?
Crazy. Well, and whipped cream and
Yeah.
sweet fruits.
I'll do it.
There's so much, but like,
It's not a breakfast.
you get that for the table though, and you have an omelet, just want to cut it with. Now you're living with.
That's true. If
That's
you,
how you do it.
if you got it for the table and
If
I
All
was at that
Fantasy Everything accomplishes anything, it's to normalize pancakes for the table. That's the whole point of this podcast.
You're actually changing the name to Pancakes for the Table.
Pancakes for the table. Yeah. I love in high school. The IHOP near my house had a endless pancake night, which again is a big time theme of this episode.
Big time.
And my friend Nate Stoller ate 22 pancakes. And they put his picture on the wall.
Did he ever poop
On the-
again?
He never pooped. He still hasn't pooped. I went in and tried to do it too, thinking I was some kind of king shit. And I ate like 7, and I was like, wall. But he was a wrestler, so like they can just keep
Yeah.
eating forever.
And then, because they don't eat for like a month at a time.
Yeah.
And then the day after they wrestle, they don't start
It
that
seems
food
like
out.
that could kill you once it's fully expanded in your stomach.
Yeah, he figured out a way to do it. I don't know where he kept all of it. He was a skinny guy,
Jesus.
but I think that's the key, so your stomach can expand. I love international. I love the decor. It's cute. It feels homey. It feels like you're in like a small town anywhere. I like that. I love that it's international, so you get pancakes from all over the world.
My favorite thing is that when one closes, it's never really closed because you put a Chinese restaurant in there
Yeah.
and you're still like, that was an
That was
IHOP.
definitely
I
an
see
IHOP.
that pointy steeple.
Yes. Pizza Huts are like that too, where there'll be like a
Taco
Mongolian
Bell,
barbecue and
yeah.
a Pizza Hut, and you're like, come on, Mongolian.
But
Hut.
so
What
is-
call it that?
It's always disappointing.
Yeah,
when
it
you
is.
see like a closed IHOP and it's like a pokey place or whatever.
Right?
And
You're
you're
like,
like,
fuck.
"Just rather go to
Sometimes they're
IHOP."
like an H&R Block or something. Where you're
That
like,
is weird.
what the
Yeah.
hell are you doing?
Or
There's
church.
What is now where the kitchen was?
there's a strip club in Portland that was so clearly used to be a Wendy's.
I
I mean,
there was one in on Sunset Freeway that used to be a Mongolian barbecue, and it had like these crazy like
it's hilarious
sloped
looking.
roofs, and then it was the Sunset Strip.
Sure.
All right, the International House of Pancakes is my fourth pick. John Jordan, your fourth pick.
Well, I'm gonna go. You threw me for a loop, man. I was planning on taking. I really didn't think that was happening. I'm gonna say, Famous Dave's.
I don't know
Never
what
been.
Famous Dave's is.
Burger place?
You guys don't know what Famous Dave's is?
No.
You don't.
Not
You've never
that
even heard of
famous.
it.
They just
I've
call
heard of it.
Dave's.
Crazy.
I've heard of it, but I've never been.
It's a barbecue place. It's just one of those like quirky shit all over the walls. Walk in. It's
Yeah.
like out of Office Space kind of where they wear flair and like
Flair.
Sounds right up my
buttons,
alley.
where you can get like a whole like a meat platter. I mean, it's fantastic. It's just
You already sold me
A
when you
great
said shit
barbecue.
on the walls and meat
and
platter.
my favorite thing about it, I love it because they have all the barbecue sauces on the table, like filled like six
Yes,
packs of
this
barbecue
is what
sauces.
we were saying.
Yeah.
how
Devil's spit, sweet sauce, like all those just sitting at
Devil's
the
spit.
table.
Spicy.
Yeah, it's fantastic. Really good cornbread.
Those are hot sauce names. Get out of hand sometimes. Devil's spit is not appetizing at all. They'll tell them like the devil's asshole, the devil's torn up asshole.
You
That's
tried
how
it.
they sell you hot sauce. They're all
Devil's
like,
red
I would
bloody
try it,
ass.
but that's all they're like the devil's cock, and it's made out of swords, and he fucks you with it. And then
What if the waiter had to say that to you? You'd be like, well, give me that then. Put that all over my pork.
Satan's huge knifey cock.
The
Do you
devil's.
want hot? You want mild, medium, hot, or the devil fucking you to death in front of all the ghosts of all of your
I feel like this
grandparents?
is something you've wanted to say for a couple months, but
It's
haven't had the
crazy.
way to say it.
They go crazy with those hot sauce. They're just so unappetizing.
The
It's like
devil.
a donkey kicking you in the face until you die from it, and your mom has to watch.
When the devil's there.
And the devil's
For some
The
reason.
devil's there playing Tony Hawk on
And the devil,
PlayStation 1.
he's burying your mom the next day, and you were the only one who could speak up against it. And the devil and the donkey just kicked you to death, so you can't.
Well, the devil's
It's
so
good.
enterprising
It's
to have
habanero.
this whole like side hustle,
Yeah, with a hint of pepper.
just shitting out hot sauce.
That's wild. I thought Famous Dave's was
Famous.
everywhere.
Regular Dave's.
Yeah.
That's sort of normal.
Not
There's
that
one in,
famous.
Yeah.
I'm gonna start calling myself famous comedian Amy
Famous
Miller.
comedian Amy.
The's one in
More
like
people in
Tualatin,
this room have heard
Oregon.
of you than a famous Dave's.
That's true.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, when one of these days when we all go to the Midwest together, hopefully it'll be my treat at Famous Dave's.
It's gonna be a
Hopefully.
treat.
Hopefully I'll be doing, okay by then.
Speaking,
I think
speaking
you
of
will.
treats,
There we go.
it's going to be a treat to hear Amy Miller's fourth pick.
Okay, I got really nervous when you said international because I thought you were going down under.
Oh!
Out
oh,
back
sure.
steak, yeah.
Never! I'm never go international.
No.
We've been working on out of a house one phrase in Australian, which is oi, noi, not noi, not noi, not either. Never!
No,
Noi!
no, ever.
Yeah, not noi, not either. Oh, yours is way better. Never! Never.
All I know is it's not a knife,
It's not knife.
which is so fun to say at Outback.
Yeah, because they give you a knife.
Well, you get a big ass steak,
That's
and
not
if
a
they
steak
don't bring
knife.
you a steak knife, it's just you're queued up for the best joke.
I bet they're told every 10th table don't bring a knife.
People
You're
are
not- it's like a
slaying
fun-
with their friends at Outback and that line.
I've never been to an Outback.
Oh,
I've pined my whole life for the Bloomin' Onion.
that's what I'm saying.
Sure.
Everyone's heard of the Bloomin' Onion. It's more famous than Dave.
Yeah, way more famous than Dave.
Listen, Dave didn't do a thing to you.
He
so
didn't
I
make
don't
a
know
fucking
why are you dragging his name through the barbecue sauce all of a sudden?
I don't know. Devil spit.
through
Devil's machete cock.
Satan's forked tongue. His dick's coming out of it. His tongue is covered in 1,000 dicks, and each of those dicks has a hypodermic needle coming out of the dick hole. Chipotle.
And nothing's ever named after God.
I know.
Arguably more powerful. Like
Yeah.
God semen sounds more spicy than
Right?
the
That sounds
devil's
more of like a
spit.
drizzle you put on a salad.
What is it about the Outback that made you pick it?
Well, junior high boyfriend ended up working at the Outback
Very nice.
many years. Yeah, I think it's the bloomin' onion. I started with the bloomin' onion because I
It
think if you
looks
have
so
one item
Yeah.
you like cornered the market on
Yeah.
and people go there for that, then you're in.
Uh-huh.
Their other food's great. Yeah,
Right.
I like a
There's
steak.
probably people that call it the bloomin', like, let's go to the bloomin'
Let's
onion.
go to Bloomin'
And
Onions.
they're like, Grandma, it's Outback.
Their
Well, whatever.
shrimp-
I know what I want already.
Their shrimp looks good too.
Oh yeah, and the baked potato, a nice baked potato.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Again, not cheap. More on the $14 to $21 end, like
Sure.
PF Chang's.
14 to 21 PF Chang range.
Yeah,
The Chang range.
you gotta be slinging some dough to get into an Outback,
Yeah.
but you know.
You're making a statement when
It
you
could be
walk
a
in there.
it's a first to 15th chain restaurant, you know? Not so casual dining. Business casual dining.
And it's for anything that's like a vacation, you know, like, oh, we're in the Outback.
Yeah.
It's
Do
a
they play,
bumpy
like, didgeridoo
road.
music in there and stuff?
No.
No.
Probably like kangaroo crossing signs.
No, there's still just American sports playing. That's what everybody wants.
They should play rugga. Rugga. Aussie Rose football.
No, no,
Annoy.
not ever.
Never. This was, I mean, we had to do a quick episode of All
Yeah.
Fantasy Everything. We only went 4 rounds. Real quick, lightning round, 5th picks. Say like a paragraph about each of them. Amy, your 5th pick.
Claim jumpers, giant portions.
Giant portions, delicious meat.
So much stuff. So giant desserts, big cakes that have like
Those
8
fucking
to 10
cakes.
layers.
Yo.
Claim jumpers is they should just call it fat asses
Yeah.
because that
Never
is why
jumpers.
you go. Yeah.
Camp jumpers.
But again, the youngest child, I know whatever I get, I'm
Yeah.
gonna have leftovers. I won't. There won't be leftovers.
Just
Someone
like
will eat my
rest-
leftovers.
Right.
Someone always eat my leftovers.
Aw.
It's okay.
You're in a better place now where you can eat all of it.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's all for me.
Sean, your final pick.
My final pick's gonna be Old Chicago,
Oh, very good.
Wow.
which is yeah, it's an odd one, but we did
2
the
pizza places.
beer. I'd consider this Italian. Pizza Hut's like pizza, obviously. Old Chicago to me is more like Italian, and also we got to do the world around the world beer tour, or whatever,
Oh,
where you drink
yeah.
like 60 beers and you get your name on the wall. We all thought it was the shit, and they had shuffleboard back in the day, so that was a place where we could like have a night.
Never been to
Yeah.
Old Chicago.
I'm gonna come in and close it all out with the Cheesecake Factory.
I've never been,
yes.
otherwise I would have picked it.
It's pure insanity. The cheesecake is really good. Everything else is insane. Everything else on it's good, but it's insane. Their menu has like 400 items on it.
Yeah.
You can get egg rolls or you can get pizza. It's too much.
Crazy.
And for some reason, NBA basketball players love it. Maybe it's because every dish has 14,000 calories.
They get a cheat day
delicious.
once a year.
I
Why
love
not
the
waste it there?
Glendale one.
They do. The Glendale one's great, and they're in the Americana
Right.
and in the Grove.
Yeah.
Sure.
So just to wrap it all up with the casual dining experience restaurants, Amy Miller, you went the Olive Garden, Cracker Barrel, Johnny Rockets, Outback Steakhouse, and then Claim Jumpers.
That's good.
Sean Jordan, Buffalo Wild Wings, Applebee's, Pizza Hut, Famous Dave's, and Old Chicago Pizza. I went with Red Robin, Tony Roma's, P.F. Chang's, the International House of Pancakes, and the Cheesecake Factory.
I'm
I burped a
sorry.
little bit as I said Cheesecake Factory, which
A
is
little
actually
bit
the
of
proper
everything
pronunciation. So that is the pick. Thank you for listening to a fairly quick, and I'm sorry about that, but I have to go to the DMV episode of All Fantasy Everything. We'll be back next week with probably another 3-hour one. Thank you for listening. I've been Ian Carmel. Be sure to check out Amy Miller and Sean Jordan, and tune in again next week for another new episode of All Fantasy Everything.
That was a headgum podcast. This is a headgum podcast.
Welcome to another brand new episode of All Fantasy Everything. the podcast that looks at the world, takes an airplane high up into the sky so it can really get a scope of things, see the curvature of the Earth. Shout out to Kyrie Irving. You know, jumps out of that plane without a parachute, and as it's throttling towards the surface of the Earth, beholds all before it and says, "Hey, what if before I slammed into that Earth and expired?"
I draft some
We
stuff.
drafted a couple of those things. I see them there.
Hell yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
That's the
yeah.
podcast. Yeah.
I got motherfucking
Hell
goosebumps.
That's what the podcast is.
What's the
That's what we're
podcast?
doing here. This is all fantasy everything, ladies and gentlemen. And today,
It's not a different podcast.
it's not.
It's
This
the one
is
you were just talking about.
this is WTF with Mark Maron. I killed him wearing his skin. As you hear these,
It doesn't fit.
It does not fit.
What if you just wore it like, you know how people wear like a fox shawl?
Oh yeah,
What if you
yeah.
just wore him around your
Oh,
neck?
yeah, like a
Tied
little
over the shoulders,
Yeah, Carlton
Yeah.
Banks style.
like a cardigan, like a
Speaking
loose
of,
cardigan.
Yeah.
False. Real quick, did you hear about this friend of the show, Shane Torres, last night? Did
Sugar Shane.
Whiplash. He did Whiplash. Louis C.K. dropped in before him, so then they were going to bring Shane up. But they go, ladies and gentlemen, your next comic, Chris Rock. And then everybody was so pissed off that it wasn't Chris Rock.
And then Shane had his friend walk out.
And they were in the mindset like, shit, maybe Chris Rock's here.
It sucks, man, because at that
Oh,
point,
no.
Louis C.K.'s walked out and anything is possible.
Yeah, they're like all hyped.
That's like going on like a dope ride at Disneyland, and then there's like another line that says like even doper ride.
Yeah.
It's the bathroom.
It's
and
comedy
shit,
blue
and
balls.
shit.
That's fucked up.
It was just hilarious to me to read that.
Totally comparable.
Yeah.
I love that though.
Yeah.
Was it Shane's idea?
I have no idea. Somebody texted it to me. It might have been texted to us earlier. I just
I
didn't
think
think of it.
Scotty did. Yeah.
But yeah.
He's been on it. Fuck.
Yeah, I hope it was. Yeah. It'd be a deep hole, but he likes holes. Today we are joined by you hear him right there, Sean Jordan and David Bory. At the G is silent and Sean S Jordan on Twitter.
Yeah.
These are anything to promote, Sean? Anything coming up?
The Bridgetown Comedy Festival.
Oh yeah.
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
We're gonna do
Oh yeah.
a live one of these.
We're doing a live, the very first
Oh.
live all fantasy everything
Yep.
at the Bridgetown Comedy Festival.
We don't know when yet, but
We don't know, but
you don't know when yet.
I don't know
We'll
either.
find the date out.
But during the festival, so between May 4th and May 7th,
In what city?
in Portland, Oregon,
Oh, nice.
land of ports,
Yeah.
Pacific Northwest.
Wow.
Aren't you from there?
I am. I'm from Portland, Oregon. This may come as a surprise to our listeners.
Gross city.
David Bory, anything coming up?
Speaking of PDX, I am
Yeah.
headlining the Hollywood Theater
Are you?
on May 26th.
What?
Hell
Yeah.
yeah.
You
Memorial
know-
Day
really?
weekend.
What?
Memorial Day weekend.
Yeah, is that Memorial Day
I
weekend?
think so. I'm
Oh,
not
man.
positive.
You
Let's-
used to have to
let's
talk
make
to
some
us if you
memories.
wanted to do that.
I gotta pull up my calendar.
You used to have to talk to Ian Carmel, Shane Torres, and Sean Jordan if you wanted.
Yeah,
to
if
plan
I
that
wanted to
day.
hit funny over everything.
Ian Carmel, Sean Jordan, or Chris Rock. You ever talk to one of us? May
Christopher
26th?
Rock.
May 26th.
I'll be in London, but I would otherwise I would be there. I would
Cool
swear to
brag.
God I would fly
What a
up.
cool low-key brag.
Yeah.
That
I'll
is
be
a
in
pretty
London
cool-
serving a prison sentence. That's a monkey paw situation.
Yeah.
Sean Jordan's gonna be there though.
Are you gonna go?
I believe so.
You better fucking go.
I believe I'll
gonna be
just
good.
be there. Yeah,
Rip
I'll
hard,
be there
dude.
for a
Hotel
couple weeks.
party. Don't
Yeah.
tell the contract.
Don't tell.
Hotel.
Don't tell.
Crown
You know-
Plaza party.
After the party, it's the after party.
After the after party,
It's the hotel.
Hotel lobby.
Then after the lobby, it's probably Chris.
Yeah.
and after the original, probably this.
Probably this, right?
Probably. It turned out not to be though. You know? I said probably.
It wasn't this.
It wasn't.
It wasn't. It was actually
that.
a cell
It was this and that and this and that. It
in
was
the Multnomah County Jail.
Too real.
that other voice you hear, returning, I don't know, champion, I'll put it on you. I don't know if you remember. Return, Miel Brado
Hi.
in the house, at Miel, M-I-E-L,
That's me.
on Twitter.
Yeah.
What do you got coming up?
Some stuff I can't talk about.
Oh,
So, you know,
cool.
very cool
That
things.
is cool. Yeah.
But,
But we should all be excited for you.
yeah.
Very good.
And I also don't have to tell you anything.
Oh yeah, that's
So just
awesome.
believe me.
Oh, I like that. It's
Yeah.
just
Oh,
keeping
there
up
it
with
is.
Yeah. The album could drop any minute.
Oh, any second now.
Yeah.
That's why you gotta follow me.
It might
On
be out.
Twitter.
On Twitter.
By the news mail broke. Get that New York Times subscription.
By
Yeah,
airtime.
man.
Yeah.
How have you been doing? It's been a couple months since you've last been on the podcast. How did appearing on All Fantasy Everything change your life?
It
For the
did.
better?
It did change my life for the better.
Yeah.
I thought a lot about famous animals.
Yeah, we
Every
drafted
time
famous
I
animals.
thought of a new one, I was like, fuck, I
Yeah.
wish I had drafted that one.
There's so many famous animals.
There are so many.
On a previous podcast, David told us about a famous animal. It's a chimpanzee that rips the arms off of people.
Yeah.
In real life?
Yeah, and now he lives with the other ones.
Yeah.
Yeah, they
Oh,
got
they didn't kill him?
No, he escaped,
What?
and then he lives, with the other chimpanzees.
Presumably teaching them how to tear people's arms off.
I think it's, they crowned him king.
For sure.
Yeah, like, he's like, did you see what I just did to that man? Let me...
Did he have a motive or?
Just man's cruelty.
Yeah.
To the animal
Yeah.
kingdom, I
He
think.
threw rocks at me and my mom, so he's obviously not...
Wait, you've
bad.
met him?
How much do you meet a chimpanzee?
Fair enough.
exchange
In
words.
proximity.
Okay.
I heard
wow.
they're filming a documentary pretty far away from them. They're filming a documentary
About chimpanzees?
because they ripped their arms off as a joke.
Oh, I
It's
missed
too
it.
far away.
I'm sorry.
It wasn't
No,
a
that's
joke.
cool, man.
That's all right, man. It's first draft.
Yeah.
Alright.
Speaking of drafts,
You're
we
drafting
should
bad
have
jokes this one. That's my first draft of a bad joke.
Today,
Doing great.
we are drafting. Now, that joke was not a hit, but what we are drafting today.
See, they'd be far away because they don't want to get their arms ripped off.
Uh-huh.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
No, I mean,
keep
you-
going.
Everyone's laughing.
Jokes, the more you have to explain them traditionally, jokes, the better they are.
Yeah, like like a documentary.
Like a doc.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, documentary!
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
That was the confusion the whole time. I thought you were talking about doctors.
Yeah, doctors. I'm like, what? Like Dr. Doolittle? Starring
Yeah.
Eddie Murphy.
I'll dumb it down for the rest of the show.
Please do. Chantel Jordan, Miguel Brado, David Borey. We are drafting one-hit wonders today. And to determine the order of this draft, the three of you have to play rock, paper, scissors.
Sure.
Now, if you each get a different thing, we'll have to throw it again. If you each get the same thing, we'll have to do it again. But if two of you match up and the third doesn't, that's the winner. And it's on shoot. All right, here we go. Rock, paper, scissors, shoot! Oh! Sean Jordan with the scissors.
This is
It
how
beats
we glue it.
Miguel and David's paper,
Okay.
which means Sean Jordan,
But
you get to pick the order
We
of
both
the
got
draft.
paper though, so
We got
I think that counts for
I
something.
got paper.
Just
stacks.
Yeah, I mean, I got some scissors. I can like coupons because I don't have the paper you guys have, but I was trying to save money, spending more paper. But
And I didn't throw because I'm a benevolent dictator.
we're just gonna go
Yep.
What kind of draft is it?
It's a serpentine.
serpentine. So you go sort of like a snake.
Great point, David. It's a serpentine draft.
Serpentine.
Neil, we were talking earlier. You remember that it was a serpentine
Yes,
draft.
I love snakes.
Like a snake.
We all Neil's a huge snake.
Very big fan of snakes.
Here's how we're doing. David, you're first, and then we're going clockwise.
Great.
Explain that, because I don't remember how
Who's
clockwise
next?
works.
I'm next.
Perfect.
Ian.
Oh, then me.
Oh, that's wonderful.
David, Sean,
That was sarcasm.
Ian Carmel, and then Neil's going last, but then
Yeah.
also first in the second round.
Because
I don't
it's
care. I want it first.
serpentine.
It's fine.
So it's like it's gonna come back.
It's fine. Just know that if mine gets chosen in the first round, your head will roll.
Oh
I'm
my
just
God.
saying.
She does. You can't tell because this is a podcast. She has a hybrid. Or hybrid? Hybrid?
A
I'm
hybrid?
trying to remember what that
Dr.
weapon is.
Katana.
From Ultima Katana.
What'd you call it?
What was the first?
Hybrid.
Like a...
She has a Prius.
She has a Prius. I'm sorry. Yeah, she has a Prius.
She's gonna hit
I
with
can
a
machete in the
go
trunk.
with it.
with a machete in the
I was
trunk.
trying to go back to a reference from the computer game Ultima Online that I played for a while.
Too deep.
I couldn't get
You're in too deep.
So
You're in
Dave-
the fourth dimension.
I'm deep in the five. I might be
He's
fifth.
in the 4XD.
I'm in the 4XD. How was Ghost in the Shell, by the way? Was that on air or off
I
air?
don't even
can't
know.
remember. You
I
saw
It
it
was off air.
off air. You saw it. David saw
I
Ghost
saw,
in the Shell.
yeah, I saw Ghost in the Shell at 4XD.
Yeah.
I don't even know how the movie was because I was getting my mind fucking blown by 4XD.
And literally blown by wind behind
Literally,
you.
wind blowing. There's a button that says if you want water to splash in your face.
No.
What? There's a
Did you
water
hit it?
button. Of course I hit it. I'm out here living.
My man.
There's a
I'm
little
living.
button where you can hear the studio executives talking about whether or not they should cast an Asian in that
Yeah,
traditional
yeah.
Asian role.
They did the worst way of explaining it because I've seen the movie.
Yeah.
And she was just like, I think that so the ghost in the shell, the actual person was Asian,
Yeah.
but the shell was white. Is how they made it. Like,
Of course.
That's how they.
Good.
That's
Of
how they
course.
covered their brilliant tracks.
the weird part was there was a ton of Asian people in it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just
I don't
not the
know
main
But not the
character.
lead.
Yeah, why don't you just throw it to a Japanese?
Scar-
Just shift it.
Scarjo.
Just shift all the roles one spot.
Yeah.
Scarlett Johansson could still be in it, but she's like a computer scientist.
Yeah,
Yeah.
It was, but either way, it was incredible. It
Anyway,
was so good.
we're not going to solve that problem here today on this podcast.
Not racist.
No, I thought we were.
That said, we are. get the second half after the ad break. Squarespace, we will solve racism.
$10 a month.
David Bory, you have the first pick in the All Fantasy Everything One Hit Wonder Draft. I am excited, titillated even.
hard.
Let me tell you, I really hoped I was going first because I'm about to blow some fucking minds.
Okay.
My first choice, the Star Spangled Banner.
What?
God damn it.
Who is this kid? Who is this kid? Where's he from? Where's he from?
Well, now we have to pick a different topic.
Jonathan Barry?
Damn.
Why?
You just changed the whole,
Yeah.
changed the whole game.
I'm that new shit.
Damn.
Mr. 2018.
Damn, dude. Mr. 1776.
Yeah. Stars and Stripes.
What was the name?
The Stars, Francis Scott Key. He
What
wasn't
is he
even.
up to?
He was an amateur poet. He was a
Poet?
lawyer. Yeah, he didn't even make songs like that. That's his only hit.
Wasn't he like laying up against the wall while Fort Sumter was being bombed, and that's when he wrote it?
some shit like that.
That was his last. He was like, I think I'm gonna die tonight. Let me write
Let
an
me write this
anthem.
poem about America.
Yeah.
You know how we get there is because you drafted eggs when it was chicken, so David's over there being mad
Yeah.
creative.
Yeah. I make it move.
You set the bar way too high.
It was crazy. Nobody. I was like, man, when I thought of it today, I was like, yo, you might be the coolest dude alive.
At what time did you think of that?
Probably like 30 minutes before you got to the
Yeah.
Oh my god.
I yelled so loud that Marissa, our producer, had to like throw buckets of water on the computer to keep it from catching on fire.
There was a whole panic going on the other side of the room.
Oh my god.
I almost fell off the couch.
What is it you love about the Star Spangled Banner? I mean, it is an irrefutably dope song.
What about freedom?
Yeah, I love that.
What about
The range though is.
What about the fight against the
crazy.
ban?
What's your
Yeah.
favorite version of the Star Spangled
The
Banner?
not racist.
Oh yeah.
So just ended after the first verse.
Yeah, I mean, actually, I'm a big "Oh Canada" guy too.
Oh, Canada's a dope song. I couldn't tell you wrote it.
Yeah.
Well, your second choice.
Marvin Gaye doing that at the NBA All-Star game in like I think 1983. That is a dope Star Spangled Banner.
Oh man,
Can you
Jimi
sing it for us or
Hendrix.
Can you see something like that?
That's good. I can feel the
But
soul.
it's got like a real sexy sort of like
Yeah.
low-key drum. Somebody just taking a drum for a walk. You know what I mean?
It is about the
Yeah.
only song that gives me goosebumps every time.
Every time.
Every single time. Even like when we were at the game the other day. What'd you say about that girl taking it on a walk at the end?
She did take it for a walk. Play jazz with the
You
last
said she
note.
shouldn't be bouncing on the handlebars
Yeah,
so
no.
much at the end.
I don't like when people bounce on the handlebars too much at the end. It's a bounce the whole way.
Yeah. If you're gonna bounce, you bounce from start to finish.
Right,
I
exactly.
understand.
Don't just catch that last flex in the mirror. I want
Yeah.
it the whole time.
I hate the end one where it's
Yeah.
like, oh, let me show you how you can really.
Because that's when people know they're not gonna fuck up. They're like they nailed the song and
Yeah.
they're like, alright, I got the last line wired, now I can fucking
Yeah. It's
take
like
that
the
walk.
last like yard before the touchdown. Where
Yeah,
they're like,
you-
Right,
Right,
that's when
right,
it
right.
is.
That's
Dance the last 15 yards in. Excellent point.
Yeah.
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 That's why that song gets me so jacked. It's because of football.
Yeah.
Like I just be in high school and
I
just
thought it was
like
because of our nation.
a lot of
You
things.
said football.
Oh, okay.
Football, our
Okay.
nation, football nation. I like,
Football
but like they
nation.
would play that song before games, and I'd just be like so jacked because I don't handle emotion well.
Yeah.
So I'd just be standing there like shaking, and then it'd be like, and then like as soon as it would end, I would always stand next to my friend Sam Talent,
Yeah.
friend of the program.
Shout out.
And right before Sam's such an asshole, right before it would end, he would go, "Let's go Cardinals!"
Dude, I eat that football energy. I used to blow it too because you get so amped.
You don't even know what to do, dude.
Right. And then it'd be like calm for like 2 minutes, and there'd be a kickoff, and you'd be like, "Fuck, blew it too
Jittery.
early."
Yeah. You want to save it for like first team defense, and then you're like, okay, ready go. Put it in the middle. 3 times.
We used to take like ephedrine before football games.
Really?
Yeah, that was. I think we were in the last era of that. And just get.
Before you could, back when
That's like Yellow Jackets and shit, right?
Yeah, like hyper yellow jackets do. We used to take ephedra and just get super. And I took them before a game against our rival once. It was just like pouring sweat. Before the game.
Why would
And I
you
was like,
want to
"Dude,
do
not
that?
too much because you want to get all jacked
you
up.
want to get jacked so you
got
can
you
hit.
wired.
Just listen
So
to the
hard.
Star Spangled Banner a couple times.
We
I
had-
play
I
it
was-
once is the problem.
Yeah.
I should put it on a mix.
all ephedrine is like the Star Spangled Banner in pill form.
But
And then-
just the part. On the feet. Just that part over
Yeah.
and over and over.
Get fucking Francis got keyed up.
I would get like.
first NBA games of something after Trump was elected. Did you go with me? No, it was Mike Malloy.
Mm-hmm.
Shout out to friend of the program, Mike Malloy. You guys were both. Yeah. Anyway, we went to the game. Brought Mike. Great time. But it was the first basketball game after Donald Trump was elected.
Mm-hmm.
And in my head, I'm like, maybe you'll sit down for the national anthem. Maybe you won't stand up for it. You'll make a statement. You know, that's what I was thinking in my head. And then we're sitting there, and it's Sikh night, S-I-K-H, at Staples Center. And so a bunch of Sikhs like come out, holding like different flags, and like a Sikh singer. So I'm like, I can't sit down.
Yeah, that would be.
Because then now it's gonna look like I'm protesting the Sikh. And that's the opposite of the message I want to be spreading. And I kind of think it would. I mean, it would have been had to planned months beforehand, but like part of me was like, these conniving LA motherfuckers.
They knew.
They knew.
We're not gonna have anybody in the seats for this.
Just in case. You know, everyone's gonna have to stand up. I don't think I would have sat anyway because, like, you know, I still love this country.
Yeah.
But like, I was having that debate in my head. As soon as like I walked out, I was like, "Well, you have to stand up."
Do you ever not cross your heart during it?
Are you supposed to cross your heart?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I never cross my
Take the
heart.
hat off.
Oh, you're a bad boy.
I interlock
Do you take
my
your hat
hands.
off?
I do every time.
You interlock your hand like in
Behind
prayer
my-
position.
Behind my, I hold them like the Sound of Music style.
Like you're singing in a church choir.
I am 16 going
I give
on
myself
17.
the Predator handshake, like where I just grasp like an
Oh, the forearms?
Allstate insurance logo, maybe.
Oh.
Yeah.
Fireman's
You're
carry.
in safe hands.
I hold the blood gang signal up the whole time.
Yeah, just like so they know you with the shit.
I always put my
red,
fingers.
white, and red.
Yeah. People on either side of me, I just put my fingers in their mouth.
Because if they're true patriots, they can't do it.
And then I fish hook them and I go, look at the flag, both of you.
Sometimes when I'm watching the Star Spangled Banner at like a game, for some reason I look at because on the Megatron they'll have like a digital image of the flag, and I stare at that one instead.
Dude, when my mom got like sworn in as a citizen, they like play a video, and they're playing the Star Spangled Banner, but it's got like the eagle graphics and like swooping over fucking like grain fields and stuff.
Wow.
It's one of the best things I've ever
That's
seen.
kind of rude of them to reserve that only for that scenario. Like I would like to
That's
see
the only
that
time
at
I've
a
seen that
game.
video.
Right?
It's the
Just
only
because
time
we were
I've seen
born
it.
here, we're not
Yeah,
allowed to see
what?
the
This feels a
swooping?
little oppressive.
Isn't
to
that what
me.
they used to play like when channels shut off for the night?
I couldn't-
Something like
Yeah, back in 1974. What are you talking about?
What year is it?
They play
I'm
Girls
47.
Gone Wild commercials.
Yeah, I'm 47. No, I mean back when they used to shut off, the channels would just go off.
Oh, do
I think they did.
Is that what they play?
They would
Something
play
like
the
that.
national anthem. Yeah, and then go to like the test pad.
Like that Gremlins scream.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I maybe I'm too young for that. I don't remember.
You might be. You are the youngest person in this room. Miel is 14.
I am. I
She's
just turned 14.
She just turned 14.
Sorry, I'm a prodigy.
We met at her bat mitzvah, where David, Sean, and I were invited to do an all fantasy everything
Live.
And for
We do
for
bat
schmears.
Yep.
For schmears.
Everyone else is
Anybody-
being very polite in this room. They're not saying anything.
If anybody's listening and they want us to bless the bat mitzvah,
Star Spangled Banner, excellent pick.
The
Sean
rest aren't
Jordan.
like
Fuck
that.
you, dude.
The rest of my picks are like
Sean Jordan's good. It's hard to follow it up.
I know. I'm
It's impossible to
You
follow
screwed
it up.
yourself. You chose this.
I know.
As soon as you said me, I was like, I'm gonna
Here
set
we
this shit
go.
on
And
fire.
beforehand, I was like, I'm going first no matter what. If I'd have gone
Yeah, you
first,
said
I would
it
be in this
too.
spot.
You're basically playing O'Cannon at a hockey game.
I
Where
know.
like LA plays like a Canadian.
Boy, this really wrecked my first. I don't.
Was that also your first pick?
yeah, that was my first
I
pick.
think all of us were gonna pick.
Yeah,
it
of
first.
course.
Yeah,
We're
we all love it.
patriots.
Yeah.
Fuck, man. All right.
Okay.
I'm gonna go. This is how we do it, Montel Jordan.
Is that because it
It's
rhymes?
not the Star Spangled Banner, but it was my Star Spangled Banner. Growing up in Sioux Falls, South Dakota.
Oh, and that first line.
This is how we do it.
You're not gonna not pop off wherever you are when that comes on.
You're 100%
You're
right.
It
in.
came out in.
It's an immediate pop
Oh,
up.
incredibly.
What year did it come out? I have one more written down. Montel Jordan.
1990 something.
Oh, 95. So when I walked into middle school, they would say all they said was 5'6" he stood. But, you know, then I kept growing.
Oh,
That's
yeah.
a
People
bad
thought
joke
the
in
music
the
that he made
podcast?
was good.
Yeah. I just love that song.
How tall is Montel Jordan?
Like
6'9".
6'8".
Right?
He's so tall that it looks
Super
weird
tall.
when he dances.
Yeah. Oh,
Oh,
yeah.
no.
He looks like he's not supposed to dance.
When he
Yeah.
has one of those vests on, like those cross-color vests, and you're like, it's not for you, man. It's not for a 6'8" guy.
It's dangerous at that
Yeah.
height.
Yeah, what do you
Vests
put in
are-
there? You can keep bases in there from a baseball diamond.
You
Don't
really
need that.
shouldn't rock a vest if your height has a 6 in it.
Yeah.
This dude Cecil
So if
from
it's 5'6", you can do it at 5'6".
Yeah, oh, then you have to.
That's
It
a
comes,
proper vest type.
that comes with, you got 3 vests.
That's
You're
the correlate.
5'6".
You got puffy, formal, and leather.
Yeah.
Those are the 3 vests. You're right. None of
Bulletproof.
you can get away. You can get away with no shirt under all those. Even bulletproof. 50 Cent did it. back
You
in the
can't
day.
wear a puffy vest with no shirt.
You
look
can't.
like an
What the
idiot.
Dude, your
What
boy
was that?
Rough Ends were doing it back in the day.
Some people
We can't compare ourselves to the rough ends.
You can wear one if you also have an ATV.
If you have, I feel like if I'm gonna, because the thing is, if I'm gonna have no shirt under the puffy vest, then I'm gonna have one pant leg pushed up.
Yeah.
I
It's
saw
gonna be a
Big
whole-
Sean do it
Yeah.
in Bumbershoot like
You know,
5
You're
years
talking
ago.
about these people that we should not model ourselves after. Big Sean?
Now that I think about it, I have a photo saved to my phone of me at 9 years old wearing a puffy vest with no shirt.
Really?
Whoa.
Swear to God.
That's that Orcas Island shit.
And I was overweight as well.
You were a little fat girl with a vest and no shirt on.
Why do you think I'm funny? Like,
Awesome.
come on.
Yeah.
Have you seen me?
That's
No.
because you're ugly and stupid. No, I'm
That
sorry.
as
I don't know if
well.
we're good enough friends for me to make that I feel like we're not.
Honestly, we're not, and I'm gonna go.
I know.
The huge smile on your face when you said it.
I like to think that I killed that look, but I think that look might have killed me. To
I don't know. I
It's
like
taken
that
a
as
lot of people
9-year-old.
down.
You know, because when you're overweight and you have the arm moment, that's not your favorite part maybe, and it's just laying flat
Yeah.
on the puffy vest,
Yeah,
which
yeah,
then just
yeah.
pushes it out more, and
Also,
you're like,
the puffy vest is so hot.
it's so hot, and when you're 9 and you have these weird little tits, but you don't know what to do with them yet, and they're just kind of
You're telling
resting,
me,
and
sister.
it was a rough look.
What was the
How
impetus
did?
behind
How
that?
was? Yeah.
I
Who's the
don't-
photographer? Like, all right, let's get
Where
on.
were you?
doing
on?
this
Like,
like
wow.
The photo is from a community
Hour.
meeting that I, for some reason, was a
You
part
went
of.
to without your
Wait,
parents.
you were at the meeting with no shirt under the vest?
No one knew. It was zipped up, neck high.
Sure.
It was like a turtleneck one
You had a
too.
zipped up.
All the way, baby.
Whoa, I don't know why I thought
And it was
that.
metallic silver, like a Hershey's kiss.
Was it like a Nietzsche or something? What kind of
You know-
vest were we talking about?
I feel like it was probably from the Gap, and it must have been like circa Macy Gray I Try video, where like that metallic look was very hot.
Oh, everybody was real
Yeah.
shiny for that.
Shiny and clear. Was
Yeah,
it
yeah.
very
Clear,
cool?
too.
Very xenon
Wear
girl of the
shoes and
21st
stuff.
century.
That was me, dude.
Yeah, I remember
Hello.
that.
Was that your vibe when you were a kid?
Oh.
Up there? You grew up for
When I
this-
started wearing clothes, that's
Yeah.
what I wore, but I did not wear clothes till like 8 years old.
No shit, because you grew up on like a very wild island in the
and I was
Puget Sound.
homeschooled
Yeah.
for a lot of my childhood.
Are you from Friday Harbor?
Oh my god, Friday Harbor's the island across from mine. I hate them, but they're right next
Yo,
to me.
fuck them.
Yeah.
I got no loyalty.
Yeah, this is an anti-Friday Harbor podcast.
Yeah,
For
I
real,
got-
if you're
I
from
got-
Friday Harbor, like frankly, fuck you.
Fuck you.
Trash.
I'm
Fuck
sorry.
That's
You.
what I've always said.
Yo,
rolled
go
me out.
Vikings,
You
just
hear that?
saying.
And your football team, the
Yeah.
fighting pregnant team.
Anyway, I got what I needed, so thanks guys.
This is how you is such a good song.
Yeah, it's a bummer that he was a one-hit wonder.
How
I know.
long
He
was
had
that?
a couple
believe
other
that.
good
He
songs.
did. He had "Let's
though.
Get It On Tonight," "Song
Yeah.
for the Honeys" were
And
two
let's-
like
But they weren't
Let's
as big.
ride with Master P.
yeah.
Oh.
But I don't think those were hits
I wouldn't
in,
call those
in
hits.
my CD
Mm-mm.
case,
No, not
but
Yeah.
those got a lot of play in the 1990 Ford Probe Cherry Red with the pop-up lights. No
Oh,
big deal.
shit.
No
Pop
big.
up.
No
Okay.
Yeah.
Popping up on him.
Yeah, it was like my car just opened its big beautiful eyes at you and then played something for the Honeys.
Oh,
Deal with
did
that.
it have the tiny little windshield wiper for each light?
No, God,
Oh, I
the
love
mascara.
that move,
That
though.
was tiny.
The mascara.
That was a good move.
He's
This-
tall as hell. It's hard to be sexy. You can be attractive,
But you
but
can't
you have to be
be
sexy
Well,
when
you're
you're
lanky
6'9".
and gawky when you're
That's
when
a
you're that
lot.
big.
That's a lot of
Unless you're
torso.
like a giant
Superhero.
basketball
You could go for that look.
Yeah, you could be a superhero.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like NBA basketball players, like I think a lot of them are sexy and good-looking guys. You know,
Yeah, because they're filled out. They're not like
but
Punch
they're
Out
when
Jordan.
they're on the
yeah.
court,
They're fucking
but when they come
swole.
off and you see them in person, it's just like, what is this?
Also, I don't understand how they have sex with small women.
I don't
just
either.
said it. I don't understand how that Shaq,
Shaq
thing
and his wife?
How does it work?
It was
Do you
insane.
wanted me to explain it to you, or?
Yes.
Even with knowing how, the tough and adaptable the vagina is.
I just don't understand
It gets
the positioning of Ed. I don't understand a situation where he doesn't smother her.
It would hurt. Just an arm falling on you.
well. They're professional athletes. They're controlled. You know.
I know. I'm just guessing here.
Yeah.
I'm not speaking from experience. I have a say the girl does most of the work there.
That's probably
I think
true.
it has to be.
I don't think if you're at that status, you do anything other than just say, "I'm gonna let you do this. You're welcome."
Right, that's a good
Yeah.
call. Plus it's after practice.
Yeah, no, they're not working out again.
No,
They're
they just-
done.
they
They
did
burned
their
their
ice
cows.
bath.
Yeah, they're good.
And he is as tall as a tree. You have to
Yeah.
climb Shaq.
Right.
Yep.
He just goes.
Like a custom toilet. Flush a whole bushel of bananas.
Oh my goodness.
I wonder if that'd be fun. That'll be an
Having
experience
sex
I
with
probably
Shaq?
never have. Just having sex with someone who's like literally 4 times bigger than you.
I just want to see
Where
a
you
fun.
can
video.
like hang off of their arm. It's fun.
It's fun.
I bet it would be fun.
I had a thing for a while. I was like, if he's under 6'5", don't talk to me.
Yeah.
6'5" that's so tall.
Yeah, I think the tallest I dated was like 6'7". And
How
Damn.
many men are that tall?
well, when you're looking for him,
When you got
can
a
find
vest
him.
game like Mel had,
Yeah, I understand.
they find you.
It's like when you drive a Ford Probe and then everybody's got a Ford Probe.
Yeah,
Just
you
saying.
know.
You know what
Ford
else?
Probe.
About tall dudes?
Yeah, Ford probing that pussy.
I used to drive a block to work because I thought that whip was so dank, and I picked this girl up, Ashley Volker, friend of the show, Ashley Volker.
Big friend. Big shout.
Picked her up and drove her home one day. I just thought it was the shit. What I was gonna say about tall dudes is nothing sexy about ducking under a door frame.
Yeah.
Like when you gotta walk into a room and you gotta like duck under
Or
the
the
door frame.
car. A lot
I feel
of
like you
cars
lose
are
a
just
couple
like, I
points.
can't fit in here.
I never hug tall dudes.
Want them?
Shout out Pap Johnson. He goes for it, but I don't.
I wonder if it was the tallest dude I've hugged.
It's the worst.
I've hugged 6'7" guys. I'm kind of with you. Yeah.
Mine's Blake Griffin. Tallest guy I ever
But
hugged
you're
was Blake
Oh,
Griffin.
he's 6'8",
No,
10,
no,
right?
he's-
6'8", 6'9".
Oh, I just googled and I already forgot. I think he's 7.
No,
Is he
he's
not 7?
No.
Do you know anyone know how tall he is?
He's 6'8", 6'9".
It's all.
Yeah, he might be. He
I
might
think
be
he's
listed at
6'10".
6'10", but he's not 6'10".
If Blake's listening, DM me. Let me know. 6'10".
Blake does listen.
Friend of the
Big
podcast.
fan.
Big.
Blake listens.
Shout out Blake.
Blake listens to our podcast, and he listens to and the Splendid Table from NPR.
Yeah. And a good food.
He might listen. We don't know. So this is how we do it.
This is how we do it.
And
It's-
what's left to be said about it? It's just a great song.
It just was a good song.
Yeah.
Big
It
part of
needs
my
no
life when I was a kid.
Yeah, no, the country really rallies me.
It's a dance floor filler.
And it's left to interpretation. This is how we do it. What is this?
What is this?
Yeah.
What is it?
I was in Costa
This.
Rica.
Yeah.
We were on this catamaran last night in Costa Rica, and the sun
That's
was
the
setting.
best sentence
Yeah,
ever.
what a cool brag.
And we
We're
were
so happy for you.
we were watching the sun go straight down, and right when the sun dipped below the horizon, they kicked. This is how they kicked it on. And I have a video of it, but I was just like, "Get the fuck out of here!" Like screaming to all these strangers on the catamaran. And then
You
we
swam
had a
into the
night.
ocean, you dove in and
You
came
better
away
have
with a full
reviewed
pearl
him on
necklace.
TripAdvisor.
Went and had sex with a dolphin that I saw right in front of me. Yeah, it was good.
It's the only way to top that.
What?
The sex with the dolphin.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I did. Yeah.
You ever had sex with a dolphin?
Put that pussy on.
Had to be done.
Sarporpicus.
There you go.
Put that porpsy.
This is how we do it. Excellent pick. It is now time for me
What do you got,
to make
dog?
my first pick, and there's really only one thing that I could pick, which is "What's Up" by the Four Non Blondes.
Yeah.
I was so close to
Yeah.
picking it. I was so
I
close
love
to
that
picking it for
song.
my
Damn
first
it.
pick.
I actually
That
thought
is
you
a
were
good one.
singing it. Ooh.
That has been. I know
It's such a good song.
25 years and my
It's the
life
song
is
that no one
still
likes and everyone
from
knows.
Get up
Oh,
there.
everybody
love it.
likes that
I
song.
love it. I
They
know
would play it at bars in San Francisco sometimes, and it would go.
That's what I'm saying. It
Ape
goes,
shit.
but no one actually likes it.
That's what I'm saying. It goes.
I like it.
I think I like it unironically. I like it.
Do you
What is
really
it?
like
And I
it?
take a deep breath, and I get real high.
But
and
it's for the novelty, no?
No, that's
No,
a
I
good
like it. I
song.
enjoy the song.
I feel like we're
the
gonna talk about
bassist
that a
Who
lot
has
today.
the badass
Yeah.
haircut?
These
Yeah,
songs,
they're all kind of steampunk.
Yes, but like early Steve.
Or
Oh, yeah,
early,
they
where
were-
it's like not
It wasn't called
annoying.
steampunk yet.
She looked so
Yeah.
scary. Like she looked tough.
And now she would be like perfect at Coachella.
Yeah,
She just
would
knew
rule.
it.
that
That
song came
woman-
out in 1992.
And the guy skateboarding on Haight Street. Yeah, that
Dude, it's
San Francisco hit, baby.
Yep.
Sing
I
about
love
weed.
that song. It's a little bit of a like karaoke no-brainer, but
Yeah.
it's still my favorite karaoke song.
What
It's
part's
also-
your favorite?
What part
To
of the
sing,
song?
yeah.
All of it. Like really.
I
I
completely
mean, I gotta
understand.
say, I know for a fact he likes this. I like it
You
too,
know
but
it.
like this isn't an ironic thing.
No,
this
no,
is
no,
like
Oh, okay.
You know
Love
what might
this
be my
song.
favorite part? Hiya, hiya, Where she throws it, mixes it up. Hiya, hiya, I said hey. I like that part. I like throw in whatever my age is
You
in.
said it so seriously. You know what would be my favorite part?
I can
Where
tell
she
you doing
says,
the karaoke.
"Scream from the top of my lungs, what's going?"
Where she says 25 years.
Yeah.
I am saying that has been 22 years all the way now through 32 years.
You say
I
every year you
change
do
it
a
up.
year?
When I'm out there doing karaoke,
See, that's why I fuck with you, man.
I want people
You
to
mix
know.
it up. You're like, I'm changing the lyrics
32 years and my life is
very minimally.
That doesn't suit me. The rest of them go perfectly with everything I'm about. That's just the one I have to choose.
Does anyone ever call you out for it?
No.
Those aren't the words.
No.
It's basically one of your journal entries, except you change the year.
It's just a fun bit for you at karaoke.
And I cry. And I do. Oh my God, do I cry?
I think everyone sings along to that song.
Yeah.
It goes so hard.
People
Because it's
love
a
it,
great
yeah.
song. It's
It is a
well
good-ass
done.
song.
Oh, you know another
Good
part I
year.
like? In the institution. I like that part.
Yeah, she really throws it up at the end there.
Linda Perry from Four Non Blondes. That is a one-hit wonder, but she's like a big songwriter.
Yeah.
Really?
She knows what she's doing. Yeah, the woman who
What else did she write?
she's. Let me look it up.
She's
She
worked
helped-
with Christina Aguilera for a while. I remember
Oh,
that.
She
shit.
wrote the main
Bro.
song from the movie Balto.
Yeah,
Oh, actually, who we talked about at the last time I was on
we
this
did talk
podcast.
about Balto last
Oh,
time.
I made that up. I don't even know
shit,
what the
really?
song
Are you
Well, that's
kidding?
even crazy.
Sometimes I
That
just-
sounded so
I just
real.
like to keep everybody on
That
their
was way
toes.
too specific.
She's written songs for Jewel, Courtney Love, Gwen Stefani, Alicia Keys,
What?
Celine Dion,
Shit, Linda Perry.
Black with a Q.
And then she's the singer in Four Non Blondes?
Yeah.
Black, she wrote for Black.
Yeah,
So
Black.
no way, she's not.
Boom,
She's
like
only a
a
one-hit wonder
nigga.
for Four Non
She's written for
Blondes.
Solange.
Shit.
Yeah.
Get it,
Fisher
girl.
Spooner, whatever that.
Fisher Spooner?
Fisher
Come
is a
on.
great band. She wrote
Cheap
songs
Trick.
with Fisher Spooner.
Yeah, Enrique Iglesias. Girl's got range.
Okay.
Range.
I have newfound respect. And you have to readjust my idea that that was a novelty song.
Yeah, not at all.
No.
No, that was
song is
just
legit.
a good ass song. Wasn't followed up by a lot of other Four Non Blondes good ass songs.
No.
Are there
I
any?
don't know any
I
other
can't name yes.
Four Non Blondes, 142 non-hits. You know what I mean? Not a lot of hits, but the one.
Burn.
Yeah.
Sick burn.
The sickest of burns.
Ripped
For
her
Four Non
face
Blondes,
off.
if you're listening, Linda Perry.
Linda Perry's doing
You got
fine.
burned.
Friends of the
It's
program.
the three other non-blondes.
That was such
who
a
need to
sick
question
burn that they're all
everything else.
blonde now.
They are.
Let's get
Four
Linda Perry
blondes.
on the show next time.
I would love to.
Future friend of the show.
Future
Friend of the show, Linda Perry.
It worked with Tiffany.
Tiffany's in.
Putting that energy out there. I'll tweet at Linda Perry right now.
Oh
See if we can
no.
Tiffany tweeted back during the show.
No,
Yeah.
she didn't.
Yeah.
Because we
She's
did
on Twitter.
we did a Divas. Well, I don't want to drudge up old memories, but we did a Divas draft.
It was the weirdest move I've made.
David picked Tiffany first.
Tiffany.
Overall.
Isn't
It's
she
not on
kind
the
of
Star
a one-hit
Spangled
wonder
Banner.
herself?
What?
Isn't she a little bit of a one-hit wonder herself?
Yes,
Oh,
I mean,
no, there was one other song, right?
But still, like, in the term of, like, divas.
Yeah.
You know, not Celine.
I don't know, man. I was.
no, yeah, he really blew
She
it
has
up.
147,000 followers.
See, I got 6,000. That's not true. I have less than that. It's I,
Alright,
I
just
have
tweet
a
it.
good life. I'm
But
happy.
you're doing good, though.
Yeah,
You don't
you
need
know.
them.
And
Alright.
real Linda Perry. Hey, big fan. Hope everything is going great.
Nice.
Just innocuous, the kind of thing that
You know what?
get
Because you're
maybe
verified, she'll see it.
Yeah.
That's the thing. I gotta get that
Yeah.
blue check.
You know
You
what?
can apply to get
If
verified.
she doesn't, I'll
It's a
bump
chump
it.
move, though.
Bump it up.
I'll bump it.
You're verified and have way more followers
I'll
than me.
bump it at the end. We'll see what happens.
Miel Brado. Speaking of bump them up,
Bump, bump,
time to bump up your
Oh my
first
God.
bit.
Okay, I'm shocked no one stole this already. I have so many backups just in case they did. Okay, I'm going Afternoon Delight
Ooh.
Sure.
Oh.
Sure.
by the Starland Vocal Band.
Yeah.
Now, I don't know if you guys knew this.
Okay.
That song's about sex.
Sex daytime.
Is that true?
Mhm.
No, it's
Daytime
not.
sex.
It's about peanut butter jelly and bacon sandwiches.
Yeah, afternoon delights.
Yeah, I thought it was about like a
Premarital.
poop where there's no wipe.
Sinning.
That is a
sex.
That is a man, especially if it's hot out. You're like,
Yeah,
yo.
and now in the afternoon you're like, I already showered.
Yeah.
It's too long before I can get naked. It just needs to be clean.
That is one of the true delights.
I never really thought about how good that feels. You feel so good.
Yeah.
You're like, yo, I'm a winner.
You
You feel like
thank
this-
your body.
You're like the system works.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're like, what did I eat? I'm gonna eat that again.
Yeah. You gotta go over your food diary. We're all keeping
But
them.
it's so fucking funny to me. 1976,
Mhm.
the Starland Vocal Band.
Yeah.
Does that sound like Prime Contenders to write a song about banging in the middle
Not
of the
at
day?
all. But back then, everybody was kind of skeezy like that.
I
They were
feel like
getting
it's
know.
all banging in the day.
They were, but like, who was singing about it? I read that they like snuck it into like a variety show, even like totally.
Really?
Because I mean, it's such a charming, unassuming little
It is,
tune.
and you know, skyrockets and I mean, you gotta dig a little bit. It could mean other stuff,
Oh yeah.
Totally.
you know, but
That's why it's such a treasure.
Yeah.
You would never know how dirty it really is.
what are the actual lyrics other than skyrockets and flight?
Oh, that's right.
That's pretty clear. That's pretty obvious.
So excited.
We're skipping a little.
Yeah, we are.
It's fine. I chose it because I know it, but it's fine.
Body, what is it? What is it? Gonna grab my baby, gonna hold her tight.
It's nope. You fucked
My
me up.
motto's always been, when it's right, it's right. While waiting till the middle of a cold dark night.
Everything's a little better in the bright of day.
Like fuck it.
You know the night is always gonna be there anyway.
We can fuck again.
Truly.
Those are the original lyrics.
They always edit it
It's
for
like
the
a
radio,
call
but
response straight to like Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer situation.
They were
Fuck
nominated
yeah.
for 4 Grammys that year.
That's
Man.
what I'm saying. People were like, ooh, a song about fucking, I do declare.
Yeah.
Nominated.
They got their own variety show.
Yeah.
And David Letterman was a writer on it.
Boom.
Whoa.
There you go.
Wow.
that's pretty bar.
Classic song. Strong
Indiana's
contender.
finest.
I want it.
In 2010, Billboard named Afternoon Delight the 20th sexiest song of all time.
That's wrong.
I'll dispute that.
You're fully wrong.
It
Not a
is-
lot of sexy.
I don't
songs
think
on
it's
at that
sexy
point.
at all.
Can you imagine being on a casual
It's-
day date and trying to set the mood, popping that on and just
Yeah.
seeing what happens?
What year was
Hey,
it?
is it okay if
sounds
I play
like-
some records?
Yeah.
What
It
year was
sounds
that?
like your dad's talking about
Oh, yeah.
fucking in the afternoon.
Yeah.
Yeah. To you though.
Yeah, to you.
Yeah. Not to
not to his
your
friends.
mom or like
Yeah.
anyone else.
No, just like,
He's like, hey kiddo, you know when the mood is right.
yeah, me
Grab
and
me
your
some
mother.
afternoon
Hey
delight.
Jason, sometimes I fuck in the afternoon. Go grab me a vodka.
Jesus
Go give me another
Christ.
drink.
1976 that song came out.
Yep. Yep. I honestly
It
can't
won-
find anything
they
wrong
won
with it.
Grammys. They won 2. They won Best New Artist,
Yep.
short-sighted,
Yep.
and then they won Best Arrangement for Voices, Duo, Group, or Chorus, which, fine.
Sure.
Is that still
I
a
mean,
category?
okay.
I think it is. I
Seems
feel
like
like
it's
there's
not
some,
televised, though.
some of these Grammy categories we could band together if we put our minds to it for a whole year and win that
Dude,
shit.
do you know that?
Dude,
do
you don't even know how excited that got me.
Yeah.
Wait, listen. This is a fact.
Yeah.
The best lyric booklet is a Grammy nomination.
Just for like putting it together, for designing it?
I don't even know what that means. Is it like, did you write them in a really cool font? Is it like one of those like poems where it's like a snail shell as it goes out?
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
yeah, right,
Like,
yeah.
What the fuck
Or
do you do
like
to
did it
win that
Ransom style,
Grammy?
where you just cut out letters from other...
You think anybody ever writes it in Comic Sans? Because I feel like I got a hit on my hands.
Go, dude, make an album just to do that, to win that Grammy.
Yes.
I mean, it's an idea. Get a decoder that you have to like order separately and like read them.
Yeah, to figure out my track listing.
There you go.
Lemon juice, anything.
Yeah, invisible
Lemon
ink.
juice.
I'm just spitballing.
You could do it in like Thug Life tattoo letters, like Tupac had, but then that's
It was like
all different kinds of Thug Life.
Which is what the booklet's like 400 pages long.
Afternoon Delight. Great
I
pick.
feel good about it.
That's
Great
Yep.
pick. Now it is a Serpentine draft, Neil.
Oh, I go again!
So you go again.
Oh no, I got so consumed with the snake element there, I forgot what it meant. Okay, I'm going for my second favorite pick, Mambo number 5.
Oh, that's a solid pick.
Yeah.
I
Lou
love
Bega.
that song. It's the perfect depiction of the like only side chick or side dick scenario where there's no main. You're just juggling 10
Yeah, yeah.
sides.
Yeah.
Just spinning a bunch of plates.
And
Yeah.
my favorite part is when he just announces an instrument that's playing and then doubles down on it. He's like, the trumpet, and it's like, yeah, it's trumpet, and he goes, the trumpet, and they're like, okay, I guess he's like, oh, ad lib? What does that mean?
The strumpet. That's what I was.
The straw pit. That's what the song's really about.
Yeah.
The straw pit.
Trumpet.
I never realized the whole song is about side pieces. Like,
He just
no
names
steak,
them.
just mashed potatoes
Yeah.
and green beans.
Just
and
naming
that,
all
yeah.
of them. And like, I think
That's-
he even maybe mixes up some of their names because I don't believe that those are all their names.
No, some of those he just.
There's no way he knows a Trina.
Or
you know?
Rita. I guess he's Latino, so Rita does make sense. But like,
Is Rita a Latino name?
I hear a lot.
Or is
Rita-
it like Juanita, where it's I've
Oh,
only
I
known
don't know.
black
I feel like
Juanitas.
Rita is like a vaguely Latino name.
It feels, I can see that.
You know, I'm white, so I can't speak to that.
That's true.
I'm sorry.
But I'm very tan right now because I was in Palm Springs for the week.
You could
So
be
I
a
can.
Mario.
So I will. Yeah.
True.
Some of the other songs off that album are crazy names. The most expensive girl in the world.
Oh,
That guy.
That's the main
That
dish.
guy
Jesus.
fucks.
Yeah.
That's what he's telling us, loud and clear.
You know
Lou
who's-
Bega, he didn't need to tell me that.
No, did you see his mustache? Pencil
Yeah, I
thin.
knew it.
Yeah,
I knew it.
He gets it.
Honestly, like one hair follicle.
It's like thinner
Straight
than John
across.
Waters. John Waters saw that and was like, damn, him.
Right? It made John Waters up his game.
Yeah.
How do you even do that?
You don't.
I don't know.
Only Lou Bega
Yeah,
does.
most people don't.
Yeah, you can't.
I have a mustache right now.
It looks great.
Thank you.
Yes, you do have a
Just
mustache.
the mustache and the skin of Mark Maron.
And Mark Maron,
Yeah.
that's it. That's all
That's
I'm
all
wearing
he's
right now. Tasteful for any occasion. But I've thought about it. I've looked at it and been like, how do I? Not that I want to. I'm like, how would I get that real thin?
I don't know how to
I
do
have no
anything
idea.
to
You
it.
gotta
I don't know
get
how to do anything.
superiority.
I did it one year for Halloween. You have to get like a razor blade, like a box cutter razor blade,
Oh,
and
shit.
just really, yeah. I mean, that's
You
how I
know,
did
You
it.
also have to have a
I don't know.
hairline that grows so close to your lip. I mean, there's multiple things in the works here. None of
Yeah,
us are
because
gonna
you
be
do
Lou
need to
Bega.
shave down the top too. Mine wasn't like where I wanted it to be, but yeah, I just got like a box cutter razor blade and just thinned it down.
Here's some
It did
shit.
not look great.
It's hard to move on. His real name.
Sorry to move on.
His real name is David Lubega.
Sure.
Lubega's his last name.
Okay.
Lubega is
Yeah.
one name?
Yeah, Lubega.
Okay.
It's like if you were like the musician Jordan.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a good name.
Everybody on
by the way.
Jordan.
He's
That's so
German.
I was gonna say
He's
Persian.
not.
He's German. He was born in Germany.
Why is
He
he
was
so
born in
tan?
Munich.
Army
He's
brat?
He is of Italian and Ugandan descent.
That's
He's.
crazy.
Are you
That's
trying to tell me
all
he's
tripping me
not
out.
Cuban?
He's not Cuban at all.
I would have bet $100.
He's
that
half
he's Cuban.
Ugandan, half Italian.
He wears like that hat though, like he's
Yeah.
in Havana. What is he
He
doing?
figured it out. He figured out his
That
angle.
whole video was like they were.
Yeah,
He
the
does
whole
look
thing
like
was
a guy who-
definitely like Miami vibe.
Yeah.
Like the guy who put in a bunch of work years
Yeah.
and years ago, and now we see what he looks like now that he can just like rest.
Right. He dresses like he drinks the tiniest coffee.
Uh-huh.
Oh,
Yeah,
the
right.
little
It's like the
coffee.
tiniest
So
little-
strong though.
He's
so
like a
strong.
whole shot. No thanks.
No, thank
A
you.
teaspoon, please.
But it's as strong as a whole shot. It's
Yeah,
like one of
it's
those crazy
piping
Cuban
hot.
coffees.
Oh, it's too
So hot.
My
I want
coffee
to
is
see
so
what he looks
hot.
like now.
Dude,
Do you though?
I don't know if I do.
Maybe
yeah.
I don't.
his last album doesn't even have a Wikipedia page.
I just want to remember him all horny in that video, running
So
around,
horny.
Counting for no reason.
counting.
One,
Sarah,
two,
here, Jessica.
3, 4, 5. Like the lyrics in that song don't even relate to each other.
3, 4, 5. It is such a good
Everybody
song.
in the house, so come on, let's ride to the liquor store around the corner. Anyway, here's some girls I fuck. Like,
Who doesn't want gin and juice?
he's like, let's get a drink so I can tell you what I really need to talk about. Trina, Katrina,
Yeah.
Drina, Adrina. Like,
Maybe
come
that
on.
song was actually a cry for help.
Maybe it was.
Nobody heard it.
You know
He's a
that.
heard it in
sex
time.
addict.
I'm trying to figure out. I don't know if I've had relations with any of the women he names by name in the song.
That's
Is
what
that
I'm
what
saying.
you're checking?
Angela, Pamela, Sandra, Rita. 0 for 4
No.
for me.
And as
That's all-
you,
those are
you
the
know,
only
good
ones?
sweeter.
Exactly. Monica? Oh no, nope, no Monica. Erica? Oh wait, I have
A little bit of Monica, right?
Yeah, a little bit of Monica in my life.
Yeah, are we gonna have this a game?
Erica, yeah. Erica, Rita, Tina, Sandra, Mary, Jessica.
And
Nope.
Jennifer.
Jessica.
And Gertrude.
And Gertie. Oh man, the extended lyrics are crazy. Gertie, Pearl,
Whoa, that's like he's hitting the senior citizen.
oh, a
zone.
little bit of Coretta Scott King in my life. That's crazy. By name?
Like a 30th anniversary where it's just all
Celebrating some of the most important women in the history of the United
a
States.
little bit of a
Rebecca, you're insatiable. A Susan B. Anthony in my life.
If he was smart, he would do that. It would be the
It would
worst.
kill.
It would kill.
Every
Make a
year.
parody of himself and then actually sell that single.
For real.
Yep.
People would
Lou
listen
Bega,
to it.
if you're listening,
We recorded
friend
this
of the
on
podcast.
Mark Lubega. Whatever your name is.
David LeBega.
David
David LeBega.
That sounds like a witness protection program name.
It does.
Little Eleanor Roosevelt. Yes. Man, I'm in. I'm very in.
That would be so tight.
I'm
What a-
upset he
what a
hasn't
good
done
idea.
that. We should. Is he on Twitter? We should tweet at him.
We should tweet it. I'm
Have
gonna
you
look right now.
considered-
He doesn't have to.
Maybe when he
No,
goes to
he
the
does
library to
not.
check his Twitter.
He's got to. He can't be in one place anymore.
So
He's
got
child
the-
support payments.
Oh,
You're gonna get.
it's probably
Yeah, Lou
true.
Bega is opted out
All
of
those
Twitter.
side chicks, man. You're bound to.
Yeah, and he was not wearing condoms.
Oh, no,
God,
God.
okay,
He's a
like,
Ugandan. They're insatiable.
He calls them party ruiners. No, I'm not gonna wear a fun record.
I wrote Mambo number 5. You gonna talk to me about condoms?
Coming out with that Mambo number 2. That's what he calls bullshit.
Also,
Mambo
there's
number
boobs.
2.
Biggest mansion in Havana with no internet. I don't believe in
Do
the
you think
internet.
when he proposes, he's like, "Will you be my mambo number
much. That's the main one. That's the main show.
Yeah.
Come on.
Several times he's probably promoted or proposed. Mama number 5 and
Great
Afternoon
pick.
Delight. Excellent
Two
picks,
great
Mio.
Thank
That's
you.
fantastic.
Thank you.
And I see everything is brought to you by C. The thing is, what's happening, fam? Questions for you. Been asking you, but let me hit you with them again. Are you a millennial who misses what life was like in the 2000s? Of course you are. Have you had a hard time finding new or curated music, rather? Of course you do. It's always, there's so much out there. Are you interested in multiple perspectives on relationships, dating, and music? Who isn't? Come on, it's called gossip. Then you are going to love See the Thing Is, the podcast hosted by Grammy Award-winning R&B artist Bridget Kelly and media personality and podcast trailblazer Mandy B. Twice a week, Bridget and Mandy have nostalgic conversations in their grown segments, political pop culture conversations in their honest segments, and relationship/hot take conversations in the slightly toxic segment. The opinions on the show are real and are brought to you by the genuine connections the ladies have with the guests they like to call their friends with benefits. Yes, I was doing the air quotes. You smell it, we're stepping it. Each week you will leave with some new music recommendations or a curated playlist that you did not even know you needed in their freshly squeezed music segment. Most recently, the ladies have sat down with Ari Lennox, Big Frida, Remy Ma, just to name a few. Follow and subscribe to See the Thing Is on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, or on YouTube. New audio episodes drop every Tuesday and Friday, and visuals are available on YouTube Wednesday and Saturday. This episode of All Fantasy Everything is brought to you by DraftKings. DraftKings Sportsbook, an official sports betting partner of the NFL playoffs, is bringing you, that is right, you heard me, you, an offer that'll help make the playoffs electrifying. New customers can bet $5 on any game and get $200 instantly in bonus bets. It's fun to bet. Trust me, I know it's fun to bet, but I don't really know what I'm doing most of the time. And this is just a fun way to get in there, to make some wagers, to have some fun with your friends, to be invested in the game and enjoy yourself. It's absolutely a fun thing to do, and it just makes it interesting. You know, when you're rooting for a team, it's the whole point. You want something to go your way, but if it doesn't go your way, you're not going to lose your house or anything like that. It's just good, simple, clean, honest, low-key, fun, and you can do whatever you want. Enjoy the game, watch the commercials. You can bet on everything. It is very, very fun to do. Get in there, get in on the action. Download the DraftKings Sportsbook app now. Use code AFE. New customers can bet just $5 to get $200 instantly in bonus bets. Only on DraftKings Sportsbook with code AFE. The crown is yours. Gambling problems? Call 1-800-GAMBLER or visit www.800gambler.net. In New York, call 877-8-HOPE-NY or text HOPE-NY 467-369. In Connecticut, help is available for problem gambling. Call 888-789-777 or visit ccpg.org. Please play responsibly. On behalf of Boot Hill Casino and Resort in Kansas, 21 plus age varies by jurisdiction. Void in Ontario. Bonus bets expire 168 hours after issuance. See dkng.com/football for eligibility and deposit restrictions, terms, and responsible gaming resources. This show is sponsored by BetterHelp. Now, coming to you like we do almost every week, got a question for you. What are some things that you want to keep the same about your life in 2024? What are some things that you're already killing? It's brand new. The year is all yours. We want you to think the opposite of like new year, new you. It kills me when people think they need to like reset their entire life when it's a new year. Most of the stuff you're doing probably rules. Maybe there's a couple things that you want to change about yourself or a couple things you want to work on, but in general, you're doing it. You're doing a great job. Focus on that. But in the meantime, there are things that everybody needs help with all the time. It is in the same way I said it's like a new year, fun time. It's also a new year, and that can be very daunting. And you look at all the things you want to accomplish. A lot of people focus on what they didn't accomplish. If that's what's happening with you, if it's weighing on you at all, talk to somebody about it. That is exactly what therapy is designed to do, is help you out. We say it week after week, but honestly, if there's anything getting in the way of your happiness, why not try to cut that out? I don't see why you wouldn't want to be doing better, and that's what therapy is going to help you with. It's going to take some of that weight off of your shoulders. Talk to somebody. Everybody needs help, and it doesn't matter the severity of your problem. It could be what you deem as a tiny issue in your life. It could be a huge issue. Your problems are all your own. They're yours to judge how severe they are. So just if you're thinking about it, give it a shot. That is one thing that you can do in the new year. Just stop thinking about it and do it. Give BetterHelp a try. It's done entirely online. Like we always say, it's designed to be convenient, very flexible. It's suited to your schedule. You just fill out a brief questionnaire. You get matched with a licensed therapist, and you can switch therapists at any time for zero additional charge. They're not going to charge you extra for that. They want it to work as bad as you want it to work. Celebrate the progress you've already made. Visit betterhelp.com/allfantasy today to get 10% off your first month. Again, that's betterhelp.com/allfantasy.
Man, now I have to make a tough call here.
Where do we go
With
from
my
here?
second pick, where do you go after Mamba number 5?
I got a couple.
I
Liz,
got
the
a
question is
couple.
just which one?
I know.
Bob. Somebody's got to
It is
go
so-
with Bob, right?
There are so many that I want.
There's so many that are personal to me too.
I
Like
know.
I tried to figure out, like, am I drafted for the world or for myself?
For yourself, right?
I think it's for me today.
Yeah, it's
This
hard
is
not
pretty much
to.
all for
There's
me.
been so many in our like generation, especially that were like, oh,
Yeah,
that
music
one.
is recyclable.
I remember when I heard that one.
I've got my pick.
What is it?
I'm gonna stay with the number theme. I went with a 4 non-blonde song, and now I'm picking Nothing Compares to You.
To you.
By Sinead O'Connor.
Oh, that song is so good.
It's so
I
good.
was gonna be deeper and.
Oh,
Written
man.
by one Prince Rogers Nelson.
Mm-hmm.
That's
Also
not a
by
one hit,
sometimes.
though.
Yeah,
But
sometimes.
Sinead
Nails.
crushes it.
And that
nails
video when
Oh,
she's
the
just
video's
like,
so
it's
good.
a foot away from her face.
That
Yeah.
video still would be tight today if it came out.
It
Yeah.
was. It was
Oh,
totally
yeah,
tight.
for
Yeah.
sure.
It holds up so
And
well.
the shaved head, where you're just
Oh,
like, look
yeah.
at you, fucking.
Again, she called Coachella 2017, like 1993.
Yeah,
I don't
yeah.
understand.
She was fucking. Wait, what do you mean by that? She called it.
So did fucking Linda Perry.
What happened?
It
Oh,
Her look in the
Oh, her look,
WhatsApp
yeah,
video
yeah,
is
yeah,
like
yeah,
very
yeah,
on
yeah.
trend right now.
totally.
Way ahead of
Everybody
their
looks
time.
like that, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Excellent point. She's fucking dope.
Irish.
She Irish.
Oh, come on.
Sinead O'Connor. She was
Right
right
in the Pope.
too. She was and right about that. She went on SNL, banned from SNL for it, by the way.
Which is insane.
It's crazy. You gonna ban somebody for
And she
that?
was right.
She was 100% right.
Also,
She said,
Like, are
and
we gonna
child
ban
abuse.
Hannibal for like busting Bill Cosby? Like, what the fuck?
Right, exactly. What a weird standard over there.
yeah.
Get it together, you knuckleheads.
Yeah.
If Lawrence
You hear
was
that, Lauren?
Yeah.
You
Friend of the
jamoke.
program?
You know, unless you
Only
want to hire
yourself.
any of us, then
Yeah.
we're free.
Yeah, call me around.
We're
I'll
around.
send you a
Maybe it's
packet.
We love it.
That's a strong pick. That's like an emotion. You have two very emotional female-fronted ballads.
I'm an
Yeah.
emotional female-fronted man.
I'm getting that vibe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I still think some one-hit wonders have a high novelty value,
Yeah.
like you pointed out.
Mm-hmm.
This one, I think, is like an authentically really good breakup song.
Oh god. I mean, if Prince wrote it, you know it's gonna be.
Yes.
Yeah. What's your favorite part?
I have a few. Went to the doctor. Guess what he told me? Guess what he told me?
Yeah, that is pretty good.
You guys are already nominated for the vocal Grammy.
Yeah.
for
We're
that.
working on it. We're working towards it, and not slowly, my friend.
I didn't even notice my fist was clenched until I looked over. Because it's just up and clenched.
You can't not. It's a physical response.
It's just
Just
like I
fucking
could wrap
stoked.
my arms around any boy I see. They'd only remind me of you. That is some authentic shit.
It's
Who hasn't felt
honestly
that?
too real.
It's
Yeah.
too real.
Unless you're in a very good space, don't listen to that song.
See,
You know what I like? I like when she says, "Since you've been gone, I can do whatever I want."
Oh, yeah.
Fist
And you're like,
That was
"Fuck
good.
you, dude! I'm
Yeah.
eating pizza naked. I don't give a fuck."
That was a good, also vocal performance. Dang.
We're out here, you know.
I like listening to depressing songs like this when I'm in a good space. Like you just said, like right now, I can
can't be
listen
like
to
that.
depressed music.
You said that before.
I love it. Because
Really?
I can
Yeah.
appreciate how good it is
Yes, because
when
it
you're
is.
in a good spot.
Just from a songwriting perspective, that is a hooky
Yeah.
ass song. And the lyrics, there's not one word in there that isn't exactly necessary. It's
Yeah.
so well
True.
written.
There's no fat on
I
it.
should have meant that. You have to be in a good relationship. Or I have to be in like a good emotional state. Like
Oh, yeah.
financially or whatever is all bananas. But like if I'm in a good, like if I'm either with the right girl or not free, then
Yeah. Because if you're
I love
poor
sad
and you
music.
listen to a sad song,
I still love it.
it's all going down.
No, I love it. I
I
can do
thought
it.
sad songs were for poor.
Yeah, I do it all the time. I love it.
Well, sad songs say
Fantastic.
so much.
Yeah.
Sad songs say so much. Not a one-hit wonder. Plenty of hits. Here's two other parts I really like. Specifically when she sings it. But
Is that
Yeah, it's
Aaron
almost-
Neville doing
she kind of sounds like
Barry Gibbs?
I did a terrible version of it, but I like what her voice does.
It's so authentic. and you feel like she's about to start crying.
Right, exactly.
And then you're like, hey, you're crying, bitch. I'm crying.
And then one thing I really love in the Prince version of the song, which don't count in voting, but like it's so good.
Right.
When he tears into all the flowers that you planted, mama.
Yeah.
In the backyard.
I love when he
It's
throws
so
it.
good.
You're like, oh, that was just for us.
Just for us.
Mhm.
Ooh, thanks, Daddy.
God, right, exactly. One from Daddy. It's
I miss
so.
him.
What happened to him? Prince Dan. Prince Dan.
Passed on. He's having tons of sex in the sky now instead of on.
Nothing compares to
I feel
you.
like when he was alive, he was having tons of sex.
Oh
Not
yeah,
saying, yeah,
I
yeah.
was
I feel like
once
he
at
just
the,
couldn't handle
the Hotel Marmont. Marmont? Is that what
Chateau
it's called?
Marmont.
Chateau Marmont.
Yeah.
When he came in, without a word, they just kicked everyone out. They were like, he needs all of this space.
Yeah,
That's
Leave.
awesome.
What? Because
That's
he,
like
and he
other
had
famous
literally like
people and stuff,
50
too.
women with him and no one else.
Yo.
He's gonna fuck every single
Lifestyle,
girl
wow.
in this group, and they all know about it, and they're all okay with
They're
it.
probably
I would
doing
be the
some
best.
new shit like post fucking.
That's
Yeah.
what I'm saying.
Yeah,
I don't
fuck
even know
Prince.
what's going on.
Immediately, you're like, oh, he's on another dimension. He's in the 5th dimension.
I wonder if he puts it in flaccid just because he's already achieved
Probably.
and like he's a little older.
He's like, I like to come to fruition inside. of me."
Inside, yeah.
Oh my god, like a flower bloom.
Yeah.
Well, some
Yes.
flowers bloom, some carrots grow underground, and that's him.
I'm so sorry, I don't understand that
Like a
metaphor.
flower blooms above the ground, but a carrot blooms beneath.
So it's the
They try to
carrot the dick?
that ass.
yeah,
Yes.
and the soil is the vagina.
It gets hard in
Sure.
there.
So the carrot grows
And
in
the
the soil.
flower
It's a
of the
tuber.
carrot is what?
He's got kind of a tuber.
Pubic hair.
It's like
Penis.
breaking.
Green
it's like
lettucey
baking
pubic
a
hair.
brownie.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
You put it in wet and
Yeah.
kind of sloppy,
Okay.
and then it comes
Yes.
alive in the oven.
At the
believe-
Chateau Marmont.
Okay.
History will look back on this metaphor and smile.
I'm glad you believe that.
Right there at the Chateau Marmont.
Right there at the chateau. Nothing compares to you, Sean Jordan. It is time for your second pick. So
Oh man, this is so tricky. So,
These are all very good.
these were good so far.
I'm gonna wreck it.
and this is a personal one for me because this is just kind of what I tried to do with my life. But I'm gonna pick "Don't Worry, Be Happy" by Bobby McFerrin.
I was gonna pick that motherfucker. Fuck, man.
You were gonna pick it too.
Adjust the levels
God
again.
I
damn it.
almost picked it just now.
Levels getting adjusted.
I love that song.
It is so good.
Because it says what I want to say
That's
all the
true.
time.
It is
It's
a
just
way
like,
more used song.
Really try to not worry. And
So not
try
as
to
a,
be happy.
not as a novelty. You're like, I
I
I
fuck
used
love
to,
this
that was
song.
one of my first favorite songs when I was
Yeah.
a little kid.
Me
Yeah,
too,
me
man.
too. I
Sue
used to
Carmel's
Yeah.
listening to this right now.
Saint,
Sorry about that carrot
Saint
metaphor.
Sue Carmel.
Yeah, Saint
Sorry
Sue
about that
Carmel. Sorry
carrot.
about that carrot thing, but she's listening.
Your mom's
to
name is Sue?
Sorry
Sue
about that
Carmel.
carrot.
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
so sorry.
Yeah.
Sue.
But she'll tell you that's one of my first favorite songs.
That it's because if you listen, I mean, if you listen to lyrics, it's just don't worry, be happy. It's awesome. It's so nice. It's so peppy. It's so happy.
The video is
Walk
fun.
down the street, like it's like when a cartoon bird would land on your real life shoulder.
And the
That kind of a
whistling.
song.
The whistling gets me.
Yeah.
All that stuff has happened to me too. My rent's late right now, and they're gonna litigate.
They're gonna litigate.
What to do about it? I'm drowning.
Well, don't worry, because
be happy.
sometimes when there's trouble, if you worry, you make it double.
That's what I've heard.
Yeah, you don't want to think about that late fee. Robert McFerrin, dude, that guy, and he did like all the beats for all that stuff too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then he killed himself, right?
What?
Well,
No, he did?
he's a.
That's got to be an urban legend.
If I remember correct, he's a professor at the U of M.
Now?
Yeah, I think.
These
Well,
are
I don't know if he's
drastically
retired or
different
not.
timelines.
No, he's dead, right?
He's not even
No.
dead. He's
He's
gotta be
alive.
Is he?
Yeah. I think after that
Who's
song,
dead?
like he, a lot of people,
Prince.
dog.
Who
Prince
killed
is
himself?
dead.
Where am I?
I mean, through the use of heroin, Bradley Noel from Sublime.
Okay.
Yeah.
Did you pick him?
No, that's somebody who killed himself. No, he's got like he did like a dope TED talk or something like that.
Yeah.
Bobby? Oh, Bob?
Bob
Yeah.
McFerrin.
Robert?
Robbie Mickey Fee.
Robbie McPhee.
Polyphonic overtone singer.
Alright.
That's one of the
Alright.
things
I
Okay.
yeah. I
that had a
swear.
cool music video too.
Yeah, the music video was great.
I forget the video. What was it?
Just
God,
he was
he did
wearing a
the-
tuxedo, walking
Yeah.
around doing 80s stuff.
Sounds
It was
dope.
very 80s.
Walking
It
around
was-
doing 80s.
It was similar to the Call Me Al video.
Pointing at a
It was
synthesizer.
similar to the Call Me
Yeah.
Out video.
Yeah.
He also did the theme song for the Cosby Show, which never existed.
He did the theme song?
Yeah. Yeah,
Oh, there
that
were no
show
words.
existed.
Which
Yeah.
one?
The
There was a lot of Cosby Show theme songs.
he did one of them. I don't know.
Because there was like the
glossed over it.
street one, like the.
Oh, season 4.
I don't know which
just season 4.
Yeah, that was one of the.
Oh, here's some crazy shit. Did you know "Don't Worry, Be Happy" was George H.W. Bush's presidential election campaign song?
I did know that,
I
and
could
he
do this.
stopped playing it touring after that.
Really?
He never played it again
Bobby
touring.
McFerrin didn't?
Yeah.
So what did he play to?
That's a question for the other
He just went
hits
on tour.
here.
Yo,
So
I'd be
that-
so pissed.
That's where the
would
TED
too.
Talk
Bro.
came about. He wasn't supposed to do a TED Talk, but he's like, well, I gotta do something. And I can't play.
Freak out. Bro,
I
I
just
paid
wrote that
$80.
toxic shit.
My fucking wife is here, dog.
He won 10 Grammys.
For that
Yeah.
song?
Because for
no,
1 year
just
they
for-
didn't worry and they were fucking happy.
Just in general.
Did he have other hits though? I feel like he maybe had other.
No.
Jazz vocal. Not mainstream hits. I think this counts as a one-hit wonder.
Okay.
Because all his other shit was
yeah,
like
let's
jazz
fucking-
vocal arrangements.
No, we don't
Yeah,
want
that's
that.
a
We
lot.
want "Don't Worry, Be Happy."
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not picking a jazz vocal arrangement. That didn't make me forget about my troubles.
No.
No, it just made me think deeper.
Great. Don't Worry, Be Happy's a great pick.
I appreciate it.
I
Thank
really
you so
like
much.
it. Fuck, man, I really wanted that one.
Yeah,
I
that
thought I was
was.
gonna be able
That
to
was a
make that the
burn.
candle on my cake.
Because I got like.
That's what I was gonna do with Sinead.
Yeah.
I was gonna be like, and sometimes I'm not stoked all the time. And I was gonna pick
Oh, you
Sinead
got a narrative.
O'Connor.
I'm sorry to
That's
have interrupted
exactly
it.
what I was gonna do.
Today's episode of All Fantasy Everything is brought to you by Mack Weldon. Mack Weldon, it's better than whatever you're wearing right now. And normally, you know, I would read that because they paid for an ad on the show, and I'd say it. But like, I am legit. First of all, I'm in Florida right now. I'm not even in the studio, so if this sounds weird, that's why. And I am in Florida, visiting my grandparents for Passover, wearing my ass some Mack Weldon underwear and shorts. They're like these soft, sort of cottony. I don't want to get the name of the fabric wrong, but it's so comfortable. It's legit. It's legit way better than whatever you're wearing, probably, unless you're also wearing Mack Weldon, and then you know it's just as good as whatever you're wearing. Now I got stuff only for my lower body. That was just sort of the mood I was in when I went over to Mack Weldon. But they make a bunch of stuff. They make underwear, socks, shirts, undershirts, hoodies, sweatpants, and they have a line of silver underwear, which I actually got that are naturally they eliminate odor is what they do, and they're just like super legit. I'm not even gonna keep reading the script-ish sort of talking points they gave me. Matt, I am going to, when I get back to LA, literally spend my own money on Mack Weldon because I like this underwear so much. Also, the lady in my life made fun of my underwear, which are these I was wearing some like Under Armour stretchy blue underwear before this, and then I showed up the other day in the Mack Weldons, and she was very impressed, complimented me on them, and said that's how a grown up man should dress. So I got shamed on my non-Mack Weldon underwear and praised on my Mack Weldon underwear. So I mean that's going to be the life I live from here on out. Hanging out in Florida, eating gefilte fish for dinner every single night, wearing Mack Weldon underwear. If you want to get in the Mack Weldon train too, go to MackWeldon.com and get 20% off using promo code ALLFANTASY. Again, that's 20% off using the promo code ALLFANTASY. All right, enjoy the episode.
I don't know if you guys remember this. I don't know how old everyone is in the room.
I'm 14.
You're
You're
14.
35.
Yes, 14.
So this song I listened to when I was 14. It was by a group called 3LW.
Oh, hell yeah!
yes.
Three Little Women.
And the song No More. You remember that song?
How did it go?
You could, you will, or you won't, you might, on your own.
Oh yeah.
No more, baby, I'ma do it right. You don't remember that song?
Yes, I do, but I can't.
And there's the rapping part where the girl says, "But that was last year, boy, in the 8th grade."
Holy shit.
Little Women,
They
like
were-
age-wise.
But I was in 8th grade too.
Yeah.
So I'd watch the video and I'd be like, man, these
Some
dudes
real
in New
life
York are
right
so
there.
fucking cool.
These girls are out there living life.
Yeah, they were driving and like it's like kind of auto-tuney. Like if you
Yeah.
listen to her voice, and she's just driving, looking out the window, and she's like,
And
getting a little tired of your broken promises.
That part I
And she
remember a lot.
has the tiniest list.
I remember
Yeah,
that
she has
part
a little
lot.
list.
Yeah. I'm gonna look up the lyrics.
That was my favorite part of that is that I'm like, you have a little list, and you're like, I'm gonna say the first line with two S's. and I'm going hard in the paint.
Yeah, that
Fuck it.
song was like, and it used to be like, it was like, I remember riding the bus and me and my friends would make fun of like that song and like Lil Romeo's song, but I fucking love that song.
This one is called No More.
Yeah, no
I'm just
more.
trying to look up the
Baby,
lyrics.
I do wonder though
That's
if
one on the
Play Is
Spotify
Gonna
list.
Play was marginally more popular.
No way.
You
Play
know
is
what
gonna play. Haters think of
That
no
ain't got
way.
nothing to do.
I remember this
You
video.
think
Now
so?
that I'm looking
I
at the
don't
video
know.
too.
Just food for thought.
I remember having a crush on all. God, that's disgusting. But yeah,
No, because you were a
when I was
kid.
a child. I
Yeah,
mean,
I was a kid.
I was young.
Like, I was in 8th grade.
I
So
was
she was like,
18.
that was last year. I was like, she's talking to me.
Didn't these girls become the Cheetah Girls, or am I crazy?
No, I don't think they did anything.
Didn't they become
one
the
of them
what?
is a cheetah girl. One of them is a cheetah girl.
Adrian Bello.
Yeah, she, the Rob Kardashian.
What are cheetah girls?
And the Keely Williams girl made that single that was so raunchy about fucking.
Yeah. Well, you asked me.
Oh, that one song about fucking.
Oh, that
one.
one that one
That's
person
recently,
liked.
the one that started-
Also, Cheetah Girls hit Disney Channel movie.
Oh hell yeah!
Okay,
Raven Simone, you may have heard of her.
I have heard of a one Raven Simone. Sure.
One not black Raven Simone.
Damn, when you go to 3LW's Wikipedia page, the associated acts are the Cheetah Girls, and then Lil Wayne and Jermaine Dupri.
Oh,
Jermaine
Loon.
Dupri.
Jermaine Dupri.
Loon?
Loon.
They shouldn't. Why did you let him around a guy named Lou?
I don't know. Keep those girls away from Loon.
Oh, that I might have just
Lamar
thought.
Hawkins.
The
I might
one,
have just
if
thought
you
of
watch,
another one.
if you watch the video now, it is like too sexual.
Oh no.
It's like a, you're like, because I still love the song. Like, it pops in my video road sometimes.
Okay.
But, like, you'll just be like, why are they making these little girls dance?
Because they were probably all like 16, right?
She said
Eighth
last
grade.
year in the 8th grade.
Yeah, that's a little fucked up.
Yeah, it was weird.
That's extremely fucked up. Even if they're 16, it's still like pretty fucked up.
Although you guys, if we really go back here, like Baby One More Time,
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah.
That
she
song
was, like,
totally
17.
gross.
Yeah.
like, and we were like, yeah, okay, but she was a child.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
I was childless, so I was cool.
Yeah, I
No,
was-
we
I was
we
also a
were,
child.
Oh, we were, right? Except
We're
for
all
you're 47.
I'm 47, but I was acting like a child.
Yeah, it's
I
okay.
paid embezzled money
You're
to go see
mentally
her at
22.
a concert.
It's okay.
47 in the streets, 23 in the sheets.
Still not legal.
That was like during the acronym era of
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah, SWV.
SWV,
Oh, Sisters with
3LW,
Voices, get outta
TLC.
TLC. Oh.
Tanya let that.
That was
Touch Up.
that was during TLC's comeback, the Unpretty. era,
Unpretty.
Which what a good video. I used to think I was
So
so
good.
deep.
And also the message.
Yeah.
I remember being like, "What's a weave?"
Oh,
You know what?
we had that shit all throughout the house.
We're so snarky now, like because we're all adults who like are experiencing media meant for children. Like today, that Pepsi thing, that Pepsi commercial came out with Kendall Jenner in it.
Yeah.
When we're recording this, and where it's like this protest that she solves with a Pepsi, and it's corny as fuck. It's awful. It's awful, right? It's hacky. But like maybe if you're a kid, you're like, oh yeah, we're not that different.
Yeah.
We all like Pepsi.
But I'm
Maybe.
sorry, okay, you know what? Is it the cops in that message? It's like, cops are people too. Do we need to know that?
Is that the message of it?
I don't know the message.
Oh.
Maybe it's
And I'm a
awful.
grown ass
It's
woman,
awful.
so I don't
I
know.
know it's
seen this
awful.
yet.
It's awful as an adult.
But would we have liked it as kids?
Would we have liked the Unpretty video as adults? If we were
That's
like,
a
Because
good
it's really
question.
corny.
it's
so
corny.
corny.
That's what I'm saying.
It's like you're just even the waterfalls videos now you're like.
But we were
yeah,
so
he had
limited
AIDS.
by like
I don't
know.
CGI.
Yeah,
You probably
too.
should have just.
I used to think it was sex. I used to think the 3 letters that took him to his final resting place were sex. They kind of were, but it was
it
HIV.
was 3LW.
I just remember
3LW
everybody.
took him
I remember being a kid and thinking like, why does nobody shut the fuck up about AIDS?
Or what if TLC?
Like
Yeah,
took him to
everybody
his
was
final
talking about
resting
AIDS.
place?
We were.
I remember
Yeah.
thinking like, I don't know anybody who has AIDS.
Yeah.
This
but
isn't my
everybody's yelling
problem.
about AIDS all the time.
They were really yelling at the kids.
Yeah, and I was like, I'm not fucking.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna get it.
The least of my concerns right now.
Is AIDS.
Yeah.
I haven't touched a butt, dog. Leave me alone. Yeah, man. I was not. Yeah, it just 90s kids. We had to hear so much.
We
about
really
fucking
did.
AIDS.
Drugs and AIDS, man. We really had to pay for the sins of our elders on
We
that
did.
one.
We had the
Truly.
wackest like. Everybody just told us not to do drugs.
Yeah.
And or
Truly.
get AIDS.
Truly.
Everybody.
Dana was such a whack program.
Oh
it
my
was like,
god, dude.
marijuana is bad and so is heroin, and they're bad the same way.
You ever
And
think
they're
about
like-
that cop? He had to come to school
Yes.
and tell these kids that weed is bad?
Yeah.
Like,
you knew.
I actually thought until I was like 15 that weed was gonna turn me into that guy in that video they made us watch, where he's
Totally.
like, "I smoked weed one time, and I got what
Yeah.
anymore."
Right, exactly. Yeah.
I mean,
And you're like, "Oh, if I smoke a weed, that'll be me."
Even one
if I
weed.
smoke a weed.
Yeah.
I remember being so scared of weed too because, like, I went to shitty schools, so there were kids who were smoking weed.
Yeah.
And they'd be like, let's smoke. I'd hear kids talk about smoking a bowl. I'd be like, they're gonna smoke a fucking cereal.
Yeah, I thought it so too. I thought it was like a giant bowl of weed.
Like, they're gonna smoke a whole fucking bowl.
I thought they just lit the bowl on fire and just breathed it in.
Yeah, that's what it feels like.
I bet you some kids.
Sweat lodge ritual.
I'd love to see the amount of kids that did shit like that, where they're like, they didn't know how to smoke a
Smoke a
bowl,
bowl,
so they just filled a bowl up with weed and threw a match, and they're like,
These
fireplace.
kids are millionaires? Where the fuck they get all that weed?
First time I ever smoked weed, I blew into the bong instead of
Yeah.
I blew into it instead of sucking in.
And you just hope
And it
no
was
one
an
noticed?
Aquafina bomb. No, Michael Vicente punched me in my motherfucking chest. And he was like a man. I was a boy.
Michael Vicente.
Michael Vicente. He was like.
He sounds like a
He
man.
was. I was 13, so he must have been 17. Already had a naked lady tattoo. And he punched me straight in my shit. So hard.
Did it traumatize you off weed forever?
No, quite the opposite.
No, it did not.
He got beat in.
Yeah, I got jumped into the game.
That was the first day of the rest of his life.
3LW with the second pick. What's the third pick gonna be?
I'm just gonna sing it. Can you tell me? No, you can, but you don't want. You know what I'm talking about?
No, I don't.
Bop,
Oh!
bop, bop, bop,
That was a good one.
David, no, talk about no.
So many relationships in life.
Yes! Oh my God! Yo!
The
That
levels-
made me so happy.
The levels again for the third time. This is the most heated we've ever
Only
got.
one or two will last.
Oh man, that song was so
I remember.
It,
good.
can't
It's
believe I
still.
forgot that.
I
That's
listened to it
such a
this
good
morning.
song.
It still works.
It's so it does work. Every time you hear it, you're like,
because
yo.
you know why? There are no words in the chorus.
There's
so that,
no
that
words.
moment where you're like, oh fuck, I forgot some of these words.
Yeah.
Nope. Just make any sound. You're right.
Yeah. even even now, I'm trying to think of the lyrics, and I'm just singing on Pretty, but it works.
Oh, does
Look
it
at
like
the
I'm
mirror,
pretty?
who's in right there? And I don't even know. And then it comes back to.
It's right. It sounds right.
Can you tell me? No, you can't. No, you can't. You know what I mean?
They were so dope.
That
And
was.
like the thing is, two of them couldn't sing at all.
One of
The
them-
one little cutie
Was it
one
the
couldn't sing.
little
Michael
one you could
Jackson
sing?
voice.
He had a
Yeah.
little Michael Jackson voice, and the
And
other
he had
two.
rollerblades.
Oh, and
in
he
the
was
video.
so hot.
Rollerblades
He
were
was
new.
so hot. I had him
What?
all over my binder. Zach.
Rollerblades? Fuck outta here.
That song was like so infectious.
That was the first time
Still
that
is.
I thought a guy was a girl, and I was.
Were
I
you into
told
it?
my
Were you
friends.
into it?
I told my friends that the lead singer of Hanson, I was like, that girl's super attractive, like really good looking. I told my mom, and my mom's like, I think that's a little boy. I'm like, there is no way that's a little boy. And I
How
thought I
old
was
were you?
Well, let's be honest and find out,
I think
because
it
I
was
was a
like
little
97.
too old.
Is that too old?
No, I feel like it was
right.
right. You think it was?
95?
97 feels about right? No?
I was thinking 94.
Oh shit, that's too young, right?
I'm trying to get on the wiki right now, but I
About
guarantee I was
97.
97.
I cannot believe I guessed that.
So I was 16, and I thought.
And you were like, she's cute.
And I thought that little boy was pretty hot.
Also, she was 8. So
God, that's fuck.
That's a little fucked up.
That kind of feels like 2 L's. You caught 2 L's on that one.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
did.
he did.
Hey, you know,
Didn't
this thing
even
about
notice.
being old now is I'm honest.
Yeah, that's the.
Yeah, I can't fault you for that.
You can be
Yeah.
honest. When I was 16, I had a crush on an 8-year-old boy. Is what you guys are telling me?
Yeah.
I feel like a lot of people took that.
You
I
know-
think that happened to a lot of people.
I didn't
Maybe-
act on it.
And
I
you know
didn't
what?
do
Now
anything.
that you're older, that age difference is okay.
Now we can be in love.
You could. I saw him at Black Cat and Silver Lake the other day.
Is his name Sam?
Zach.
Zach.
Well,
Okay.
as I recall, there were 3 of them. I might be getting their names mixed up.
Just check your tattoo. So
They
I'm
like-
Sunset Boulevard.
they look
Alright,
the
I
same,
remember that
right?
place. Yeah.
You recognize
They
them?
look the same.
They look exactly
They look
the same.
exactly
Aren't they
the same.
Mormon or something?
They're weirdly religious, yeah.
Yeah, it's some strange.
Did you know the Dust Brothers produced that song?
Who?
The Dust Brothers.
Who is that?
They did like music for Fight
Couple
Club.
actually twins.
Yeah.
Wait,
They're like
they produced-
Aphex Twin kind of.
We produced the Mormon Boys?
Yes.
Hanson?
Han Solo.
For a long time, I thought Hanson Soda was named after them. I was a little kid.
That would have been a good turn.
Yeah, that
that's
would've
like the
been-
original 50 Cent with vitamin water.
They should have
Right.
made that move.
They should have made
They'd
that
still
one.
be around today.
I would have bought it more. Because I was like, I like those boys. I want that soda.
They were like, yeah, everybody loved them.
I like those boys. I want that soda.
They
But
were-
you know what?
Girls
I
were
wonder
crying about them.
How much attention, like, how many records did they sell for the wrong reasons? You know what I mean?
Mad rap. You mean like the weird dudes?
Yeah. Like,
Weird
who
dudes
was,
in
like, who
those
went to those
bands.
concerts is what I want to know.
Yeah,
feel-
a lot of
I
And
people.
men
feel
that weren't allowed to be there.
My daughter
probably.
went to the mosh pit or whatever that happened.
The Hanson
The
mosh
Hanson
pit.
mosh pit.
They all
Yeah.
just braided each other's hair.
Yeah.
pieces, you know,
Right, like
just
we've
wrapped
been.
around.
Yeah.
Oh, didn't they have the toy that did that
Yep.
for you?
And
Remember that?
I had it, and I lost a lot of hair to that guy.
Yeah,
I
what?
bet
It's
it
like a
just
spinning fork for your hair.
Yeah,
It was
like you're
not-
twisting up spaghetti noodles or something.
Yeah, it was like that scene in Little Mermaid where she just like tousles her hair, except like on steroids, just jamming it in there.
That would be the worst.
Are they making a live action Little Mermaid yet?
You know, good question.
They should be.
Get on it, big
I
Maybe
just I
that's
don't
the
remember
next
that movie at all.
episode,
Harvey
Live
Firestein said he'd play
Ursula, I heard that.
Harvey Firestein.
Can you imagine?
Play Ursula.
Can you
Poor
imagine?
unfortunate soul.
I would watch it just for him. I don't. You could have
I
someone
love
I
that guy.
hate, the most like just grossest person playing Ariel. I would still see it.
Yeah,
That'd be
yeah.
fantastic.
Yeah. Emma Stone will play it.
Come on,
That's
she
what
can't
happened.
sing though.
Fine with me.
They don't care.
She can't sing all her way to an Oscar. Is that the right Emma?
That's the one.
La.
Not the other Emma that's also in theaters and can't sing.
Lala.
Also doing Disney.
Yeah, right. Yeah. I knew there were two.
That mustache is really
Ian Caramel.
Going right to the brain.
I knew there was a couple of them.
Frankly, I knew there were two. I couldn't remember which was which. Seems like a brain thing issue.
Hanson?
Way back in the day, like early South by '95. That's where they got signed.
South by.
They were playing at South by. That's
Was
crazy
that
to
the
think
same
about.
year that the Real World was at South by Southwest?
It was
Oh,
like
that feels
95,
right.
so maybe.
That feels so right.
Wait, the Real World, they worked there? Or
Yeah,
that was
yeah,
the,
they
Like
worked.
as the
That's
house
the first
job.
time. Yeah.
that was
That's
their
the
job
first
to
time I
work
ever-
at South by?
Yeah.
I would love that
I was
job.
gonna find a fun
Those
job for
dickheads
the
got it.
house.
Yeah.
God.
Like t-shirt store.
Mm-hmm.
Bob was dope. Fantastic pick there.
Thank you.
John Jordan, it's time for your third pick.
Swinging it on back around.
Yeah, Serpentine. So my third pick is going to be Closing Time by Semisonic.
Nice.
Oh man, that song is really fun.
Is it?
I love that song.
Are you out on that song? I love that song.
These all speak to parts of my life. Like when I first got that cherry Ford Probe that we were talking about earlier.
Okay.
That Semisonic was like one of the radio songs, and I would just hear it all the time because I could go drive around at night, and that song was on the radio, so I just constantly think about it. And I love that song. I absolutely
Do you
love
still
that song.
love it to
I
this
still
day?
absolutely
And
think
if you
it's a great
hadn't
song.
had that memory, would you like it?
Yes. I mean,
Hmm.
well, that's hard to say. That's hard to
Every
say.
new beginning comes from some other beginning's end.
Oh, it's
It's
true.
a thing to think about.
You know, every time a door shuts, another one opens. You know
I
what I
feel
mean?
like bars just ruined that song for me.
Yeah.
That's why I like it.
Why are you at bars at 2 a.m.?
Because I'm so cool and 14.
Try to get home by
It's hard to read the Bible at the bars. Why I don't like to be there a lot.
low
Yeah,
light.
exactly.
All the noise and the the light. Although I do like to read the Bible at candlelight, so
Oh, that
it's
is
weird.
nice. Yeah.
You know, but that just makes it more authentic.
It is. They definitely. Everybody thinks they're very clever playing it, like last song. in the
Yeah,
Rapid
you're like,
Bar.
okay, we get it. You can just turn the lights on and kick us out.
But I like it for that reason
But-
because it means I'll be having Taco Bell soon.
Yeah.
True.
Right?
So
it's like the
true.
siren call of the Taco Bell drive-thru.
I mean, also, it gets me when I'm like real hammered at last call and it comes on. I'm just like, yeah, that's right, sing it.
You know what? That's
Yeah.
true.
You know what I mean?
It's
It really
better
does.
to me than when they turn the lights out and they grab your drink, like, get the fuck out, loser.
Yeah.
And you're like, play Closing Time and
Yeah,
give me 5
don't
minutes
ease
to
me
leave.
into
you know?
Yeah. Don't cut
Dip my feet in the
music.
bathtub. Don't throw me in the
I
fucking
hate when they
boiling water.
turn the lights on.
Oh,
Blast them.
that is the worst.
I see how much I've been
They do
sweating
that a
all
lot
night.
in LA, especially. They're
Yeah,
like, we're getting the fuck out of here.
Yeah, and you're like, ugh.
I really haven't
I was
been.
trying to drink in this dark room.
Yeah.
I haven't closed a lot of bars down in LA.
Really?
We've closed down the old
We closed down.
Roost a few
We
times.
We're
closed
usually a
down the
little tore up by
Roost.
that point.
Popcorn, though.
Yeah, no, it's dope.
I got the popcorn chicken last time. People were hating.
What?
I had some.
I wasn't. I was
Who makes a
eating.
popcorn
Malloy
chicken?
was hating in front of the program.
Friend of the program,
Friend of the
like,
program.
oh, he's prone to hating on stuff.
I was
though.
like telling him, I was like, they got spicy ketchup. What else do you
That
want?
I mean, we love him for it, but he's prone to
But
hate.
do they play closing time?
You can play it if
Honestly,
you want to
I've
on the
been
jukebox.
so shithoused every time. I get real drunk. It's just a good party.
David drinks Cutty Sark whenever we go there.
Oh,
You know what
yeah.
Cutty Sark is?
No?
It's like gasoline that with like a whiskey label on it.
No thanks.
It's
It's
Go ahead,
pretty
hard
good.
pass.
so buck.
Oh, you
yeah.
mean the
Pass.
smooth, refreshing blend of Cutty Sark? I'm the unofficial.
It even
spokesman.
sounds like you're
I think
saying
you mean
something that has shit in
Squarespace.
it. Cuddy
Yeah.
Sart?
Cutty Sark.
Sark.
Way too close to shirt and fart for me.
Sure.
Yeah, no, it's not good, but
Farty shirt.
Yeah,
fart.
fart,
I'm
shitty
really
fart.
trying. I'm really pushing this. I'm not that great.
I'm
You
gonna
know what
order
saying?
a shitty fart
I'm
next
rough
time
on
I'm
the
You
there.
don't need it.
Go down
What do you
smooth.
deserve anyway? Fuck it.
Yeah, let me be a
The
Cutty.
next time you're there, order a shot of shitty fart and see what they bring you, because that's what they'll bring you.
They're
Yeah.
gonna bring
Just
me
say a
Cuddy
real
They'll be like, oh, you meant Cuddy Sark?
I could order a shot of ass. They'd still just bring me
Or it sounds like a really shitty Game of Thrones character.
Cuddy Sark.
Like Ned
Cuddy
Stark
Sark.
and Cuddy Sark.
Cuddy Sark does, what is it? I assume it's a ship, a Cuddy Sark?
Yeah, Cuddy Sark's a ship.
Yeah.
Or it's like a Cuddy cuddle fish. Like
3
relative.
more.
Cuddy
It's
Sark.
also great because in San Francisco,
crying rapping
Cuddy
shark.
is like slang for grimy.
What?
Oh, is it really?
What is
Yeah,
Silicon
yeah,
Valley Bros doing up
I'm gonna get
there?
some Cuddy.
Cuddy.
Oh, no,
They
I'm
used to
talking
do.
about- I'm talking about like the Filipino teens with rat tails.
Oh, got like the mission.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, got it.
Yeah, they
Now
used
it's
to
a
get
different
bugged.
thing.
Yeah, it's a whole different thing.
They ain't Cuddy up there anymore.
It gets Cuddy up there.
Wait,
It gets
You
Cuddy.
still get some little Cuddy.
It's cotton.
Yeah.
I still have mixed feelings about that.
Damn, I want to do this rap
Teach
for
their
10
own.
rounds.
See, what?
Yeah, I know. There's so
Teach
much.
their own.
I know, that's what I'm saying. I'm going through all these, and I want to make a huge fat list, but I'm also trying to get like different flavors in.
So is it? Are we going for like who has the best curated playlist? Is that like how you would measure these against each
That's
other?
kind of- what I'm doing
Because
for
then I
me.
really fucking
Although at least yours opens, right?
Yeah.
Sean Jordan, you just made your third pick. Closing Time by Semisonic.
Yep, although that should have been my last pick, because it doesn't sound like you guys were going to pick it. What a good way to close on. But
It's a good one.
I
True.
appreciate it.
It made me really want to pick the something next, but I don't think I will.
I'm pulling audibles now because
I am
it's-
too. I'm trying.
I got
All
a
right.
couple. Actually,
Spontaneous banner fucked me up.
Yeah,
I'm gonna pick something that I don't think anyone else was gonna pick, but that I feel like I gotta have.
don't be sure. What do you got?
Lord Tariq and Peter Guns.
Are you kidding me? Yes. Fucking kidding me, bro.
Right here. Look where it says Lord Tariq and Peter
Oh,
Guns.
Lord
on my
Tariq
list.
and Peter Gunn.
Yes.
God
Yeah.
damn it! I thought I was
Yeah.
so slick.
So did I. I wrote it down at your crib while we're watching fucking.
I wrote it down. We probably wrote it down in similar times.
Meanwhile, I have literally no idea what you guys are even saying.
It's called, the song's called Deja Vu.
Yeah,
Uptown
Uptown.
Anthem.
I've never heard of
Do
it.
y'all dudes got crazy game, but out of town niggas is all the same. People out of Queens got the shit on lock. Strapped with a gat running up in your spot.
But if it wasn't for the Bronx,
That shit probably never would be going on. So tell me where you from.
Uptown, baby.
Uptown,
Uptown,
baby.
so like
We
Bruno
get
Mars.
down, baby.
Not what?
Excuse yourself. Bruno
Julio!
Mars.
No,
That song.
I'm just guessing.
Bruno Mars.
Damn it! I can't.
Bruno fucking Mars.
I mean, come on.
He's in my crew, but that's neither here nor there.
Uptown Funk, am I wrong?
It you are. It samples a Steely Dan song.
It does sample.
Black Cow.
Now I'm listening. Now I'm listening.
It was such a weird song.
What year did this come out?
It's gotta be like 98 or something.
How did I
I
miss
think the idiot
this?
thought we weren't
Oh,
gonna
right,
pick
because
it.
I'm from the whitest island in the world.
Oh, that's right.
Maybe
They might
that's
not,
how.
but they used to play it on Cube 93.
It was on everything.
Cube! Oh, I miss it every
Who
day.
doesn't?
Yeah, I don't know how I missed that.
It
That
was,
was on my boombox every day.
such a good song. I assumed we'd be hearing a lot more from those guys, but we really didn't.
Peter Guns is on Love and Hip Hop.
Oh, is he?
Yeah, he's a part of the Creep Squad with this guy Rich Dollars.
Is it something called the Creep Squad?
Yeah, well,
Don't like that.
98 is when that came
Can
out.
you
when
tell me
Deja
the
Vu
name
came
of this
out.
artist again?
Lord
Peter
Tariq and
Guns?
Peter Guns.
Peter
There's
Guns.
two dudes.
Is Lord a real lord?
No,
No.
he's not a part of the British gentry.
Of the Sound View Tariqs.
Yeah.
Okay, sure.
That's so funny, David. Whatever have you, I'm from Soundview.
I also love on that song that he's like talking about all the cool shit he does, and he says, "And I love sex."
Yeah.
Yeah.
I push a Lex, I rock a Rolex, and I love sex. Oh.
Oh,
He
okay.
does,
Does
though.
he?
Yeah.
He has a bunch of kids now.
Oh,
Tell you
so
what,
he
both
did
these dudes
indeed
in this
love it.
video have on leather baseball outfits.
Nope.
Yeah.
Somebody
You know what? I was on board with the sex line, and I'm back off board.
Leather
I love his
baseball
baseball
outfits.
outfits.
Big
And
Pun is in the video.
The video
Okay,
takes
okay.
place. They're both like Bronx, New York Yankee type dudes.
Yeah.
Somebody pointed this out on Twitter. I forget who, but my bad. Whoever it is, shout out to you. The video's clearly shot in Shea Stadium in Queens. They
Really?
couldn't get into New York. They couldn't get
Oh,
into
that's
Yankee
hilarious.
Stadium.
That's hilarious.
So they're in like Queens, New York.
How
shooting
did
this,
somebody
like,
point
Yankee
that out on
thing.
Twitter?
I just saw it in the feed.
Okay, I was gonna be like, somebody.
It comes
That
up
means you were
more
talking
than
about
you
Lord
think.
Tariq and Peter Guns at a different point.
I have a private feed that you guys are blocked on.
Here, I'm trying to find pictures of the video to show you.
It's such a good song.
Is it?
It is a good ass song. That, like, if you walk into a house party and that song
That's
starts
Peter
playing,
Guns. He's the one who says, "I love sex."
If I played 45 seconds of that song at a dance party, you'd be stoked.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It just starts off. It's got the good starting to get like everyone out there be like, oh, I remember this song, and then you get out, and then it drops. It drops so hard the beat fucking knocks. It's a
You
good
know, I'm
song.
imagining it, and it sounds fun.
You should. If you listen
It's
to a
pretty
song
good.
after this, listen to that one. It is.
Okay.
You fucking
That's
shake your jet
Lord,
ski all day. It is a
Lord,
good one.
Lord,
Feel good
Harris,
about getting that
Harris,
pick out.
Peter
And
Gunn.
Peter Gunn.
That was
Peter
so,
Gunn.
yeah, I had it on a sleep, and I didn't want to do it. After you did Nothing Compares to Me, I was like, oh, I might gotta chill on
Yeah, that was
this
gonna
read.
get picked.
I'm on an emotional roller coaster over here.
Oh,
Shit.
shit.
You are.
Neil Brado.
boy.
Brado.
I'm so conflicted. Like, part of me just wants to go rogue and choose like "Happy Birthday" or something, but I actually
Oh,
I hate that song though. So you guys
plus, that
take
was
it.
Elton John who wrote it, so.
Happy
Who wrote the
Birthday.
black one?
Oh, happy Stevie Wonder.
I just
did
found
you
out
write
that there was a Black Happy
Birthday
Birthday song no less than a year ago. I didn't know that. Yeah, I didn't know there was a
I was
difference.
say some shit like Happy Born Day and Rest in Power.
Yeah, Rest in Paradise, like the R.I. and then P for whatever it is.
Yeah.
Rest in Puff Daddy.
Yeah, I didn't overstand that until about a year ago.
Okay, guys, buckety fuck. I think I have to go with one that like that affected me in a big way, and that is "Hit 'Em Up" style.
Oh,
Hey, lady,
Blue Cantrell. Does a man wanna get buck wild? Just go back and hit 'em up style.
That song is
We've talked
That
about
song
that
is
on here.
awesome.
Ian
That
picked her
song-
for one of his divas, I think.
No
No, I
way,
talked about
Blue.
Oh, you
Blue
talked about it.
Cantrell.
Okay.
Yeah, Blue Cantrell.
That song, man. Okay, I obviously stand for the message. Get it, girl.
Yeah,
Get it.
Go for it.
But more importantly, I was trying to read about her to educate myself on this pick, and I read that Blue was last in the news when people thought Beyonce named her baby after her,
Wow, that'd be cool.
and that made me so sad. Can you imagine resurfacing 15 years later from like, ooh, Beyonce named her baby after you, and she has to be like, actually, no, she didn't.
Yeah, that Google alert pops up and you get real excited.
And then she's like, back to obscurity I go.
Yep.
Sneaking away. I like to imagine that she's still rich as hell from that single.
Yeah, she probably actually
That was
fucking
back
went
when
back and got buck wild and took all that
Took
big
him
shit.
up.
What year was that? Because that was still when people were making a lot of money off of music, right?
I hope so. For the
She's
sake
doing-
of Blue.
Cantrell.
That didn't sound
You all it looked like good news.
She had a pornography scandal, right?
Yeah, well, here's what I don't see that, but Cantrell was taken into custody by police for psychological evaluation on September 3, 2014. She was seen running around the streets of Santa Monica at around 2 a.m. screaming that someone poisoned her with gas.
What if they did, though?
Cantrell, according to witnesses, went
Whoever smells
berserk
it dealt it.
and referred to herself as a one-hit wonder.
Oh, no.
So you're right.
Oh, no, Blue!
Questioning authorities if they recognized her when her erratic behavior failed to cease, someone called the police.
Frankly, I respect her more for that.
Yeah.
If she's like, do you know who I am? I'm a one-hit wonder.
Dang.
She pulled Martin Lawrence.
Yeah.
She did.
We didn't
Oh.
disrespect him for that, did we? So...
Oh.
2001 is what we're doing.
Also, maybe did somebody poison her with gas?
Maybe. If she hit him up style, they probably
Yeah,
did.
I feel like Hit 'Em Up Style could have a lot of consequences.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like
Which
that
is
we're
again
talking about.
why it's a great banger, because you're like, it's like, you know how that I don't care, like they say they
Yeah.
crashed their car off a bridge, and
Oh, yeah.
sometimes you're like, you know what? I like how reckless this is.
Yeah.
Same effect. The
Yeah.
original
Go get
was the
Buck.
Blue Cantrell.
That might have been like one of the first times that I heard buck. I say buck a lot, and that would have
For a
been like,
dollar?
No, like go if your man want to get buck wild.
Buck. Okay.
Yeah.
I thought you were trying to tell me that like at 20-something years old was the first time you heard someone refer to money as a buck.
No, no, but just like using it as a verb like that, like go get buck.
Sure, get buck wild.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She's of Cape Verdean descent.
What does that
Cape
mean?
Verde.
Like Amber Rose.
I
You know how you
honestly
look at
never
Amber
heard
Rose
of this
From Cape Verde?
Her mother is.
Okay, wait, I'm
And
getting
Blue
confused though
Cantrell's
because there's like a
father
Palos Verdes,
Cape
which is
Verde
very
is like
different.
an island nation off the coast of Africa.
Okay.
The West Coast.
Yeah, West
It's
Coast.
by Sierra Leone. So
Yeah.
Okay,
That
that's
is
fun.
weird.
That's a fun fact about Blue Cantrell and Amber Rose.
Cape Verde and Amber Rose.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I still think you should spend them to the last dime for all the hard times.
Oh, yeah.
For all the hard times, yeah.
Don't
Yep.
make him pay physically. That's fucked up. But financially, 100%. You
Yeah,
should
where it
just
counts.
like. Why is it all of a sudden you get married and you get some money? Well, I signed a document and now I earn money from you cheating on me.
Mm-hmm.
Why not when you're dating? that seems kind of fucked up to be common law. Like, come on, I could have dated you for 6 months if it was good enough. You still should owe me money if you cheat
I'm
on me.
with you. You should get a couple of outfits for it.
Yeah.
That's trapped to your
A
life.
couple bucks.
Yeah, listen.
as they say in
Oh, okay.
South
The
Dakota.
guy goes, I'm so sorry. There was someone else, and you're like, that's fine. I'm gonna need like 3 skirts, 2 tops, and a hat.
Yeah.
Call it a day.
Yeah.
You know, I might be
No, I'm
odd woman out on this.
No, I'm with you. Totally with you. Pusha T himself backs you up on it.
Okay.
Yeah, that's all that matters here.
Neiman's shop it off.
Yeah.
Yeah. Let's talk over Mai Tais. Waitress, top it off.
You don't cheat. You break up and then do what you want to do, but you don't cheat.
That's how I feel.
Yeah.
Plenty hoes
That's how
in all the
everybody
dudes' matrix.
I honestly don't know if you're talking or quoting something.
Quoting Pusha T.
Okay.
I'm getting you
don't
back
know
with
that
that.
He's using his friend Pusha to help get
As,
him
as
back.
like pros.
Pusher T.
Pusha T.
Blue Cantrell, that's a great pick. That
Yeah.
was
Her voice was
not on my
great,
list.
too.
Oh,
That's it. Especially that song. Hey, ladies.
And immediately you're like, yeah?
Yeah.
What?
I'm sorry. What, Blue?
Who, me?
What?
Turn the radio up. What?
Because somebody sounds like, hey, fellas. Yeah, we don't get that.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true.
They don't
It's
get
true.
calm responses
Hey,
with
ladies. It's usually a dude like kind of condescending.
Yeah, like, oh, ladies.
It's like,
and
I
you're
know
like,
I just said,
"Ooh."
hey, fellas. Yeah.
The only one is, never mind, I'm not going to say it. It's going to spoil another pick.
All right.
It'll come up later.
Well, you're about to
Yeah,
make another pick.
your next pick is right
Oh,
now.
I get to pick the next one?
Right,
Serpentine.
Serpentine draw.
Why can I not understand this? This is now my 3rd time doing this. Okay.
It's like a snake slithering.
Okay. Guys,
Serpentine.
this fucks me up because I don't want to pull from the same era.
These are all from the 90s.
I
mean,
know.
most of these.
Okay, I'm going very modern.
Not Star Spangled Banner.
Sure.
I'm going...
From the 70s.
Stars Spangled Banner.
You're right. That's from the 70s.
Yeah.
Oh, you know what? No, fuck this. I'm sorry, Ian. I'm going It's Raining Men.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, man. We talked
That
about
was
this
on mine.
earlier. I love that song.
I do too.
It's
on my-
fantastic.
Yeah.
And
Ah, we're the Weather Girls.
the Weather Girls is their actual band name.
Yeah, I've looked that
It's
up.
like they were like, let's have one hit and
They
have
knew
our
it.
name be related
I didn't
to
know that
Was it-
until
they were
today
built
when
for
I
a
looked
good,
it up.
not a long time.
No,
yeah, because
and-
they were like a couple of studio singers, right?
okay.
I think so.
Yeah.
Okay, I need you guys to stop everything you're doing and watch the music video for that fucking song because I
Oh.
watched it 6 times in a row this morning. At
It's
one
great.
point, it's insane. It makes 0 sense. The men are just falling outside of a window, and
It's
like
raining.
the like editing ability
Yeah.
at the time wasn't good enough to make them the right size.
Yeah.
So it's just like their heads are falling past the window. And for some reason, the men have raincoats on, even though they are the rain.
That's a really good point. Why do they have raincoats
And then at
on?
one point, like it's a tight shot of her face singing, and then at the end of her like vocal phrase, they just turn it into like a tiny frame, and it zooms away from the screen like you just won solitaire.
Whoa.
Oh, yeah.
I feel like there's a lot of new wipes and stuff.
Oh yeah,
Like, I feel like wipe technology was
Just
new
came out.
when that came
Yeah, they
out.
were using the toaster. We used to call it in TV media the toaster.
and like they were trying to chroma key a lot of stuff that didn't quite work. So
Yeah.
at some point, like half of the leg is just missing, and you're like, you know what?
There's a
Fuck
point
it.
where she has like her jacket open or something, and it's just not done
No,
well.
no,
We got a deadline. Get it out.
and it makes
you know?
it so much better.
I really do. That song's really.
That song
Oh, I
is
bang
dope.
so hard.
Absolutely soaking wet.
Now, I apologize if this is a dumb question. Where were they? When did that song come out?
Oh god, I want to say
70s?
70s, but it might have been 80s. I didn't look it up.
Where were they putting music videos before MTV?
That's a great question.
I always wonder
Wonderful
that
question.
too.
The news?
I always wonder.
Maybe it was
Because
later
there are
than
videos
that
from
then.
before,
news?
like.
11 o'clock news.
Yeah.
I love that.
Maybe.
That would be so funny though if you're watching it.
Yeah.
So it's like, Karen, get down here.
With no end in sight for the Cambodian people. In lighter news, the weather.
It must have been. A fucking suicide bomber kills 30. Anyway, here's It's Raining Men.
This war has been waging for 20 bloody years.
The Ethiopian countryside hasn't seen rain in over 3 years.
And now the Jackson 5.
It's Raining Men. You know, it must have been later than that then. For that
Well, no, but there were
technology,
music videos. I
It
mean,
must
They were. They
Like the
made them for other
80s.
reasons too.
yeah, like. What? Yeah.
Can anyone Google when this came out?
Ian can.
Yeah, it should be written on my phone because it's
Oh,
on my list.
1982.
Yeah.
Yeah. When was
It
MTV? 81?
feels like the 70s, but it's actually the 90s.
Oh, the song had been offered to Diana Ross, Donna Summer, Cher, and Barbara Streisand. Can you imagine
They
Barbara
all
Streisand looking at
All
that shit?
4 of those idiots turned it down?
I just
Come on.
can't imagine anyone without soul singing that song. That's what made that song.
Cher would have blown it.
Yeah, she'd be like, it's
Cher's
raining
pretty
men.
cool though.
Cher's cool as fuck.
Yeah, like it would have been terrible.
I think she could. Now that because I'm just thinking about her on that boat, and I'm like, Cher's got heart though. I think
She
might
does,
have
but
been
for
able to
that
do it.
song, does she have the range? I don't know.
It's hard because the women who sing it, they sing the fuck.
Yeah.
Out.
They sang it like it's
Like,
dead.
it's
It's dead in the
Rip into
ground.
the rain. It's a rain. Like rip into it.
Oh,
Yeah,
Beyonce
Fantastic.
only dreams of that kind of growl. It's raining, but like it sounds good.
Yeah, it sounded great.
Oh man, I love that song, and not ironically, and also like the connotations too. It's like
I don't
for some
think-
reason it's like a big gay anthem,
Yeah, yeah,
which
yeah.
makes me love it even
Did
more.
you say
For
for
some
some reason
reason.
it's a big gay anthem?
I mean, I feel like
Because of
it's
the
It's because of
listen,
the men it's
listen,
raining.
listen. Women like men too sometimes.
Sure.
So why is it not a women anthem?
I think
It's
it kinda
both. It is
yeah.
that too.
I just
I
think
have
it's
never
not
been to like a cool
sports
nail
bar
salon
anthem.
for gals where they play It's Raining Men.
What do they play at the Cool Deal
Bullshit
Salon?
bougie, like you know who we get? We get like Natasha Bedingfield.
No thanks.
Hear the rain on your skin.
Oh no!
This is the girl music. But then all
Isn't
the
that
like
like a yogurt commercial?
that's what women get.
That
That's-
sucks.
But then when we get songs that are like anthems, it's like, no, that's for gays. Not for you. It's too
Man,
powerful
these
for a
gays
woman.
are taking your anthems.
I'm just saying,
I'm talking.
I want it to
I'm
rain
talking
men.
way out of my pay grade.
They've had it
I
too
have
long.
no idea.
For too
I didn't
long.
process what you just said. These gays are taking
No,
your anthems.
I
David
like it.
Bory.
It bonds us together
Why?
more because we love the same songs.
Sure.
And I just want to say, as a woman,
And us too.
it
by
feels
the way.
like it's for me. You know,
It is for you.
especially when you watch the video and there's two women on the bed, not wearing particularly flattering clothes, and then 30 very attractive men around them just in
Yeah.
underwear, and you're like, yeah, finally.
Well,
Yeah,
Thank
they're
you.
gonna.
Get us back for every rap video ever. Just
Sure.
give us one, you know?
Yeah.
do you know what the Weather Girls was called before? So they changed their name to the Weather Girls
Ham and Janet.
to release.
Did you say
Ham and Janet go to
Janet?
church.
Sure.
Ham and Janet is pretty close because they were called 2 Tons of Fun before
No
they
way.
released.
Because they're overweight?
Yeah, because they're big fat ladies.
Oh,
Oh
no.
man.
So they're just owning it. They're
I
like,
love that too. by
hell
the way.
yeah, baby. Here we
Oh,
are.
I
shit!
would love that if they named themselves.
I'm sure they did.
Shoot.
What'd you know shit about?
Wash is also noted for spurring legislation in the 1990s that made vocal credits mandatory on CDs and music videos after being denied proper credit and royalties for the million-selling #1 song "Everybody Dance Now."
That's
That's
her.
her. She sang
That's
that.
the girl? I remember that.
And I said I didn't take that one.
I remember how big of a scandal that was.
It's Raining Men lady. What a figure in
Oh
our
my
lives.
God.
Let's put her in the
Crazy.
Lou Bega song.
Yeah.
You know?
Where is she? What's
Little
her
bit
name?
of Martha Wash in my life. You know, she's like
Oh
an
my
impactful
goodness, I
But it
figure.
also sounds like mouthwash when you say.
Martha Wash. It sounds like Charles
Give me some
Barkley asking for
Martha Wash.
mouthwash.
Can I hammer that Martha Wash?
Kenny, give me the Martha Wash.
Oh.
Oh my god.
Martha Wash my tongue.
Man, but
I
good
had a
for
BB
her.
and Bob for lunch. I need some Martha Wash.
Martha Wash, man, she made that. She like fought
She
for
did.
the rights of singers.
She did it.
She's a fucking hero.
Yeah,
She's
that's-
on your list.
That's tight. I love that.
Excellent pick. It's Raining Men.
I feel good about that.
Oof. Can't believe it's back on me already.
Yeah.
This is tricky. 'Cause I guess,
This
what do we have? 2 left?
great. We have
Are you
How
on your
many do
fourth?
we
Two
get?
lists. This is my fourth
Five?
one.
Okay.
Man, I got.
All right. All right. I'm going to take. Oh, God, this is such a hard draft.
There's people at home breaking stuff right now when they listen to this. 'cause
There's
they're
so many
pissed.
things I want.
I feel like we're gonna have to do honorable mentions at the end just because people are so mad.
I feel like.
I feel like, you know what? Fuck 'em.
I'm going to take. God damn.
It's tricky, dude.
God. Okay, I'm going to take. Who Dat by JT Money.
I didn't even have that one. I just wish that I had it because that is such a good song.
Who that, who that, who that, who that, who that, who that, who? Who that, who that, who that, trying to get up in my crew?
Oh man,
Yes.
that video used to get me so hyped. They were in like future jail.
Yes. They were in Future
Yeah.
You
Jail.
don't know, bro, nigga, trying to hang with the clique. Oh my god,
They
that
went-
song is.
Nuts on that song.
And then what's Soleil? The
David
girl
just
on
went
it.
nuts on this
yeah.
song.
Oh my god, that you would say you fucked
Soleil.
Soleil. Man, that song is so good.
Dude,
It is
I
a
remember
good-ass
the
song.
first time
JT Money.
I heard that song. I was at my dad's houseboat. And it like came on MTV, and I saw it, and I was like, "What the fuck is this?" And I started running around, getting all hyped. It was so good. I got
Before a
like,
football game?
dude, it would. I was ready for a football game. I could have drank the whole river. It was like
Jesus.
light started shooting out of every hole in my body, including under my fingernail beds. It was like,
I could have drank the whole river.
man.
I have never heard this song.
Oh,
It's
JT
so
Money? You
good.
never heard that?
Man.
I've never even heard of JT Money.
Well,
I
he
don't
was
know
a
I
real
missed
one
it.
one
If
hit
you haven't
wonder.
heard, if you haven't heard Who Dat, then you haven't heard of JT Money.
Oh man, that
Who
song
dat?
was so good.
Yeah. He's from Miami.
That was a song that like my friends used to. They'd want to smoke weed in the car, but there was like 10 songs. They'd be like, one of these needs to be playing before they would start smoking weed, and that was one.
What year was it?
I don't know, 2001.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was 1999.
2002, was it?
Yeah. I bet you so many dudes got knocked the fuck
The
out.
fuck
Yeah.
out.
Imagine when they used to play that like at a club or something, and that when like Who Dat
Oh
came
my
on.
god,
You're like,
I want to
you know
fight right now.
You know what? I'm gonna go fucking say something to that dude. Who Dat just came on.
Who that just came on?
I'm
and I'm
fucking
feeling
amped.
myself. That song is. Whoa.
You just you slam your fucking head rock and go break a bottle on some dude's face.
Oh man,
I get
that
how
was
it
a
goes.
great pick, Ian. That song.
I want to read some of the lyrics, but I'm not allowed to say any of these words.
Oh, they
This
say
shit
nigga
is
like 1,500 times in that song.
crazy.
I feel like you bang with the click. Oh man.
If,
Just based on what you're singing, it sounds a lot like Raise Up by P.D. Pablo.
I mean,
This
it's
is
in the
cousin.
same
There's
era.
better soul to JT Money.
Yeah.
than P.D. Pablo.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
P.D. Pablo sounds like more of a
Raise Up
joke.
song wasn't good.
JT Money's way
Just the
more just
cadence.
get punched right in the face.
Mm.
music.
Yeah, JT
Okay.
Money is
Just
like
punch in the face.
just get robbed. to
Yeah.
that
JT Money
song.
didn't look like he fucked around too much.
If I got punched in the face while it was playing, I couldn't even be mad.
No, you're like, of course he punched
Yeah,
me.
I'm
Let's
like-
get JT Money.
Sometimes you're that guy.
Like-
Sometimes you're the guy punching.
Oh, I guess
Yeah.
we're having a face punching contest.
Yeah.
Cool. Like now it's my turn,
Yeah.
right?
Everybody wins.
We're just going in a circle and have this face punching contest.
Sean Jordan. Time to follow up the
shit.
closing time by Semisonic.
All right, we're going. I'm gonna go in that same vein that you did. I'm gonna pick Onyx Slam.
Oh.
That's
Let
what
the
I'm gonna
boys
pick.
be boys.
Slam!
Tell me you never heard
I
Slam.
never heard it. I don't know how to know any of these songs.
These all came a little bit before your time.
Is that what it
Onyx?
is? I was born in '89.
Yeah.
I'm too young.
Maybe not.
You were,
No.
you were
Yeah,
4.
yeah.
So
I
what
doubt
the
you were
fuck?
listening to Slam because you would have been 4.
Maybe.
You would have been
No,
a
I was
buck ass
listening to
4.
that song when it was out.
That
I've only ever listened to rap.
that was the first like hard ass I wanna fight somebody song that I ever heard.
Slam by Onyx.
Onyx
Yeah.
is
How does
so
it go?
scary.
Slam. Throw it up. Throw it up.
Let the boys be boys.
Little trivia here.
Oh, maybe I've heard that.
They're not just saying da da da. They're saying throw it up.
Oh really?
Slam.
I didn't know that.
Throw it up. Throw it up.
I didn't know that.
And unless you got 10 sticky fingers, that's imitation or fragment of your imagination. But wait, it gets worse. From that point on,
Okay.
something dying of thirst
Words
coming
need a
through
little
with the
bit of
plan.
work here, it
Bulletproof plan.
They weren't like
Hey,
Unless
boys,
you got
make
10
some
sticky
noise.
fingers, like, geez, that's not
Well, the
even
guy's
a
name is
very
Sticky
much-
Fingers.
Sticky fingers.
Sticky
He's
fingers.
really
It
scary.
didn't fit the line, though. And, like, it's a rap song?
It's
I think you need
yeah.
to see Onyx to know how scary they are. They shot a gun
No
at
one
the
called
Source
them out?
Awards. Have you
I
seen
thought
that
you were
clip?
gonna say I had a sorcerer.
Somebody needs to.
They shot a gun at a sorcerer.
I was like, I had a sorcerer. Fuck.
Was that on Back the Fuck
The
Up?
90s
Yeah.
are crazy.
And then they had another song that was not a hit, but it was called Back the Fuck Up, and it goes back the fuck up, back the fuck up. Most of the lyrics were back the fuck up.
He just really wants someone to get off his ass.
And then the one guy was on Moesha.
No,
Was it-
I loved
Was it
Moesha.
Fredro Star?
Hugh.
Wasn't he?
He's from Onyx.
He was in Onyx.
It's all coming together now.
Yeah, I'm glad that
We
we
live in
could.
this world.
I'm glad that we could connect that.
Okay, I have some point of reference now for Onyx.
You know what? I'm looking up the lyrics, and it just says da da da.
That's what I always thought.
Yeah, I mean, I did
So you
too, but
just fucking like what is that called when you think something's true and then it becomes true in your mind?
what is that called?
Manifesting?
Because I was
Like we all
just
did
gonna.
with the Berenstein Bears.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
Wait, what?
yeah.
That theory.
Mass psychosis.
Come on, there's a word for it. No one knows it.
Serendipity.
No.
That's not serendipity.
Okay, I'm
It's gonna be right one of these days.
Guess I'll abandon it.
You just keep saying.
Everyone, you know
Yo,
that
what's that
everyone,
movie about that dessert
everyone
place in New York?
remembers-
Yeah, serendipity.
Oh, that's the one.
like that everyone thinks that like Shaq was in Shazam, but it was called Kazam, and
Shaq.
that never happened.
Sinbad. Right?
No,
The
Shaq.
theory that
People,
Shaq
everyone
was in
grew
Kazam,
Shaq
but
was in
people thought.
Kazam.
Mandela
Oh, the
effect.
There it is.
And
Is,
also I
wait, is
inverted
Nelson
that.
Mandela not real?
No.
There's another one that
Gandhi, dude.
I gotta go. I gotta go
Silence of
do
the
some shit.
Lambs. I don't know if this is true, but I've heard in Silence of the Lambs he never actually says hello, Clarice.
He doesn't.
He does.
No, he doesn't.
He does too.
He doesn't.
See, I've heard.
I've seen it so many
He doesn't
times.
Doesn't say it.
You know, I've heard that it's just something that we made up as a culture, but he never actually says hello,
He
Clarice.
doesn't.
Are
And
you
there's
kidding?
no balcony in Romeo and Juliet.
He
The
says it like-
Monopoly Man doesn't have a monocle. I read all this on crack.com today.
Because he says like hello, Agent Starling or whatever, but never says hello, Clarice, like that.
You just fucked my mind. did not allow that to happen.
I've never done that before.
I don't feel good about it, and I really feel bad that it's hit me at least 15 times, and I really thought he said that. But if
Well-
both of you are saying he doesn't,
You
I'm
should listen
inclined
to
to believe
Slam
you.
after this, because then you're going to be a different person.
to
Then you're going to
Slam
walk 2
That'll
blocks
get
down to Skid Row
No,
and
you
just
should listen
start
to
killing
JT
people.
Money after this.
around here, yeah, sure.
The eyes are.
Oh man.
I can't comment Evo's picks on all these fucking songs.
So Slam. Well, Slam Onyx, that's my number 4.
Slam by Onyx is a good one.
Slam will make you do like knuckle push-ups while somebody's like
It
feeding
is
whiskey.
such
with a
Yeah,
sag.
you gotta get
knockin'
buff to
ass
that
song.
hard fucking song.
Okay,
It's
good,
like-
good for my pop physique class.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh,
big
yeah.
pop. Yeah.
You
big
pop that fucking physique.
Yeah.
They would, I bet you they'd do a
Song
slam.
Pop
will give
off
you,
is-
it'll give you a big butt.
Did you hear that? What? The pop off physique?
Oh yeah. it is.
That's gonna be maybe a knockoff,
Yeah.
just rap
no.
music themed.
Pop off physique? Yeah.
I think that's got a
Could
huge
be Russian
market.
too. Pop off physique.
Yeah,
Pop
vodka.
off.
Everybody
Yeah.
slams vodka and doesn't look that good.
Sure.
Pop
Fucking-
vodka.
We just get together and drink, eat borscht.
Oh.
Oh man.
Gross.
Okay, I'm gonna go. My
Yeah.
fourth pick. Weird one.
You get out of town.
I don't know if you guys are even gonna remember it.
Okay.
Do you remember the rapper Silky Fine?
Yeah.
No.
And she had that
How?
song Romeo and Juliet?
Yeah.
You've never heard of
Romeo
Onyx,
and
but you know
Juliet.
Silky
Like
Fine?
Romeo and
Juliet. Hot sex on the platter just to get you wet.
I'm gonna
You
give
about to get something you will never regret.
and it's gonna be the bomb. This is what I bet.
Yup.
Whoa.
Dude, I used to sing
you
that
guys
song.
Silky
love
Fine?
that song.
I used to sing that song. Didn't know what any of
No.
that meant.
Is that what you tell us now, that you two are Silky Fine?
Yeah.
It's me.
Yeah,
It's us.
it's
Silky Fine.
us. Boom, Silky Fine.
That was a man,
I've never
right?
heard that song.
I
in my
thought it
life.
was a girl. It was a girl.
Was it?
Yeah,
Silky
she's
Fine
a
She
was
had
a
a
girl.
low voice.
She just had a deep ass voice.
Okay, okay.
But there was like so much in that. I remember singing that song, and there was so much in it
Oh, it's
that I
dirty.
didn't under. I thought Aspanani was one word. Because that song, it's just
Crazy accent.
because the way she
Aspanani.
says it, she's like that bomb Aspanani, like just the way she stretches it out.
language
I
is
thought it was
this?
one. Yeah.
What is Aspanani?
But yeah, that whole song, I used to sing the shit out of it all the time. I didn't know what any of it.
has put on it.
I didn't know what any of it meant.
98, dude. It hit number 1 on the U.S. Hot Rap Singles
It
chart.
was a big deal.
Number 6 on the Billboard Hot 100. How do I not know that song?
I've never
Dude,
heard this in my
we'll
life.
play a clip afterward. You've
Yeah.
never heard that song?
I don't
You guys
think
have
It's
so.
like
Probably heard
Romeo and Juliet.
It's like dirty. You know
It's
what I mean? It was that era, like
so
dirty,
dirty.
like Cypress Hill, kind of like where it made you feel kind of weird to listen to it.
Yeah, a lot of those early R&B songs.
They must have not played it at the church slash synagogue that Sean and I
Yeah.
spent most of our
You know
teens
what?
in.
I remember listening to that song and Next a lot.
Too Close, the
Too
boner
Close.
song.
Oh, I love that song.
Making it hard for
Wait, what are we
me.
doing? What are we doing? Honorable mentions already?
No,
sorry,
it's
sorry,
like-
sorry,
sorry.
So sorry. Just those songs where you listen to and you're like, this is bad.
Yeah.
I feel weird.
I do
and I'm not
remember when
ready
I
to
figured
feel
out,
that way
like,
yet.
yeah, that is a boner song. That's crazy that there's a whole song about a grown man getting a boner where he shouldn't be getting a boner.
Hey,
Control
baby,
it.
when you're grinding,
Yeah.
I get so excited.
I don't get that
Makes the
excited.
monster so bad sexual.
I've never grinded that hard. I'd feel.
What about
I'd
junior high
feel
school?
Too forceful
Come on,
doing
end
that.
of the year dance.
Oh man.
I got boners
Junior
from slow
high.
dancing because you had time to think about how tight it'd be to have sex, but I never got.
You didn't
boners
get to
from
grind
grinding.
hard.
Mm-mm.
I don't think you were getting it like you should have.
No.
In Sioux Falls, South Dakota, you don't think we were grinding
I
like we
think
should?
I think maybe your like chaperones were like, keep that Bible between ya. Like you weren't
Dude,
able to get
they
to
weren't.
that point.
Because junior high school, I was popping off. Pop off physique.
Yeah, there was
Pop off
some-
physique.
Your physique was popping off. Yeah.
I was not.
Uh huh.
Romeo and Juliet by Silky Fine.
Yeah.
How are we following that up with your final pick?
And this is a final. This is kind of cheating
Yeah.
because everybody else on this song has like hits.
But if it's not the main artist, I think
It's not the
fine.
main artist. You remember that song "Can I Get A" from the Rush Hour soundtrack?
Can
Can I get a what?
Yeah,
Two
first
bucks?
appearance of a young Ja
Ja
Rule.
Rule?
Yeah.
Everybody thought it was DMX.
Everybody thought it was DMX. Ja Rule's verse on that song, so hard.
That's not a Jay-Z song?
That's not a Jay-Z song. It's
I thought-
Emil, the girl,
Oh, I
and she
oh.
also goes pretty hard.
Oh,
Yeah.
How we gonna get
actually-
around your bus pass before I put this pussy on your mustache?
That's the Jay-Z song.
That's
No,
not
it's
about
not.
you, Ian.
Yeah.
It's Emil.
It's a meal? Is that what he's... No, it's
Or
not.
after
It's a
this
meal. It
pussy
sounded
on
like you
your
were talking about...
mustache.
No, I'm pretty
No,
sure.
but it sounded like the pussy on the mustache. You were just
Can we
calling
get a
it a meal.
judge's ruling on
It's
this?
this is a Jay-Z song, according to the internet.
I I'm looking at the internet too, and it says.
I mean,
it was
she.
a new
If that's not her song, she was a really heavily featured.
song. Fine, Eagle Eye Cherry, Save Tonight.
Frankly better by
I just like it. I just like that. I just like that song. By the break of dawn, come tomorrow.
That's it, your high school
Tomorrow
graduation.
be young.
That was like the high school graduation song. Where I'm
You know what? They didn't play it. We played fucking Vitamin C.
No, so
We had Green Day.
Green Day.
Yeah.
Hey, did anyone choose that one though? That'd be a good last pick.
No, that would be a good last
No,
pick.
Vitamin C had another
That
hit
song
song.
just, she did.
Yeah.
Not
did?
that
She did.
Yeah, she did. She had another big ass song before
Yeah.
that.
That big.
Yeah.
Pretty big.
I can't remember it, but it was
No,
that
you
big.
can't name it. It wasn't that big.
Did you
That's
say?
the rules. That's the
Did you say
rules.
Green Day was yours? You guys did Time of Your Life.
Yeah.
I feel like the Good Riddance. I mean, I feel
Yeah.
like that was like the one we all should have played.
Yeah, but
Yeah, it was the year I graduated.
Make the world a better place.
Was that
That's
Vitamin
it,
C?
Nah.
Joanna Rosa. What? Joanna
Oh yeah,
Rosa.
that was
Uh,
was famous.
smile.
Eagle Eye Cherry. That's a dope ass song.
Yeah,
dude.
that song's just
Yeah, I
good.
enjoy that.
Yeah.
Also, what the fuck does Eagle Eye Cherry mean? He's got an eagle's got a cherry for
It's
an eye?
actually he liked that
last name
song
is
when they say
Cherry.
Chicka Cherry Cola. Oh,
Chicken
because I-
Cherry Cola. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to.
Eagle
I'm
Eye
just-
Cherry Cola.
Yeah, I'm just making
His
stuff
last
up.
name is Cherry. His sister is Nina Cherry, who has that song Buffalo Stance.
Hang on, are you doing a bit or is
No,
this
this is real.
Okay.
Growing up, he would like look at stuff with like one eye, so his dad started calling
Nah,
him
fuck
Eagle
you,
Eye.
fuck you.
I swear, that's real. It's
Oh,
real.
so that's a nickname?
That's a nickname.
No
Eagle Eye.
way.
Yeah.
His last name's Cherry.
Mm-hmm.
And
I
he
knew a kid.
has an eagle. Also, wait, that's not what Eagle Eye means. Eagle
What
Eye
is
means you
that?
have like sharp vision.
We
What
have
do you want me to
this
tell you? His
down.
dad didn't know all
His
this
dad
stuff.
was probably drunk.
They're
Are you trying to
Swedish.
tell me
Ian,
that
what do you want me to
singer of
tell
like
you?
They were a
men at
bunch
work
of fool,
also?
foolish Swedes.
Yeah, Papa Cherry.
Yeah.
Check this out. I think you told me the other day. Buck Cherry is just Chuck Berry switched around.
Sure.
I didn't know that.
That's why they did that?
Was it you that told me
Yeah.
this?
Wait,
I
what
actually
is
thought
Buck Cherry
Buck
say?
Cherry was a thing.
That yo crazy. Your favorite
Oh.
song isn't Crazy Bitch?
No,
By Buck
I knew
Cherry?
a girl who that was her ringtone.
God, what
Her
a
Ringtone?
Her ringtone. Shout out
What's your
Ashley
ringtone?
Grimes. Actually, one of the funniest women I've ever known in my whole life. She's
yeah.
so funny.
That was.
So funny.
I
But
can
yeah,
believe
those
that
are
about
ringtones.
Eagle Eye Cherry. That
Buck
sounds fun.
Cherry, fuck it, damn.
Man, there's.
So yeah,
way
that was
too
my
many.
last one. That might be my weirdest 5 picks.
So wait, what, can we summarize what the fuck you picked? I only remember the Surreal
We
banner.
will.
We'll go over it at the very end.
Okay, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to jump the gun.
Don't jump that gun.
So,
John Jordan.
Closing
man,
it
there
out.
are a lot of ones left on here.
A lot of great
Yeah.
songs.
And you guys haven't made fun of me yet for any. Normally I have a pick where they make fun of me. You just disagreed. You didn't make fun
Okay,
of me.
sure, I didn't make fun of you.
So I'm gonna get made fun of. Is what I'm gonna do right now. And I'm gonna pick Crazy Town Butterfly.
No!
Oh, come on.
You didn't
really
like
hoping
that
no
song,
one would choose
though.
that.
Dude, you're just
You
doing
didn't
this
like
for
that
controversy.
song.
You
Oh,
chose
shit.
that to be annoying.
You love the
I'm
movie
being-
Orange
I'm
County?
being combative. Is what I'm
I don't
doing.
think you love that
There are
song.
so many better songs.
You like so many cool rap songs. I don't think you did like
He's
that
getting
song.
exactly what he wants right now.
He's getting exactly what he wants right now. Yeah, I was just trying to be a shit, trying to be a dickhead.
I can
won't
tell
do
because
it.
that song fucking blows.
No one liked that song even when it was out.
It
Nobody
sucks.
likes that song.
Wait, what song?
Although, I will say, somebody liked it enough to put them in the video for We Ain't Going
They were in
Nowhere.
that video to be a shit. What I'm
I
doing.
don't-
Make fun of you.
So
I didn't mean to.
believe that about Eagle Eye. Yo crazy. Your favorite
Oh.
song isn't Crazy Bitch?
No,
By Buck
I knew
Cherry?
a girl who that was her ringtone.
God, what a
Her
Ringtone?
A ringtone.
A lot of great
Yeah.
songs.
And you guys haven't made fun of me yet for any. Normally I have a pick where they make fun of me. You just disagreed. You didn't make fun
Okay,
of me.
sure, I didn't make fun of you.
So I'm gonna get made fun of. Is what I'm gonna do right now. And I'm gonna pick Crazy Town Butterfly.
Oh. Okay.
Oh, come on.
You didn't
really
like that
hoping no
song,
one would
though.
choose that.
Dude, you're just
You
doing
didn't
it for
like
I like that
You
song.
chose that to be annoying.
You love the
I'm
movie
being-
Orange
I'm
County?
being combative. Is what I'm
I
doing.
loved
I don't
Orange
think you
County,
liked
too.
There
that
are
song.
so many better songs.
You like so many cool rap songs. I don't think you did like
He's
that
getting
song.
exactly what he wants right now.
He's getting exactly what he wants right now. Yeah, I was just trying to be a shit, trying to be a dickhead.
I can
won't
tell
do
because
it.
that song fucking blows.
No one liked that song even when it was out.
It
Nobody
sucks.
likes that song.
Although, I will say, somebody liked it enough to put them in the video for We Ain't Going
They were in
Nowhere.
that
By
video?
Puff Daddy at the very end. They're like
Oh,
they're
yeah.
the new people moving in.
Are they
That's-
skinheads? They feel like skinheads.
No,
to me.
they
They all
got
tweakers, though.
mad
Yeah.
tweaked out. Yeah.
Yeah, they were just a couple idiots. One of them kind of looks like Ben Stiller. which I always thought was funny.
What's your favorite part of the song, Butterfly?
Yeah, what's your favorite? When she's got,
If you really like it, if you really like it so much.
I don't really like that song. I was just trying to be kind of a, and I also it does fit under One Hit Wonders as a very good one hit wonder. They are they
Except
couldn't
that nobody
be
even
more.
liked that song.
It's popular though.
Tons of people like that song.
Like What Dreams May Come.
Yeah.
You just weren't in South Dakota to see the people who looked like those fools.
The girl in that video though,
Banging.
fine.
I don't even remember the video.
Oh, they were in a field, and it was very like tungsten in color.
Dude had his nipples pierced, and the
Yeah.
other guy had a Dare shirt on who looked like Ben Stiller. And then
Oh
the
my
girl was
God.
like a fairy.
That's
I'm
like
looking
the
up. It was
opening.
Crazy Town, right?
Yeah, with a K.
The opening, like
Crazy Town with a K.
Oh, like the Cottonmouth.
totally,
KMKs?
like truly just
The
the
Boston
sound.
Crazy Town with a C.
Is it really?
Yeah.
That's how I know you don't even like this song.
You want to pick another pick now that you've gotten yelled at? Or do you want to stick to it?
I didn't
you
I didn't know
really-
I was going to get yelled at that much.
You
All right.
did know. You
Crash.
knew. You don't even like that song.
Crash Test Dummies.
Okay, now that's a song.
That's a good song.
Yeah, that's a
Is
good
it?
one.
Wait, is that? Wait, which one?
That is a good song.
Is that the
I
one
love
who?
that
Is
song.
that the?
Yes, there was this kid.
Who?
Everybody thought he had 3 testicles. There was a big thing going around about that guy.
Not everybody.
So if
Well,
that's,
Kelly
if
Jordan
that's
did.
like your lead selling point,
Not everybody.
Kelly Jordan did.
That song was pretty cool, man.
That song's
Okay,
And then the
fantastic.
girl, remember? She had birthmarks all over her body.
It was a good message. It had a good message.
Yeah, I like that song.
I don't give a fuck. It was a bad
Damn.
song. It was a good song.
Mia,
I feel
He
like
didn't even sing. He
I
just
feel-
talking
I
like
feel like you're still riding hard off that Crazy Town riff.
Yeah, that was a complete.
Maybe
I'm
I'm
about that
channeling,
action.
maybe I'm projecting some
That was a
crazy talent
complete
into
joke.
this.
I love this song. I don't like any of these songs, ironically. Like any song that any of us have said, I think are all great. Like
They were-
actually good running to. I would work out to these songs.
Marissa, are they big in Canada? Okay.
You never heard of the Crash Test Dummies? They're Canadian.
They're Canadian. They're from,
Are they
They're from
Canadian?
Winnipeg.
Yeah.
I like.
producers
They
from
had
Canada's
this. They
never
had
heard
the
of them.
Superman song too. I remember.
Once.
Oh, was
There
the super
was
sound
this-
that's no.
The Superman went,
there
once there was this hero.
Oh.
Flew around with a cape and fought a bunch of bad guys. They did about a bunch of stuff.
Yeah.
They did advertisements. Coca-Cola. Roll it up and drink a glass and give some to your best friend, Yum. Yeah, they had a lot of songs. They got into
those guys.
activism with like once there was a dictator.
No, I hate it.
Bought a bunch of shoes and he enslaved the Philippines.
No, I
Yeah,
hate
yeah.
it.
Oh,
I'm not
man.
on board. Mm-mm.
You don't
Talking about
like? You
Imelda
don't think he
Marcos.
has one of the better voices of our time?
Do you?
No, I'm just saying.
I really do like the song.
I
And
do
it
like that
also,
song.
It
I
takes
like
me
that
back.
song.
Can you tell me why you like that song?
It takes me back to like
Okay,
5th grade.
no, nostalgia
probably.
doesn't count. Why do you actually like the song?
Well, if I take nostalgia out of there, then I don't know why I like most of the stuff I like.
What? You can't be like, this is objectively good?
I think it's a pretty good. Like if it came out now, I still think I'd like it.
His voice is haunted too.
Yeah.
Yeah, but like in a spooky way. He's
Yeah.
talking to you like you're in like a Disney ride.
Sometimes it feels.
I enjoy it.
That's true.
Yeah, he could do a Disney ride.
You're like in the Haunted Mansion. He's like, once there was a man who died. And you're like, oh no.
If I were in the Haunted Mansion, I'd be like, what a good song. And I'm in the Haunted Mansion. We're
I'm
having fun.
Honestly,
with
the
you,
Haunted Mansion
Sandra. I
has a
like that
banging
song.
song already, though. Like, we don't need to replace it.
All right, Crash Test Dummies.
Great pick.
Is that the name of the song?
Yeah.
Again, a big point of evidence as to why that song is not good is that the name is not even
If you
bop,
listen to that song near enough to the speaker, it'll give you a massage.
or make you come.
Like
Okay,
Howard
no,
Stern.
like Howard Stern
Yeah,
style.
like Jenna Jameson and Howard Stern. Sure.
There you go.
Was that Jenna Jameson?
I think so.
Oh, cool.
I thought it was
Yes,
Jenny
she was also in Moesha.
I don't think Jenny McCarthy was doing that yet.
Jenny.
I don't think she
Which
was at
one
that
in
level.
Moesha?
We went from Onyx, right?
I'm having
Oh.
such a hard time with this next pick.
It's the fucking hardest thing in the world.
Neil, you still haven't picked a go.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna, but I wanna. Okay, I'll just comment on what I was gonna pick
Okay.
after you pick.
It probably would not be
yeah,
what
I bet it won't be.
Okay.
I wanted to pick.
Debating
What
is hard.
I'm gonna do is I
We're
wanted to pick.
basically all getting 6
Tell me
picks.
if this is what you were gonna pick, and then I'll lock myself into it.
Okay.
I was gonna pick "Genius of Love" by the Tom Tom Club.
Nope, it's all yours.
Okay, good. You know that song?
Yeah. It's a Mariah Carey sample.
Yeah.
Oh, what you gonna do when you get out of jail?
I'm gonna have some
I
fun.
thought that was a Blondie song.
No, it's
I don't know why I thought that.
Yeah.
It's a good one.
It's such a good song.
I have a James Brown.
James Brown. It's weird as fuck.
Yeah.
And it's about like an abusive drug dealer boyfriend. But
Is
it's
that
like
what
this
it's
crazy
about?
song. Yeah, nuts.
Can you understand that girl?
Who
Yeah.
needs a beat when your feet
Tina
just
Weymouth.
go?
Yeah.
gonna have some fun.
Because the reason that's kind of not a one-hit wonder is that's just the Talking Heads without David Byrne.
Oh, is that true?
Yeah, so he would just go
Oh
on
my
stage and it's
God.
just like that's the tom tom.
I learned something.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
really funny.
I
I,
had
didn't
no
know
idea.
that.
Yeah,
That's crazy.
and they have other songs. They aren't that
Okay,
great.
so honorable mention, get to your
Honorable mention that, but what I'm actually gonna pick. Thank you for What I really want to pick is "Love Fool" by the Cardigans.
Ah.
That was
classic.
Yeah,
I don't know that
such a
song.
good song.
Wait.
You know
Yes,
that
you
song.
do.
Love me, say that you love me. Leave me,
Fuck,
leave
yeah.
me, just go
Fear
on.
I fear with facing a problem.
Yeah.
You love me.
I don't care about anything but you.
I love
Yeah, that song
song.
doesn't do much for me.
No,
That song's
It's
so
kind of a
good.
background song.
kids are going for me.
You
I like it.
enjoy
Is
Is it really?
Cruel Intentions soundtrack?
Dude,
Where the
Was that,
pool-
was that on the Cruel Intentions soundtrack?
When that song comes on, volume goes up, windows go down.
Oh, shit.
I feel like I downloaded that on like Napster, but it was labeled as No Doubt.
Sure,
Uh-huh.
I can
So
see
it's
the. I
kinda-
can
One of
see
those-
those streams being
I had
dropped.
songs like that where I was like, I would say it was the artist that my Napster account said it was.
Yeah, that one that was like, "This is a story of a girl."
Oh yeah.
Like,
Got a river down the whole world.
is this Third Eye Blind? Who is this?
I have a feeling I forget which listener. Shout out to you, who like hit me up on Twitter and was like, I love all your drafts until the last pick, and then you lose me every single
That's
time.
hilarious.
This was post eggs, and like
That's such a good
Eggs
pick,
blew
though.
my
I feel like I may have
dick
done
off.
it again.
No way, I love Loveful. I think it's great.
But yeah, I fuck with Loveful.
I don't
I don't
feel like
know.
it fucks with the other songs.
Yeah, it's not so much
You-
of a banger.
It's not a banger.
It's
It
not
doesn't fit quite in,
But
but
that's
it's,
personal. Sometimes
going
you
out
gotta
on a
go.
breeze.
Yeah, you gotta. Yeah.
It's an ambiance.
it's a cool
track.
breeze on a summer night.
Mhm.
I almost closed with a song from the Rush Hour soundtrack. So, you know what I mean?
You tried to.
I swear to God, I thought that was an
No, it's a Jigga song. It's on a Jay-Z album.
No, it's on the Rush Hour soundtrack.
No, it's on a Jay-Z album too.
They
It's
double
on,
dipped?
It's on Hard Knock Life, the first one, right?
I'm pretty sure, because I had that and I remember that song from there. I never had the Rush Hour soundtrack, I'll tell you that.
It also appears on Volume 2, Hard Knock Life.
Well, yeah.
Oh,
Well,
fuck.
Miel Brado.
I
Brado, throw me the frisbee.
Listen, okay, I had two here before the one I think I'm gonna go with that I was sure were gonna get picked, and they didn't.
Which ones?
Baby Got Back.
Mm-hmm.
I don't
That was
really
on my
love that
list.
song.
Are you
It's
kidding?
become a cartoon for me.
Yeah, there's better butt songs from rap.
There's a lot of great butt songs.
Are you kidding?
Clappers.
Yeah. Also,
Shorty
My
got a
Anaconda
big
does
old
want
butt.
some, even if it's not a big butt.
It's the most body. Okay, you know what? I'm
It
not
is
gonna get
body
that.
positive.
The other one.
You're talking to some body positive guys.
This is Curvy Boys territory.
3 dudes, 800 pounds.
You're looking at a Volkswagen Beetle right now.
I'm honestly so mad I can't laugh. I'm so mad you guys don't like that song.
Let's do a
I don't
comedy
hate it.
trio
I don't hate it.
album.
I don't hate it. I don't hate
And
it.
like Seattle represent. Like
Sure,
fuck.
I know.
It's
I'm
not
not
terrible.
I'm more of a Posse
Also,
on Broadway
I
guy.
just found out, he's not actually knighted. He's just mix-a-lot in the Sir thing. He just made up. That's an Anglophile.
I can't respond to that. I refuse to respond to that. Okay, the other
He
one
lives
I'm
in
not
Auburn.
choosing,
Yeah,
but I
you're not
deeply considered was Escape, aka the Pina Colada song.
Oh, yeah.
Oh my
Nothing else because of the lyrical
Oh.
fun,
That song is so fun.
the twist and the reveal. People don't do that anymore.
No.
But I'm not choosing either of those.
They forgot why they loved each other.
They did, and then they remembered by trying to cheat on each other.
Yeah.
I'm not choosing either of those because they're too predictable and too obvious, and I'm going rogue, and I'm
Oh.
choosing Gautier, somebody I used to know.
I think that was like
Whoa.
2013 or
It's
something.
recent
That
as
just happened. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, you know
He
what?
could have another hit still.
I doubt
We
it.
don't know.
I feel like that maybe is the most recent one-hit wonder.
Yeah,
I'm thinking I might have
That
found
song is
it.
huge.
I
I
feel
get
like
maybe.
But
I
also it feels like the follow-up window's closed.
I kind of think so too.
little
Like,
bit.
what's Gautier up to? And you know what? I listened to a couple other tracks on the album. That album is kind of good, but
Really?
nothing bangs like Sammy.
You know what might be the next one? Take Me to Church. I don't think we're
Hosier?
hearing. I don't think
You know,
we're
we're
hearing anything
friends on
else from
Twitter.
Hosier.
Like, we DM regularly.
Ask him what he's up to and if he has any new
He's-
songs. I bet not.
He just did the song for the Tarzan soundtrack.
For the Tarzan soundtrack?
Yeah, and I wasn't gonna make a joke about Take Me to Church when you become friends with a kind of famous person, you're not about to reference their famous thing, you know?
Right.
Yeah.
So I'm like playing it cool, whatever, and then he mentioned it, but like as a joke though, and it was actually really funny, and I was like, are you making fun of your own success? Like, what's happening? So I hope it's not a one-hit
So
wonder.
you fuck
'cause
with Hosier.
He
I
said
would
that
say
you
we're
should
close,
do it on
close
this
friends.
podcast.
I should, right?
That's what he said. Like in the joke, you told him you were doing. Oh no, okay.
He loves this
Totally.
podcast.
He brought it up.
Brutal
I was
George.
saying, I was mentioning something about not believing in God, and he was like, "Oh, haha. Well, I mean, come on. I got taken to church. Am I right?" And I was like, "Wait, what?"
Oh.
Yeah, I think we've heard the last from old Andrew Hosier Byrne.
He's a nice guy though. Hope the best for
Yeah,
him.
I do too. I do too.
But Goatee though, that fucking song. Still, when it comes on, I'm like, "Oh, this song."
It
But then
was-
one verse in, I'm like, "Okay, where's the chorus? Here it comes."
Yeah, you still
Here
want
we
to
go.
hear it. Like,
And you're like, "Somebody!" Like you can't not.
yeah.
That's good.
Oh,
It is
and then when
good.
she comes in and those harmonies, and you're like, "Here we go, fuck, here we go." You can't not get amped.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it's like the whitest way to get amped, but still, I get
Amped?
so
It's no JT
amped.
money.
No,
No,
it's not.
it's not JT money.
Not even cousins.
Oh man.
Yeah, that song is great.
I still think it's good. And also, what other fucking song has broken top 40 that doesn't have a first chorus? He's like, I'm gonna make you wait
Oh,
like
yeah.
2 minutes
It doesn't
until
kick
it
in for a
bangs.
while.
No.
What are the first? How did that song start?
Now and then I think of when we were together.
Oh yeah.
And he just stays in that creepy low place for like so long. And then all of a sudden he jumps up a fucking octave like he's Michael Bolton. I don't know who this guy is.
Didn't it?
Where's he?
Oh, so he's like Australian?
Yeah,
Yeah,
something like
it
that.
does. That part is good.
It's crazy good. And his voice is like the tone of his voice. He's not yelling. You're like,
Yeah.
who? American Idol, man.
The picture of Goye, at least on Wikipedia, he looks like Minnesota Timberwolves point guard Ricky Rubio.
He looks like Ricky Rubio.
He's from Belgium, but
Is he
lives
from?
in Melbourne.
He's like kind of hot except for that one tooth.
Oh, he's
I
36.
mean, Ricky Rubio's fucking beautiful. So
Yeah,
he looks like Ricky Rubio.
is a beautiful man. How do you spell Gautier?
Gotye.
That isn't nearly as.
Were you trying to make it way more complicated?
Got-
Yeah. I thought there were some R's in there, like Coulier cheese or something.
Amazing pick. I'm gonna go over the picks again real quick.
Please.
David Bowie, Star Spangled Banner by Francis Scott Key,
Fuck.
No More by 3LW, Mbop by Hanson, Romeo and Juliet by Silk E. Fine, and then Save Tonight by Eagle Eye Cherry.
It's so fun to hear him when they have a list like
Like,
that.
okay, I want to know can you just tell me who you think the listener is to that mixtape?
Me.
You. It's just you.
It's just my.
Yeah.
Well, it's like I got up in the morning, I'm making breakfast, gonna go on a walk in a little bit, but I'm eating oatmeal.
But you still got an amp for the day, so you start with
Yeah.
Star Spangled Banner.
I just, well, I woke up in America,
Patriot.
like I usually do.
Patriot alert.
Yeah.
Yep. You could run for president.
Sean Jordan, you started with This Is How We Do It by Montel Jordan, your cousin, Montel Jordan. Then Don't Worry, Be Happy by Bob McFerrin. Closing Time by Semisonic. Slam by Onyx.
Good list.
And by Crash
Good
Test
list.
Dummies.
I do feel like that's a Sean Jordan. That is a solid
Strong
list.
one.
That's a strong list.
Ian Carmel, What's Up by Four Non Blondes.
Yeah.
Nothing Compares to You by Sinead O'Connor.
Heavy.
Deja Vu, Uptown Baby by Lord Tariq and Peter Guns. Who Dat by JT Money. And then somehow Love Fool by the Cardigans.
Wow.
That is a weird group.
That's a roller coaster, right?
Like I want all those artists in the same room.
I go hot and cold, man. That's
Put you
right
on
there.
1995.
Miel Brado, you went Afternoon Delight by the Starland Vocal Band.
Yeah.
Then Mambo No. 5 by Lou Bega. Hit 'em Up Style by Blue Cantrell. We get well soon. It's Raining Men by the Weather Girls. And then Somebody I Used to Know by Get Yeah.
That's a solid.
Dig 'em.
Do you know what song I really wanted to pick, but there's just no room for it?
Who let the dogs out?
Inside Out by Eve Six.
Oh,
I don't
that
even know
was a
what
one
that
hit.
is.
What's
I would swallow my pride, I would choke on the rhyme, but the lack thereof would leave me empty inside. I would swallow
Never
my
heard
down,
that?
turn it inside out.
It was a little less yelling.
That's crazy.
Nothing, dude. we gotta play
It's
this
crazy
later.
too because my class song was an Eve 6 song.
Really?
Here's to the Night.
Oh, they did have 2
I didn't.
hits.
Did they have 2 hits? Oh, good.
Here's to the night we felt
Yeah.
alive.
Yeah, that was
Dude, it
also high
wasn't-
school
oh,
band.
yeah.
So
New
yeah.
Radicals, Dishwalla,
Yeah.
The Wonders from that thing you do.
Bittersweet
with them.
Symphony.
Oh, could you do that?
Yeah, I think
That was a
so.
fucking one hit
The
wonder.
Ghostbusters song
I thought of the Star Spangled Banner, I was like, let's just go really crazy. So I also had the Crossfire. That's that.
You get caught up in the
Crossfire.
crossfire.
And then,
commercial?
ba-da-ba-ba-ba, I'm loving it.
Oh yeah,
Justin Timberlake and Pusha T.
Yeah.
I guess that's not technically.
Oh wait, How Bizarre by OMC?
Oh, that's a
Is
good
that a
song.
Chevy 69?
No one says a Macarena.
No.
No.
Well, who wants it? They can have it.
I don't want no. You don't want to
They
listen
can
to that
have it.
song again, right?
I mean, I don't know if we're going nostalgia purposes.
I didn't even like those two guys. I
Basically,
just
I
liked it
like
when the ladies sang on it.
Los Del
No,
Rios
you
or
guys
whatever?
did your guys' elementary school make you learn that dance for months in the auditorium? Or
Yeah,
Yeah.
for some reason.
That
we
was
Why
all-
the
way
fuck did
out
we
of
all
elementary
We
do
used to
school.
do
that?
the electric slide and the hustle too.
That makes way more sense. The
And the
electric slide,
Macarena?
that like at a party, you gotta be able to do that.
Yeah.
I learned the Macarena in high school because that's how old I was.
Nice. 47, right? Or, you know what? Honorable mention, Thong Song,
Oh yeah.
and fucking Who Let the Dogs Out, and Natalie Imbruglia, Torn.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
She didn't have another song.
Oh, I thought
wish.
she did too.
She deserved it.
Lying naked on the floor, baby. That's how we
Yeah.
left her.
She apparently Natalie Imbruglia gets after it. She lives her life to the full extent of it.
I don't understand what
Like
you're
Tilda
referencing
Swinton?
right now.
She just goes big.
Like I don't.
She's fucking all over the place, having fun. She's
Oh, you wanna
still
go home?
partying and shit.
Oh,
Yeah.
cool.
She's odd. Yeah, she's
Why
just
not?
living it up.
Cool.
I love it.
Cool, yeah.
I'm here for Natalie Imbruglia,
I like that.
enjoying every part of her life. That has been that episode. That has been that episode of All
That's
Fantasy
that.
Everything.
There it is.
That is how we do it.
We did it.
That's the way it was.
And that's the way it was. Tune in next week for another brand Nubian episode. Speaking of one hit wonders, do they even have one? I don't know.
I don't think they do.
I don't think so. Of All Fantasy Everything.
That was a headgum podcast. This is a headgum podcast.
Today's episode of All Fantasy Everything is brought to you by Mac Weldon. Mac Weldon. It's I'm pretty sure it's a clothing label that was started by 50 Cent and Wiz Khalifa. It kind of said, what's that? Mac and Dennis was Wiz Khalifa and Snoop Dogg. So Mac Weldon is, well, no, that would have been, then it would be Wiz Khalifa and somebody who welds. So it's Wiz Khalifa and his friend from high school who got into welding. I believe they started this company. But the point is, Mac Weldon, what they make is better than whatever you're wearing right now. Unless you're wearing an all silk, all fantasy, everything jumpsuit. But that's the only thing that Mac Weldon isn't better than. They believe in smart design, premium fabrics. It's simple shopping. It's so easy to go on there. I did it. They gave me some free stuff, you know? That's just the life I'm living now. I'm just out here living that life where Mac Weldon's like, hey, it's on us. Hey, around $40 of our merchandise is around us. That's what they said to me. And I went in there and I peeled myself off some clothing, got some underwear. The underwear, ooh, the silver underwear, first of all, it's naturally antimicrobial. Naturally antimicrobial, which I said off the top of my head. I didn't read that off of a paper. It is. It's antimicrobial, which means it kills odor, which I need, because as beautiful as I am, that's also how active I am. I lead an active lifestyle, and I need that Mac Weldon shit in there, making sure that I stay crisp. Because there's two things that I hold as my tenets as a human being. One, be crisp, and two, be comfy. And through Mac Weldon, I'm able to achieve both of those things. They only make underwear, by the way. They make socks, shirts, undershirts, hoodies. You know, if you're an anti-fascist and you want to smash the window of a Starbucks, you can put on a Mac Weldon hoodie. I'm not saying they stand for it. I'm not saying I stand for it. But if you listen to this podcast and you're that kind of person, you know, fuck it up with a hoodie. They make all sorts. By the way, they also make like some nice stuff so you can like put it on and go to a date, you know? Or if you're just on your own right now, you could dress up and take yourself out for dinner, which is something I recommend doing. I really do. I really do. You know, it can be hard. It can be hard out there sometimes, just being on your own, you know? Amanda left, you know? She's gone. After she built my website using Squarespace, she left. Shout out to previous sponsor Square. She left, but that didn't stop me from taking care of myself. I put on my Mack Weldon clothes, my nice ones, and I took myself out to dinner. And you can too, by going to MackWeldon.com and using the promo code ALLFANTASY to get yourself 20% off on me. That's just a little gift from me, Ian Carmel, Mack Weldon customer. Let's get to the podcast. Welcome to another all-new episode of All Fantasy Everything, the podcast that drafts the whole big world. The big freaky world. With all the people out there getting busy and just loving on each other. I had a long day.
This
I don't
is interesting.
This is a weird, especially for the topic.
Yeah.
It's a big world.
It's a big world.
It's a big world.
And some of the people out there are freaky.
They're freaking it.
In that big world, well, first of all, joining me how do we usually do it? I have no idea. It's topic first, right?
I think we drop in. Usually we're just talking.
Just drop right into the sky.
Just kind of roll in.
Yeah.
You know, here we are.
Just drop out of the sky like a Russian fighter jet buzzing a U.S. naval ship.
You did have a
That's
long
topical.
Topical. Topical.
Yeah, God. Oh, that's terrifying.
It happened.
I know.
Man, it's nuts.
Dude, that's why the
You know
world
what?
needs things like this.
That's
Yes.
why we
Fun
need
and
we need
silly.
to be the change we want to see. Spark your own revolution. You know what I mean? At home, domestic.
Yeah, absolutely.
That's what we're doing.
Start living your values locally.
Yeah.
I found out though why that jet thing happened. They just got Top Gun in Russia.
He was flipping him the
They're
bird.
trying to do. He was inverted.
Yeah.
So, for how they were, inverted.
Inverted. They were like, let us extend the expression of our friendship and gratitude. Do a move from current movie Top Gun.
Tom Cruise, America, number one.
Tom Cruise, America. Tom Cruise,
risky
America.
business. Time to buzz the tower.
Yeah, risky business. Listen to Bob Seger get busy all night.
My wife.
My wife.
No. I'm sorry.
So that's what was going on there.
Yeah, there's no draft today. It's just this.
It's just a
riffing
bad-
on the news.
Bad Russian riffs all
Yeah.
day.
Bad Russian riffs. That's the new pod. We are drafting something new. We're drafting. Joining me for we have podcast favorites, podcast family. We have Sean Jordan
Hey.
at Sean S.
Jordan
on
because
Twitter.
The other Sean Jordan still
Still
has it.
Still camping.
So I'm still Sean S. Jordan.
Can't wait to say you work Chislick into today's podcast.
I will not. You know, I did look up how to make it though.
Yeah.
And that's why I keep asking you if you're coming or going this weekend because
You're gonna make Chislick.
Oh wait,
that's my plan.
What are you? How you
wait!
gonna
I'm
fry
trying to
some-
get in.
You
Right?
Can, you can.
We should do it on
you just-
Saturday
you just
during the
need a
dunk
skillet,
contest.
or you just need like a frying pan. I looked it up. Vegetable oil, cubing. It sounds so gross.
Yeah.
Cubed meat is like put the cubed meat into the simmering oil. But
Will the
my plan
butcher
is to make-
cube it for you?
What?
Will the butcher
The butcher-
cube the meat for you?
Bet they
Listen,
will.
dog. If I'm making chislick, I'm cubing the I'm cutting. Get a steak, and I'm gonna cube it my damn self.
I bet if we
I
had a
understand that you're
Whole
talking
Foods
about
though-
chislick, but it sounds like you're talking about making speed.
Yeah, we'll make
If I'm gonna chislick, I'm gonna fry the oil.
You fill the
The
bathtub with
bubble's
vegetable
gonna
oil.
pop.
These are all metaphors. Yeah. If I'm making Chislick, I'm frying the oil. Sean's gonna kill a guy. That's
Yeah.
That other voice you hear is David Borey
Hey.
at the G is silent at Cool Guy Jokes 187.
I wish. It cools our guy jokes 87.
87.
Why is
What
there
is-
not 1/8? Oh, because you're born in '87.
Yeah,
87.
187 would have been so much cooler.
I'm sure it's still out there to grab. You could change it.
There's branding issues at this point.
Yeah.
There's a lot of blogs.
There's an open investigation.
My email has 187 in it because when I got a Gmail account, I was like, I'll use Hotmail for the rest of my life.
Yeah.
Not thinking that I would have to send this out to bookers and professional people. I think most of them don't get it, but You know, the ones that do think I'm hilarious.
What is it? What is it?
Sean.
Wait, are you allowed to?
Well, no, I don't. I mean, I don't see it
What's
on
your
the
phone
website.
number?
Yeah, no. Anyway,
Does your social have an 87 in it?
it's 555-420-31169.
My email is comfy ass Mac Weldon underwear at my butt dot wearing it right now.
Dot biz.
Mac Weldon dot my ass, dog.
I've been wanting to get into the comfy underwear game.
Dude, you gotta get. I mean, other than the Mac Weldon, I've been living that. You know, I've been living that for a while. The Mac Weldon is a new addition to my comfy underwear life.
I'm gonna go
it's
look
good.
up some Mac Weldon shit that I'll, that I can't buy, but I'm gonna go look it up.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, what's good underwear cost?
We looked up Gucci underwear the other day. It's like $180.
Are you crazy? I was on the Gucci website the other day.
Yeah, we were looking up underwear.
I was looking up how much those flip flops cost.
Dog, those are like $1,000.
No. You can get the white ones for $190.
Why don't we all wear Gucci flip flops?
I want to get the Gucci flip flops, and then they have the matching tube socks.
The black ones are the ones, though, right?
I mean, they're both pretty cool. I don't know which ones are the ones.
I would girl wear a Gucci. What is it? What's the line?
There's a few Gucci flip flops.
Future's got a Gucci flip flop line. Shout out to Future, who's dropping an album tomorrow.
Yeah.
Our other sponsor, Future.
Yeah.
Rapper Future. Go to future.com and enter promo code ALLFANTASY to have
Enter
Future
right on the
fuck your bitch.
Entered on the comments of all of his iTunes songs. All fantasy everything.
Are you sad because an NFL quarterback's fucking your baby's mother? Future.
Oh, that's Buck. Hit, by the way, is one and only. So,
His one and only baby's mom?
No, this is Russell Wilson we're talking about, right?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
He
He's
was-
only ever had sex with...
He had never entered a temple before.
That feels like a collapse in the system.
That's crazy.
You're
Like,
the only woman you've had sex with is Future's baby's mom? That's
crazy.
legendary.
That's why
crazy.
Trump got elected. That
because of
collapsed
glitches in the
logic.
system.
Yeah. And then anything was possible.
Yeah. I'm going to go ahead and blame this thing on Russell Wilson
100%
right now.
Russell Wilson's fault. Yeah.
Muslim
long-time
ban?
listener, Russell Wilson.
Russell Wilson.
He's not going to be too happy when he hears us ripping on him because he'll hear it whenever this comes out.
He got a once-in-a-lifetime win, and he should be happy about it. I'm just saying, that's crazy.
Do you think he even... Because I imagine... I'm going out on a limb here. I feel like Sierra's probably pretty good at sex. Just going out on a limb.
Just from
I don't know
listening
if you guys
to a
have seen the
couple
slow
songs.
video.
Yeah. But Russell Wilson... I mean, sex is sex. It's great.
Sure.
He's never had, sex with anyone else. Is this just what he thinks sex is like?
Yeah.
So he thinks that's what we're all
The
having.
numbers on this thing are crazy.
Yeah.
He's like a dumb guy who found a fucking old wooden ship in his basement when his grandpa died, and then he took it to Antiques Roadshow, and it's worth $25 billion. He's like, this is the only wooden ship I've ever had. They must all be worth this.
I guess that's how you make your money.
Yeah.
How did you get rich? Well, I sold a wooden ship, of course. Why don't you sell yours?
How did you get rich? I had sex with Sierra.
Yeah.
First time.
Damn.
Also, he was in the Entourage movie, so
Oh, true.
he'll probably gain some mileage for him.
Which, why would you even do that if you weren't having sex with anybody?
I don't even. Why would you watch that show if you've never had sex?
Yeah. How do you even understand it? Like, what's that girl doing on top of Vince? Is she hurting him? That's what Russell
Is that
Wilson
Mommy and
thought.
Daddy wrestling?
I think not only had he not had sex, he just
He
wasn't.
didn't know what it was either.
Oh.
Yeah.
What are you guys talking about?
She's got two bellies on her chest. She doesn't even know what boobs are. She's got outie belly buttons. All right. Get to the topic.
Two outie belly buttons.
Do we remember who suggested? This is one of our
I was
listeners suggested topics. Let's look it up. Let's see if we can. If you want to look it up.
I have way less ads than you do, so I'll go.
Yeah,
through.
Hold on. I'm gonna look it up too. And while we're doing it, I will make some entertaining noises so people are on board.
Yeah, that sounds like a Timberland beat. Bring it back.
I wonder how Russell Wilson scored the role in it. Like,
I found it.
In Sierra?
find it.
I'm just good at Twitter. Her name's Rosie. At Yes Rosemarie. She says,
what she
as
said.
the self-proclaimed biggest fan of All Fantasy Everything Pod, can I suggest / request a Taco Bell menu draft? At Ian Carmel ? Rosie, yes, you can.
Rosie, your wish is our command.
We brought in the A-team to do this one.
Hell yeah.
Not only the A-team of the podcast guests, but also the A-team of people who go to Taco Bell.
Yeah. Oh
We
yeah.
fucking
We're
love Taco Bell.
Did you drop the science about our collective Taco Bell night?
The other day, before we get into the draft, I gotta do just this one other thing. So the three of us have been working on a television pilot for a show, and it was great fun. We did it for 2 weeks, and on the Saturday in between those 2 weeks, we went out for one of the other writers' birthdays. So we got hammered.
It wasn't even a seminal birthday. It wasn't like
it was like
32 or something.
Yeah, it was like an unimportant birthday, and for an unimportant person, Zach Harper, somebody we all hate and wish nothing but ill on.
Boring. He's a boring guy.
For his birthday, I walked in the bar and spit on him.
Yeah.
And then just went over and hung out alone at the bar.
And I slapped him with a happy birthday stamp on my hand so it stuck on his face.
Yeah.
Spit.
I played shuffleboard with a bunch of old ladies.
Yeah. Oh, that was fun. We did play shuffleboard. We love Zach at Talk Hoops, podcast guest, friend. And it was his birthday, so we got hammered, and then we piled into an Uber and went the long way back to Glendale.
I thought we were lost.
Yeah. This was Uber before it was evil, I think.
Yeah, true.
Either that or we were on a
this
lift.
was a different time Uber.
We're woke. And,
I can see y'all.
So we went. We got home, and I into Postmates. For some reason, I have no idea how it happened. Can I tell you how I think it happened? By the way,
yes.
I think I pulled up Postmates when we were on the freeway, and when it does that, it just locates whatever the Taco Bell's closest to wherever you're at.
Oh.
Yeah. So I think I ordered Taco Bell
from the west side,
20 miles away from where we were going.
Whoa.
So that's part of the reason why I think it was so expensive.
That makes sense.
Even still, we had an $86 Taco Bell Postmates order, which is insane. They brought like grocery bags. I've never seen bags this big from a Taco Bell.
It was astonishing.
I ate like 2 things and passed out.
I had a bunch.
So much money. I
can't honestly tell you what I did or didn't do.
I woke up in the morning and went to the kitchen, and there was a burrito, a grilled stuffed burrito that had been eaten from the middle. It had one huge bite right out of the middle. Like that's how you eat burritos, just like hump, and then it was just sitting there.
That I feel like is done in a panic.
Yeah.
Like somebody does that in a frenzy.
None of us know who did it. You did like you broke into a Taco Bell and you were like trying to eat as much food as possible.
That's
the
like
cops are coming. Well, let me go.
Yeah, like if I was robbing your house.
Give me that last burrito.
If I was like robbing a house and I just saw some Taco Bell and I was hungry, I needed more energy to finish the rob.
Yeah.
I would do that. I would
Just
sideways it and then just.
That's like how Jermaine Dupri, at the height of Jermaine Dupri, I bet ate Taco Bell, just took one bite and threw it away.
Oh my! It's like those guys who like load a bowl of weed, and then hit the green part and then throw it all out.
They throw it out.
That's what. Imagine that.
Those people don't know how to smoke weed.
That's crazy.
Do people do that as a flex or are they stupid?
I think it's a flex. I think it's like I've got so much weed.
Yeah.
What's wrong with the rest of the weed though?
Nothing.
Nothing.
Right?
They just like to hit
smoke the green.
I have so much weed, by the way, and I would never think about doing it.
No, it's great.
Yeah.
I mean,
it's bad economics. It's bad business.
Yeah.
Because it's good. Like, you know, I wouldn't buy 30 40s and drink one drink out of each 40.
Right.
Old English.
Sure.
If they're listening.
Oh,
I love that if you have the money, you're going to buy 30 40s.
One nice bottle of whiskey.
Nice little bottle of
30 40s. 30 of the same thing from Taco Bell, one drink out of each, one bite out of each.
Yeah.
And that's how I'm living. And then the rest just gets set outside in the hot sun until somebody takes it. Because it's 10 in the morning when I do this.
So, in honor of @YesRosemarie, today we are drafting the Taco Bell menu.
Yes, we are.
Now, to determine the order of the draft, the two of you will be playing rock, paper, scissors.
Sure.
And whoever wins will be picking the order. Now, before you pick the order, I need to remind you,
What kind of draft?
the serpentine draft.
Slithering.
So if you pick third, that also means you pick first in the next round, and vice
It's
versa.
like a snake kind of would
Yeah, it's a serpentine draft.
Well, I meant like Draco Malfoy.
Yeah, it's a serpentine draft, which we are now starting about an hour into this recording.
Yeah, really? Yeah, Jesus Christ.
No, wait, no,
Oh.
not really at all.
All right.
But we're gonna play rock, paper, scissors, and shoot. You guys know how to do it.
1, 2, 3, shoot. 1, 2, 3, shoot.
Oh, David Bory wins with a rock over Sean Jordan's scissors. And
I gotta
it's
go
up to you.
first.
Yeah.
Because here's what I feel like. Everything is gonna get picked. So that, like, you just gotta get your favorites out first.
Yeah.
Because an hour from now, we're gonna be scraping the bottom.
There's no bottom to this barrel. This barrel.
No.
This barrel's
Trust me, if there was a bottom, I'd have scraped it by now. And I'm curious what you're gonna do first to see like if you're gonna go your
Well,
favorite.
you're gonna go first. Who's going second? Who's going third? That's the other
Who's going
question.
second? Who's going third?
I'm worried about Sean Jordan on the double back.
Yeah,
So
I would be too.
Jordan has to go second.
Okay.
And then Ian Carmel.
See, in a serpentine draft, I fancy the middle.
You do like the middle.
I like that. Yeah, I picked the middle last time.
I played right into his hands.
My refried bean covered hands.
Well, let's see what your hands are going for, because with the first pick of the Taco Bell menu All Fantasy Everything draft, David Borey, you are on the clock.
This is purely just a heart thing. This is what I feel. This is what I
Really a heart disease pick.
Yeah, just a straight up coronary.
Yeah.
The beef chalupa.
Oh.
I feel like everybody sleeps on the chalupa. And this isn't, by the way, the cheesy chalupa crowd.
Are we talking like a beef Baja chalupa?
Beef Baja.
That's the one.
Straight up chalupa.
Yeah.
I love it. It's been, how long has
Easy.
it been around?
Dude,
How long has the chalupa been around?
I feel like the chalupa came out when I was right around
You are
12, 13 years old.
tightrope walking.
Yeah,
And I'm
Josh.
22 now, so no.
Hey.
So it came out. I'm 32, so it came out about 20 years ago.
And it's been holding it down, silent. It's like the Mary J. Blige
And they made it.
of Taco Bell menu items. Like, it's just been there consistently strong, loving.
Were there chalupas anywhere else? But I mean, was it chalupa?
No, I've never had another chalupa.
A chalupa, I think, is a cuisine
It's
and
a thing.
Yeah.
If you go to Mexico,
It's a
you get
specialty of South Central Mexico, including the states of Puebla, Guerrero, and Oaxaca,
Sure.
which are my appropriate pronunciations.
I think it's
of those
actually
states of
Oaxaca.
Mexico. No, it's Oaxaca. Listen,
Oaxaca.
when you find out something is called Oaxaca, you say Oaxaca a lot. Oaxaca. Oaxaca.
Oaxaca to me.
Migo. Oaxaca instead of Versace. Oaxaca. Oaxaca. This is a Mexican state.
I feel like you put mushrooms on that beef chalupa and then ate it.
Oh shit! I never.
Okay. Can you even get mushrooms at Taco Bell?
No.
You can't,
I mean, like under
It's
the sink.
It's a liability. Yeah. Special knock 3 times on the counter.
Yeah.
And then the cheese troll comes out and gives you the mushrooms. I guess.
Yeah.
Dude, the chalupa from Taco Bell, that is a good.
It's
that is
great.
a good pick.
It's got
Yeah.
cheese.
The beef Baja one, I was introduced to that for the first time. When I was learning how to scuba dive. That's right. There's a lot about me that listeners don't know. I'm a
Line
scuba
up
diver.
over there.
Self-contained underwater breathing
Yeah,
apparatus?
exactly.
boy.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
you go to Mac
self-contained
Weldon or
underwater
something?
breathing.
Where'd you get that
Yeah. I went to Mac Weldon.
They teach scuba diving, and that's like the one legit class of
I
Mac
mean, they teach getting wet. You figure out how to do it.
It's getting wet. That's very funny.
Getting wet up.
My brother and I would drive back from the scuba dive. My older brother. I don't have any other ones. But Bear Blaylock. Shout out to Bear
Yeah,
Blaylock.
there is Bear Blaylock.
We were driving back from Forest Grove, where the pool was, that we were learning how to self-contained underwater breathing apparatus
Yeah.
dive, and we would swing by Taco Bell and just blast Rage Against the Machine and eat Taco Bell. So
I feel like-
I have very fond memories associated with the chalupa.
I feel like this specific experience is only maybe you have ever done that.
Mm-hmm.
Like in the whole history of it might just be you and your brother who have ever done that.
I almost spit
That
Fresca
combination.
everywhere.
Yeah.
That is a very specific.
Most people don't do that right after they get done self-contained underwater breathing apparatusing.
Driving home from scuba diving lessons
With your brother.
with my brother in a Subaru Outback,
Sure.
listening to Rage Against the Machine,
Uh-huh.
eating a moderate amount of Taco Bell.
That's not a common.
No. Chalupa.
Because if you eat chalupas too
Yeah.
fast, you'll get the bends.
You know a lot about scuba diving, David.
You know what's weird? I don't even know where this is coming from.
Yeah.
You're in the
This is-
zone, they call that.
This is totally just being pulled off the top.
You're ultralight beaming right now.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on.
They call that being immersed.
The chalupa came out at the same time as another. Didn't the chalupa? I'm just gonna say it because by the way, there's no sleepers in this draft. We all know everything that's in
Yeah,
play.
that's true. There's
So I'm just gonna say
there's
right
no
now,
kid playing out.
the chalupa and the gordita came out at the same
I
time.
believe so.
I think the gordita was first.
Was it
actually.
first?
I believe the gordita was.
It was. Oh wow.
Because if you look at them, and I understand this is a monkeys to men argument.
Yeah.
But I feel like the chalupa is the natural evolution of
Of the gordita. Yeah. Yeah, that's true.
Because the chalupa is just that the tortilla is fried.
I'm gonna
But
look
we
at
can save
document.
gordita. We can save gordita theory for later.
It's like string theory.
Yeah.
It's like a lot tastier.
I'll deny this on my bed.
I wonder what chalupa means. I'm trying to look it up, and the internet is failing me right now.
I always feel like it means close to suck my dick.
That's chupa.
Oh,
Chupa man.
Okay.
Chupa me.
Man, I've been saying it wrong.
Chupa me means suck my dick.
Yeah.
Shout out to everybody I've been saying that wrong to.
What are you saying, chalupa me?
Chalupa me
That's a whole different thing.
Chalupa me back. That's them gently sliding a chalupa
Sometimes I don't know what I'd rather have.
under your unit.
A chalupa or a nice headshot.
Yeah.
I mean, you know.
Wait, what's a
probably-
headshot?
Or, you know,
A
not sure.
blush.
Oh, a blush.
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 Getting some lettuce.
I
you
get
know?
a blush in Armenian t-shirt. You know, amigos, get good
So
t-shirts.
here's Migos, bro. Okay. The beef Baja Chalupa, first pick, excellent
Oh,
pick.
Yes.
Sean Jordan, you are on the board. Where are you going?
I'm just going bean burrito, no onions.
What?
No
Yeah, well,
onions.
yeah, I mean, yeah.
Get out of
That's-
here.
You've done this draft so many times.
I know. I'm trying to keep it.
Did you think anyone else was gonna do?
I really
pick
did.
Just a plain beef burrito?
Yeah, I really did.
You thought that was coming off the board?
I
That's
thought
on
it
the
was coming off
bottom,
the board
man.
quick. That's like my favorite
Man.
thing to get.
I will say I hate when people get no onions. The onions is the spice of the bean burrito.
You did just cross it off your list. I
No,
watched
I
you.
crossed chalupa off. But also,
Yeah, I really
think
thought
it
bean
is.
burrito was going a lot quicker. We'll get deeper, but I thought since it's not obscure at all. that-
Dave and I are both, curvy boys.
Yeah.
So there's not, I mean, you look at us and you don't think like restricted palate. You know what I
I'm
mean? You're
also
like,
young.
these guys.
There's nothing restrictive about it being burrito. I
And
mean,
this-
Yeah, man,
Just
I'm
as
on
bad
that.
for
I'm
you.
young, fly, and flashy.
Yeah.
I'm hopping out of foreigns. You're over here driving pickup trucks. Plain bean burritos? I just dropped a Bugatti. Come
I'm
on.
wearing shorts that look like a peacock's feather.
yeah,
And you're sitting in this room thinking we were gonna take a bean burrito.
I really thought it was going off the
I
board.
got two pastels on. You think a beef burrito?
I will say, the bean burrito was my first kiss of Taco Bell.
Yeah,
That was
like,
definitely my first kiss.
that was the first thing where I stepped out of my comfort because I used to hate Taco Bell.
Yeah.
If we can believe that. And when I finally had like a bean burrito with no onions, because my mom heavily like told me I don't like onions.
Yeah.
So
You were
I had one, I was like,
programmed.
yeah,
Yeah, like
and
a
I
religious
feel like
cult
the right
sort
way.
of thing.
I don't like those onions. They're too skimpy. So yeah, mild bean burrito with no onions. And by the way, is that a regional thing where you
What?
can get mild or spicy? Or that's everywhere. You can get like mild
don't know.
bean burrito or
I
spicy
don't
bean
know.
burrito.
It's never occurred to me to ask for a spicy.
I think it's like a hot and spicy McChicken situation.
They
Some places there's only one, some places there's both.
They
I
used
think
to
it's
ask when I get bean burrito in the Midwest. They would ask if I want a mild or spicy. So spicy would just with green sauce, and mild is with the mild sauce.
Oh, I didn't
So I
know
was
that.
going mild bean burrito, no onions.
Whenever I've gone to Taco Bell, it's been a sort of dress your own burrito situation. But they won't put the sauce on for me.
Oh,
They give you the packets.
I think every bean burrito has mild sauce in it.
Does it have mild sauce?
The bean
I'm
burrito,
pretty sure.
it does. I remember. I can think of like when you eat that. You can't see, but I'm rubbing my fingers
Yeah.
for some like a Scrooge
Like,
McDuck.
like he's milking two pigeons.
Yeah.
Sort of.
Like the fine consistency of the Taco Bell mild sauce is drizzling through.
He's doing with hands the way my voice sounds, just in terms of Judaism.
Oh, sure.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. But yeah, I remember the onions being in there with the sauce.
I'll tell you
Yes,
why
it
I
does.
don't have a clear memory of it. It's because it's such a forgettable menu item.
No, no. It's the best menu item on the menu
That's,
to me.
I
And
can't.
It's only the first pick.
That's fair. It's
gentlemen.
only the
All right.
It's only the first pick.
Taco Bell's your
I feel
favorite
like you might
food.
have
It is my
Sam Bowie
favorite
right
food.
now, though.
I honestly thought that I thought it was gonna go first. I
No,
just really
it's
thought
like-
No.
the bean burrito.
Oh, you know what? It is fifth on my list. That's pretty good.
It's not on my list.
Now that I've been treated as such, I will go a lot gnarlier.
We're gonna have
on
our
the
first
next
real
four
fight as
picks.
friends. 8 years of
Wouldn't that
friendship.
be fucking insane?
That would
It's
be
like, dude,
hilarious.
What are you so mad at Ian for? You weren't there, so you're not gonna get it.
Yeah, there is a recording of it.
You're gonna have to listen to get the weight.
Our fight is sponsored by Mac Weldon, so make sure you go to MacWeldon.com and use promo code AllFantasyEverything, but that'll clear
I
everything
just
up.
call Laura. Can you take a red eye? 'Cause I need the comfortable woman.
All right, bean burrito. More power to you. You know,
I mean, it sounds boring when you say it like that.
I have back-to-back picks,
All right, let's go.
Damn it.
and I can't. Oh God, I can't wait. I can't believe these are both still on the board. first pick, I'm going Crunchwrap
I
Supreme.
knew it.
Yeah.
I fucking
Gotta
knew
go to the Crunchwrap
Yeah, in
Supreme.
my heart, I knew that
What
was.
everything that's great about Taco Bell is in there. It's like a music festival. It's got a little bit of everything for you.
And like the best
They even
thing
got
about
the
Taco
sour
Bell,
cream in there.
They
they're
got the
always
sour
making
cream.
new ways to eat it. Like,
Yes.
They're like, you know, this burrito's dope. What if we made it like kind of like a covered pizza?
It's like it was like a little bit like the Mexican pizza,
Like
but
a
it's covered so
calzone
you can eat it with your hands still.
Yeah.
You know,
It was hard. My one
can
gripe
eat
is
it
it was
dry.
hard to get.
you
sauce
can eat it
on.
dry.
It's not messy. It's hard to get sauce on.
It's hard to like. You have to like open it up and like
Yeah.
pour the sauce in.
See, in that way, it doesn't really bug me. For me, it's all in there. Sometimes I'll dab a little sauce on the top of it.
I gotta get that sauce on. I gotta get my sauce
Yeah.
on.
Yeah.
You know?
That's
It's a disc. I like the shape of it. The shape of it is
It's like a hexagon.
yeah, it's a hexagon.
Which is weird.
You know why? The corners, because it's so delightful to bite into a corner that's full of flavor. If it was just round, there wouldn't be any corners for the
That's
flavor to get
a
stuck
really good. Yeah.
in. Yeah.
It just soaks up like you get that hot pocket of beef.
It's
You know-
yeah, exactly, which I love. Sometimes it'll just be beef and a little sour cream in one of the
it's hiding
corners.
out there.
When you
Hiding
eat a
out
That's
there.
that wing of the museum.
You ever do that where you eat a burger and you're like, you take a bite and then you're like, you go 2 inches over and you take a bite. Just you're building a bite.
Yes.
Basically. You're building
Yes.
a corner.
Yeah,
and that's
for
what the
sure.
Crunchwrap has 5 of those built in for you.
It does.
Like,
Yo.
thank you, Taco Bell.
Just these delicious bites.
Yeah.
I love it. I love
That's
the.
genius.
There's lettuce in there,
Yeah.
and I
Which
like
makes
that
you feel-
too.
Sure.
But there's lettuce in most of
There's
it.
lettuce in
whatever-
there's
whatever
lettuce in
helps,
everything, but I'm quite the health nut. There's lettuce in everything, but lettuce in an open air situation makes more sense. Like lettuce in a chalupa, sure. There's no roof. That makes sense. They could sprinkle the lettuce in there. But the fact that there's lettuce in this sort of enclosed situation, it just seems weird to me. But it's still crispy and fresh lettuce.
Hell yeah. Hell
You
yeah.
know?
God, we are gonna have to get some Taco Bell right out.
100%.
It's happening. I mean, I guarantee.
On the drive over here, I was like, I'll probably get a salad tonight. Gotta keep it healthy. There's no way in hell.
Yeah, we're in too deep.
David and I tried to go to 2 different Taco Bells last night. When I
Last
got
night.
I'll buy that. I'll buy that. I don't care how expensive it is. I'll buy that. I'll buy that there.
So that I'm going Crunchwrap Supreme with my
Okay.
first pick,
Okay. Okay.
and then I am a troubled man right now.
Yeah, anything happen. My pen is full.
I don't know if I go head or heart. I think I gotta go heart. This is crazy. This
I'll
is
call you
crazy.
maybe.
But I'm taking the quesadilla.
The chicken or the regular?
Cheese.
As I was
Flat out regular.
I mean, I was yelled at for taking a bean burrito.
Yeah, you took it first.
I took it.
I also think that a quesadilla is a little swaggier.
It's a little swaggier.
Listen, we don't need to go back to my pick, but yes, I agree with you wholeheartedly that a quesadilla is a way to go. Quesadillas, or Taco Bell, is how I found out what a quesadilla was.
Is that really?
That is.
Oh wow.
Yeah, I had no
Crazy.
idea. I had no idea what a quesadilla was.
You never
until-
got one at like another Mexican restaurant?
No,
I was-
I'd always hated Mexican food. I would get meat and cheese with nothing on it, like you know.
Wow.
Yeah, quesadilla.
I get a cheese quesadilla every time I go to Taco Bell.
Get out of there,
My
dog.
2 first picks are my like
The
two. Those are it's the Damian Lillard and C.J. McCollum of my draft. You know, they're the 2 things that have never. It's those 2, and then I'll build around them.
You know what I love about the quesadilla too, is you piece by piece it.
Yeah.
So you go, you eat a taco. Oh shit! I still got some quesadilla.
I still got some
back
quesadilla.
over there.
It takes the sauce well.
It takes the sauce. It's the perfect palate cleanser.
I love whatever sauce is on there, and I'll say this right now: I don't really fuck with the meat variations. I don't like a steak or a beef or a.
No, I never
Chicken
go
quesadilla.
steak. Oddly enough, because
I
I'm
don't
like,
eat steak
why?
at Taco Bell.
Yeah, it's
You
weird.
know.
Steak and
I
taco
don't eat
weirds
steak
me
at
out.
fast food restaurants.
Uh-uh.
I don't need chocolate syrup on my red velvet cake. You know, it's
Right.
good enough, and like I don't want to overwhelm the palate. As
Yeah,
Absolutely.
Like I get upset when I do.
And it's not good steak, so what's the like? I like it. You ever go to somebody's house and they make steak tacos,
Yeah.
and then you're like, "Oh, this is great."
Yes.
That's it. But that shit is
That is-
cubed meat.
I can say right now, fairly confidently, I don't think any of us are going to that. What was their Verde? What was their menu that was like very healthy?
Fresco.
Oh, like the
Fresco.
street tacos. And
Yeah.
Yeah.
No.
I don't think any of us are taking any of that shit.
But I'm gonna
Fuck
go to
outta
the
here.
fair just to ride the Ferris wheel. Get out of town.
See, I like, if I can shout out another fast food chain in the middle of this Taco Bell
Definitely.
podcast, I love when everyone was going like protein burger, blah, blah, blah. I love what Jack in the Box did, where everyone was going like healthy stuff, you know, like instead of a bun, you can get lettuce. Taco Bell did the Fresco menu or whatever.
Mhm.
Jack in the Box was like jalapeno poppers on the cheeseburger.
Yeah, I
You
like
know?
that.
They were
I
like,
love
what
that.
about that?
We'll
We're still
double
here
down
for you.
on it.
Yeah.
We're sitting right here never are we going anywhere.
Yeah, where like they like fuck double down on their corner, which I love.
Yeah.
But the cheese quesadilla is just perfect. It's simple.
There's a weird sauce in there too.
And I
that
love
I feel
that
like
weird
has
sauce.
never been talked about on the menu.
Never.
But
got a
there's
lot of
that
shit like that.
strange.
It's tangy.
They also got it on another.
It's got a little.
We'll bring it up when the item comes up.
Yeah.
But there's a couple menus that low key got the tang sauce.
It's got a little bit of that tang sauce. I don't even know what it's called.
Do they have a name for it?
I don't. I've never heard it.
I think
they
you
do.
just dubbed it.
The tang sauce. Dude.
Tang sauce.
The tang. The other thing I like.
You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Quesadilla. It's a conjunction. Queso, cheese in Spanish.
Sure.
Dilla after Dilla.
Queso J Dilla.
The famous beats.
Yeah, the prominent hip hop producer.
Yeah, R.I.P. J
Who was
Dilla.
the first person to say, why don't you just take a couple of tortillas and melt some cheese in there?
I think he actually coined the term tang sauce.
He did. Yeah. He was tired of donuts for the day.
You know my problem with the Taco Bell quesadilla?
Huh.
I went through a big phase for a while where I was making quesadillas at home.
Well, absolutely.
And I hook them up fat at home.
You know what you don't
It's
have
like how I don't eat spaghetti outside the house.
You don't really.
No, I only eat spaghetti.
What? You only eat spaghetti at the house?
I only eat spaghetti that I make.
With like Prego?
You should
What
see how
sauce do you put
serious
on
he
there?
is.
Yeah, I hate spaghetti in a restaurant. That's blasphemy to me.
Actually, I'm kind of with you. If
You're
I'm
gonna go to a restaurant and get poor people food? Are you crazy?
If I'm in an Italian food restaurant, there's pastas I'll get. I'll get like a bucatine. I'll get like that kind of.
Yeah.
But I will never get a spaghetti and red sauce.
I get
I've never
spaghetti and
ordered spaghetti.
meatball. Kiss my ass.
I would rather eat out of the not even joking. I would rather go to the kitchen and eat out of the garbage can because you'll get like a little ravioli.
Yeah, there's probably a veal cutlet in there.
Yeah.
That just stepped on it.
Then order just like some spaghetti and red sauce. I worked at the old spaghetti factory and people would get spaghetti and red sauce. I'm like, and they pay like $8 for it, which is cheap. But I'm like, if you would have done this at home, it would have been 45 cents.
And you can hook it up. You can have as much Parmesan as you want.
Yeah.
You know, you have this guy standing over you, judging you like you're an asshole.
Yeah.
When you're saying more.
Like more?
Yeah.
More? Really?
Yeah. I want more.
Lots, but just go until you think I'm not going to want any more, and then just keep going.
I don't want to see my shit. I want it to be a whiteout. Don't you fucking worry.
You want fresh powder. You don't ski unless there's fresh powder.
Yeah, I want that pow pow. I don't want to see the slope.
Some of that cold smoke, dude.
I didn't come up here to see the ground. You know what I'm talking
Get
about?
the booters and the wedges.
Going back to the quesadilla, the homemade quesadillas are good. And I know what you mean because I do that too. I'll like put a sriracha on there.
Oh yeah.
I'll go all sorts of crazy kind of ranch and
Heat
sriracha.
Heat the tortilla
sides.
so it's crispy.
But I never figured out that tang sauce at home.
Yeah.
That's true.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So
We might
That's
not
the only
ever
difference there.
We might not ever know.
We may not.
It might just, is it maybe just like Baja sauce? Did they put a little bit
It
of
might be.
It might be about.
Doesn't it kind of taste like that with melted cheese?
It does. Kind of does.
A little bit.
It might be it.
But I don't
like
know
tang
what
sauce
Baja
better.
sauce is really.
Baja sauce is maybe just tang sauce. For
Listen,
all we
why
know.
Don't you go by J Dilla? Well, fine, but we're calling something tang sauce.
We may never know what the sauce is, but what we will know in mere moments is what Sean Jordan's second pick is going to be. A cup of water, perhaps?
Yeah, but it's
It's on the menu. If you go to the fucking website, cup of water is on the fucking website.
Sean,
it's crazy.
That's funny. Sean is picking a packet of mild sauce with his second.
No joke on it. The old mild sauce.
I couldn't believe that they had a cup of water on there. No, I'm gonna
That is
go.
very funny.
I'm trying to get the official name here.
What?
Where is it? Where'd it go?
Official name, cup of Lipton iced tea.
It's also on there.
No lemon.
No lemon.
Oh, the beefy crunchy Frito burrito.
Oh, what a bounce back!
And
Yo, and
It's
he's
so
back
fucking
in it.
good!
He just brought the Aston Martin out.
It's so
thought he was
good!
I didn't know he owned it.
So that's your everyday car, but you got an Aston Martin in the garage.
Yeah, okay.
The beefy, what is
Yeah,
it?
to help
Beefy
someone
crunchy
move a
Frito
couch.
burrito?
The beefy crunchy Frito burrito, and I remember, because they used to have it before it was on the dollar menu, and it was called like the beefy crunchy something burrito, and
Not
it didn't
Frito
have-
because it wasn't branded yet,
Yeah.
right?
And I pulled up and I was like, hey, let me get a Frito burrito, and the guy goes, do you mean the beefy crunchy something supreme burrito? And I was like, the fuck, is there anything else in the
Give me
menu
that
with
shit with
Fritos
some
on it?
Fritos in it.
It was
Yeah.
the only thing
Come
that had
on,
Fritos.
man.
It's like,
You gotta be like that.
obviously that's what I meant. Now give me 6 because
Yeah.
I'm mad.
It's
and I
3
need to go
o'clock
get
in
it
the
up.
morning.
Yeah, that I still, whenever I go, I get like 2 of those, and a lot of times I'll just throw one in the fridge and like eat it
Cold.
whenever. Yeah,
Yeah.
I eat them cold.
Because the
constantly.
crunch
You do.
keeps it worth it.
Yeah, as long as it's not more than like a day old.
Yeah.
And I'll still eat them. But
It's jarring to me. Now, this could speak to our body types, but I'll open the fridge at home and I'll see Taco Bell in there. And I almost faint. I'm like, what a world. What is this?
Leftover. It's like leftover crap.
Yeah, it's crazy. What is it doesn't
Seems like a
exist?
thing.
That's the thing with Taco Bell. You can go just smoke the menu, and you still have more. You're just like, I don't want to force myself to eat all this.
My problem is I rarely want more Taco Bell after I had taco. Like I gotta have a day.
I want alone time after that.
Yeah, I just gotta.
He's taking bad.
Just gonna hit HBO Go in the dark for a minute.
Yeah.
Now I always know that I'm gonna want one. I stay up late, and I'll eat one at 2 in the morning sometimes because it's just there.
What's so funny? You said you stay up late. Last night you were like, I stayed up till fucking 5 a.m. yesterday.
I didn't want to.
I stayed up till like 7:30 this morning.
I go to bed at like
an
10.
hour.
I would have been at 10 every night.
I'm listless, dude.
That's crazy.
Idle hands, man.
Yeah, true.
It's just that's a whole nother podcast. But I just lay there and like stress sets in. I'm like, well, now I can't fucking.
Yeah, and then I'm like, oh, maybe I'll just clean my room or something. But then I'm like, I'm naked, and I want to clean my room naked.
I tell you what else.
Like, I don't want to be that guy.
It doesn't feel right.
With a little stress when you can't sleep at night. A beefy, crunchy Frito burrito in the fridge, ready to unstress you out. I don't got a whip, dog. Well,
but you got it in the fridge. You did.
Yeah.
Respect. You just put it on.
I mean, we're good enough friends to where most of the time you could hit me up and be like, "Hey, will you come pick me up and give me a ride to a Taco Bell?" And I would most of the time say yes.
I love that float and crunch.
Mm-hmm.
I just love the float and crunch in there that the Frito brings to the situation.
It's so good.
You don't know where it's going to be. You bite in.
Such a good crunch.
Yeah, you get like some crunch on the bicuspid on the left side. You're like, what the hell? I wasn't expecting it there.
Keeps the rice and the Fritos keep what's the word? Keeps the cylinder
it's a
going.
Substance.
Yeah.
There's a real substance to that burrito.
Yeah. And it makes it so you feel like you're actually taking a bite. Not like squishing like a normal burrito.
Yeah,
yeah.
It has structural
Feel
integrity.
like you're squeezing squeezing toothpaste.
Yeah, which also is a fun sensation, but you don't always want that.
Sure, but sometimes I want the whole burrito to be built the right way.
Yeah,
you know what I like? I lost a back tooth due to poor dental care. Right?
Yeah.
It's just a socket up there. Sometimes I slide some crunch up in there, eat it later.
Yeah.
It's just a sock.
Wake up in a panic, don't know what's going on.
Suck it out.
And then you just calm down immediately. It's like taking a Vicodin. You're just like, okay.
Yeah.
David, do you have an earthquake kit? Kinda.
If we're gone for a while, I'll be all right.
Go bag.
Yeah, I don't have a the beefy crunchy Frito burrito is a great pick. I'm jealous of that one.
I love it.
Yeah, that's so good. Is that the first time they started putting chips in their burritos?
Yeah.
That's gotta be.
It was like 4 years ago or whatever when it wasn't officially on them.
Yeah.
But yeah, that was. Yeah.
Man.
It came to little fanfare, by the way.
It did.
They really didn't. They really don't pump it up.
When they came out with some items that, like, that I want in just because maybe they'll get picked. Yeah. Even though earlier I said we know all the picks, but we know what we're talking about here. Yeah. There's the chip-based stuff.
Sometimes they roll the dice and it doesn't always go.
It was like a new pope was elected and it got so much media attention. By the way, the dopest thing about working on a late-night show, such as the Late Late Show, for example, hosted by James Corden from England. Tangent within the tangent. British people call Taco Bell Taco Bell.
I hate that.
I hate it. You know it's not taco. You know we don't fucking say taco.
Who says taco?
Taco.
I would like some Taco Bell.
Taco.
Will go fucking build
Taco
one.
Bell.
Build one and put it on your taxes as an independent corporation.
Taco Bell.
Hey, Taco Bell.
Hey, would you mind swinging through a Taco Bell?
Hey, it tastes like sour cream, isn't it?
Oh, isn't it? It's delicious, isn't it?
Isn't it?
Fucking. They say ta-ta, but Taco Bell?
Yeah.
Taco Bell.
You can't say Taco Bell?
Taco Bell. It's that easy, you limey motherfuckers, except for my friends who are British.
Talk to me like a person.
Yeah, right? What was I saying? Oh yeah, Taco Bell. When they're doing like a new menu item, like when McDonald's did all day breakfast.
Yeah.
They sent us
spots.
They sent us
journals.
so much.
Really?
Just hoping we would be like beguiled to write about it for the monologue.
Oh God, really?
Is
Guess
that
what?
how
It
that
worked.
goes?
It worked. Yeah, but they
So
sell
wait-
you all this free shit.
Like they just so you come in one morning and there's just like 30 egg McMuffins.
Yeah, and they're like, Taco Bell, McDonald's sent
Hey, are you
breakfast.
gonna
More than
split some of
30.
those if you think it's gonna
Funny
fold?
There's
story.
like 40 McMuffins, 40 sausage McMuffins, 40 hash. There's like so much.
I have a weird story
That would
similar
wreck
to
my
that.
day.
One time I came to my house at like 10 o'clock in the morning. This tweaker who had been staying with me
Yeah,
just had a bag of like 12 McMuffins.
yeah.
He was like, "Hey man, thanks for letting me crash it last night."
What?
I was like, "Yeah."
You had like $20 to use.
But in McMuffins, because they don't deal in money, they deal
Well,
in trade.
and let me ask you this: what would you have been more excited, like a 20 spot, which is fine?
No, I had a job at the time. I was like
12
18.
McMuffins, I would much rather have.
Oh yeah.
That's
Especially
it.
At the time,
All
yeah.
done.
I'm very
Peace.
impulsive.
Even without a job,
Peace.
like if somebody gave me money, I'd be like, I should use this responsibly.
Yeah.
But if somebody
Yeah, they
gave me
already
12
spent it for you.
McMuffins, I would.